Hey everyone, it's Drew. This is the latest episode. We have Must Not Kill in studio, and we're going to have them here for about 4 hours. Check it out. We have a new theme song that they put together for me. So it's awesome. Here it is. Stay tuned. Like and subscribe. Be awesome.
Yeah.
This is where you would do a cold open. It's the Drinking with Drew show. AI texting you about food? What is that all about? It's the Drinking with Drew show. Have a listen.
When Joe says something sniffing my butthole.
It actually happened.
Drinking. That's fucking
All right.
Woo!
So we are live, and we have Will James in studio with Must Not Kill.
Hey, what's going on, guys? I want to clarify one thing. First of all, it's Drinking with Drew. Raise them up, raise them up, raise them up.
I don't have one right
cheers
now
if
because
you're watching at home. Cheers to you guys. And on 3, 1, 2, 3, cheers.
Cheers.
I need a beer. I was so busy sound checking, I didn't even grab myself a beer.
I will get you a beer right now.
My beer is left in the garage in the green room. So
Pass it down. Pass it down.
I want a Stella, please.
Gotcha.
Not to knock your beers, but you know,
It's all good.
I
It's all good.
started with a Stella, so I want to.
And you're not driving anywhere, so
No.
you don't have to worry
You got to
about
keep beer consistency going
Yeah.
on. That's the thing. Thank you for allowing us the opportunity as Must Not Kill to do that theme song. I hope that everyone
Wow,
liked
that's
it.
amazing. And
So fucking awesome.
Fuck yeah.
I want to talk to Brad more about it because I know you said he was the one that kind of masterminded it. But as a band, I want to thank you guys.
Yeah.
Completely, man.
I'm not going to say I pushed for it. We all pushed for it. All 4 of us were like, dude, we've done this podcast so many times. We love this podcast. And we're also metal musicians. Why the fuck not? Like, instrumentals are cool, but this is specifically for you. It's a gift. And you were talking about wanting to do a show, if I recall. We can play the song. Like, this is no studio fuckery. We can play this song anytime, anywhere. So whenever you want to put a bunch of bands together at Crowbar or wherever, Orpheum, State Theater, Floridian Social, whatever it's called now. I should know. I worked there.
Emily Arena, man. We're aiming high.
Big time.
Let's go, baby. 20 years, why not? That's an admirable goal.
Right.
But yeah, I can tell you one thing though. Only one thing about that song. It's fast. It's fucking fast.
It is.
And it's got easy to remember lyrics.
It is. It does. And,
It's like a bar shanty. It's like, for another round drinking with Drew.
Right.
It's something to that. I'm not the singer of the band. I'm the drummer. That drum solo at the end, all me. But that's basically my contribution.
Right.
I think we might have a visitor. Simon's getting all riled up.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Joe, when Brad comes in, can you turn the lights off in here? Just touch that top light at the very top.
Top button.
Top button, I mean.
Joe's the enforcer, man. Joe's a badass.
Up.
Brad!
What's going on, Brad?
Oh,
Now we got
I'm
to
trying to
get his mic
get
figured
his big
We
ass.
just debuted the song, Brad. We just debuted the song, but now he's on his way out.
out. Well, we had to play it at open, so, I mean, you know,
We can play it again for its debut.
we can definitely
Yeah.
play
and
it
then
again.
have Brad do commentary on it as well. Your Must Not Kill. That's your alter ego.
Yep, top one.
There
There
you
you go.
go.
Boom.
Perfect.
Yep. There you go.
All
Yep.
right.
Yep.
So can you squeeze in between Brad and work it out over there? I know there's a bunch of new wires and everything because, you know, a lot of people in the studio today, so
Yeah. We're jam packed today.
we're jam-packed. All right, so
David Lee Roth, by the way.
we're going to play it while Brad just walked in. We played it literally 5 minutes ago, but I'll play it 100 times. I don't care. So before we play it, Brad, though, give me some. Will said that you were kind of the mastermind behind the song in general. So give me some insight as to.
That's why
This
I'm wearing
masterpiece.
the sunglasses and the bandana.
Right.
It's my evil persona today.
Well, it works. It works. I asked for this song in a kind of a jokingly way, but I love that you guys delivered on it.
Yeah, man. You know, you deserve it. I mean, you've been a fan of ours forever, and you know, the last time I was here, I actually started thinking about the whole beginning of that, song. So just threw it together, and the boys came through and threw it in the studio. And my gift to you, my friend.
Yeah, it's amazing.
You need an intro. You know, you
Yeah.
don't need to bop off other people's songs.
That's
and all that shit.
exactly,
So,
exactly. Now, here's what I'm going to curious when I upload it to YouTube from now on. I wonder if it's going to give me another copyright violation.
I didn't upload it, but yeah, I mean, just put it for your show written by Must Not Kill. You should be fine. I mean, I did that with like tribute songs and stuff before. I never got hit on any of that stuff.
Okay.
So.
Well, cool. I'm going to play it again. Here we are.
Do it.
Live from the CapsFlorida.com studios in Riverview, Florida.
That's it, baby. That's it.
I'm going to have to squeeze something in there.
Raise them up. Raise them up.
Yeah.
Drinking.
Hell yeah, man.
Can't wait for Tom to get in here and do it. When Tom gets here, we'll play it one more time, and then that'll be the official end of the debut.
No, man, that's amazing.
We already have Joe karaoke into it. He was singing along.
Yeah. Well, we're going to figure something out. I told Will I was today working on trying to like get some video and pictures together for the song, but I'm like, I don't want to rush it, so I'm going to work on it this weekend and try to get it.
Yeah,
I
I totally see that like a montage. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
opening for your show, then you don't even have to say anything. You just play that, you know,
Yeah.
and kick in after that. So.
Yeah, it's not too long. Like the other one was 1 minute and 50 seconds.
Yeah.
You know, so this one's nice and to the point.
When we got done writing this, I said to the guys too, I want to write more 50-second songs because there's such an art to compressing everything you want to say into that short amount of time. Because usually radio standard is 3 minutes.
Right.
So by compressing it by into a third of that,
Right.
it was a fun challenge, and it left me wanting to do more. So check out the next EP, I guess, for more short songs. We'll see.
Right. Yeah, man, it's amazing.
Junk Food Patriotism is still out. Only a month old. It's still out, and we're actually going to be touring with these guys, Sorcerer. In October, we're going up to Gainesville, Florida. The very next day, we're going to be in Gainesville, Georgia. Then we're going to be in Greensville, South Carolina. So 3 G-Villes in a row. We're hitting the
It's the
G-spots
G-tour.
all over the G-spots.
G-Spot tour.
The G-spot tour. That's right.
Very
Fisting the
for this
G-spot.
show.
Wasn't that a myth?
It was proven to be ambiguously unambiguous, but we're going to go on tour. These guys are leaving the tour on Monday. I'm going to keep light directing for Sorcerer in Richmond, Virginia, and I believe also maybe even North Baltimore. I might go up to Baltimore. We're going to see what's going to happen, but Must Not Kill is going out on the road. Tell them about that, Brad.
You said it all, man.
Okay, cool.
I'm a man of many words.
So when you hit up Richmond, you're going to try to go to the Grower factory and maybe get some costumes for the I've always wanted to go there.
Is this a real place that you're referring to?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the Grower factory where they make all their costumes.
I didn't know that they opened this to the public.
Well, I'm not saying you can just
Oh,
you can
you're
knock on the
saying
door and be
walk-
like, hey,
all right,
motherfuckers, we're Must Not Kill, bitches.
You know, I flew to LA one time and I
We're
went up to
starving artists
5150.
too. Let us
Yeah,
see.
exactly.
I went to 5150 expecting a golden reception. I got cold silence.
This is fucking amazing, Brad.
Oh,
Chocolate
yeah, man.
stout.
I thought you'd like it, man.
So good, man.
Yeah, if I had time, I would have stopped at the store. I just grabbed what was in the fridge.
Bro, I mean, there's plenty, and then we're going to sample that fucking Kraken Rum.
Oh my
Oh
god.
boy,
So-
Yeah,
I've
Kraken.
had a little duel with that one. So.
Yeah, so I got surprised by, I saw Tom at Crowbar, or not Crowbar. I always put Tom and Crowbar together because
Right.
Tom at Crowbar. But I saw Tom at Brass Mug, and
Our Tom or your
Yeah.
Tom? Okay.
yeah, your Tom.
A lot
And
of
he's
Toms.
like, hey man, did you get the song? And I'm like, what song? I knew you asked me for my email address
Yeah.
a week earlier or something. I'm like, no, is that why? Maybe he asked me for it. I'm thinking to myself,
I was trying to figure out how to I didn't know if I'd just come in, give you a thumb drive. I was thinking all kinds of crap.
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, since Tom already let it out of the bag, I was like, hey, it says show Tuesday. Yeah. All right, play this.
Yeah. Well, it worked out fine because I was able to upload it to my Apple Music. So now I
Oh,
can just
good,
play it straight
good.
from
He's
my phone.
played it every day, like multiple times
I
in
have.
the garage.
Yeah, I have.
Sorry.
Like every time he opens the garage in the morning, the garage opens, the music is playing, and he walks out like
That's your theme song for life now.
he's like
Right.
peacocking it out in the
Yeah.
driveway.
Yeah.
Just need like a smoke machine now when the door's
Right.
open. It's like,
My neighbor Stacy's already upset with me about it. So
Oh boy.
it's all good.
Your neighbor Stacy.
He's coming tonight too.
Well, he,
Allegedly.
Right.
Allegedly.
he mowed his yard during the last show.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh man.
I didn't give him shit for that when he was saying last night. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna be there tomorrow. I'm gonna be there." I'm like, "Yeah, like you've been saying for how many weeks now that you're gonna be on the show?" And then I didn't give him shit about the mowing the yard, but I should have.
We'll see him when we walk out to the garage in an hour and a half.
Oh,
Right. He'll
It's
be like,
gonna-
"Oh, the
is that
show's already
tonight,
done."
right?
Oh, the show was tonight?
It's already done.
Yeah.
All right. That's the way it works. But yeah, man, definitely again, thank you so much for fucking getting that, making it happen, because I threw me off, man. Like I know we joked about it and I asked about it in a kind of like drunkenly way, but to have it actually done and to hear it, man, I was like, holy shit, it's fucking badass.
Yeah, you're welcome, man.
Glad you think so. Glad you liked it.
Did you guys video record like when you were actually doing the recording?
There was too much
'Cause
drug
that would've
use
been
to do
good,
that.
like-
There was
Not by me, by
That
the
would've
way.
been
there
good.
was
Some
a lot
good
of things
footage.
going on when that was.
There
being
was a lot of
recorded.
explicit things going on, but that adds to the charm of the song. You can hear the dirt in the song. There's definitely a lot of dirt going into a lot of people's faces during the song and the recording of it. So we'll do videos for junk food eventually down the road. We're going to document the tour and make a documentary out of this journey we're going on. So there's going to be a lot of video footage, content as they call it these days, coming out. Check it out.
Cool.
Awesome.
Did you tell Jason about it?
No.
Oh, okay. I was going to say he kept a good secret. Because we got completely drunk at his place 2 weeks ago, man.
Jesus.
And I figured if he
I
knew
did.
about it, he would have told me.
I did mention it to him when I did his show there, and but I think it just kind of glazed over like
Oh, okay.
what was happening. So I even told him, I say, hey, you can throw down on it if you want, and nothing was ever said
Oh,
again. So I was like, all right, well,
yeah, it's all right.
I don't know if he forgot or selective hearing.
Yeah,
A lot of that
selective
going on.
drinking.
I know he was working pretty hard on his release he's trying to put out. So
True.
like a lot of that conversation I had with him that day was about the structuring of his songs and stuff like that.
He may be watching right now.
Yeah, you get
Shout
that
out,
done yet,
shout
man?
He might. I don't know. We're at
He's
4.
he's a killer guitar player, though, man.
Oh,
I didn't
he
know
is,
how
man.
good he was.
He is. He's
until-
fucking amazing.
Yeah, he's really
Oh
good.
shit! I didn't put the live stream on. I have to
What?
open up the live
Well, we have
chat.
4 people watching, so.
I have
just
to
the
open
chat.
up the live
Shout
chat.
out those 4
Sorry.
people. Those 4
Y'all
people
can
are
chat
OGs.
now. Chat, motherfuckers. Oh wait, we
I'm
missed the
Garb-
chat from Garby.
From Garby.
Oh.
Do you want to re-enter it, Garby?
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to the cameras.
I
bad.
just said I can't wait to hear what's in the pamphlet tonight.
Oh, we got plenty of pamphlet talk.
The pamphlet.
First off, I was at Sam's Club buying her fucking beer and shit earlier, and I'm just walking. I got scanned to go, and I'm like, okay, I'm going, so I'm gonna check out. And it's like, your card's declined. I'm like, there's no fucking way my card's declined. Yep, card declined. I called my bank. Your card's been hacked.
Oh.
And I'm like, motherfuck. So now I'm like, well, let me call the bank. I'm on the phone for fucking 45 minutes, sitting at the goddamn.
That's all.
Yeah. I'm sitting at the little cafe there on the phone, speakerphone, on hold. So finally, like, we'll mail you a new card. So I had to update my card on the fucking app and finally check out. But yeah, that was a pain in the ass, and it happens so often to where it's like, okay, how long is this card gonna fucking last?
Exactly, seriously, dude. Happened to me 3 times in 1 year last year.
Ugh.
What are you doing? Are you going to like porn sites and putting your
No,
card number?
I think it was gas stations.
Yeah. Probably
Oh
7-Eleven.
yeah, they put
That's
skimmers
where-
on those. They put
yeah.
skimmers on the pumps, so you got to use a credit card because those are the most easily cancelable
Yeah.
charges. So you
Yeah.
can get that taken care of if you use a debit card or anything special like that. Lord help you at a gas pump.
Yeah. I would just make sure that I'm at a pump that they could like see from the window, because nobody's gonna fuck with those machines. It's gonna be the
Oh,
ones
they
that are
don't pay
further
attention.
They
away.
definitely don't pay attention.
Hey,
I work
don't
with some of
ruin
these people.
Ignorance is bliss, and
Okay.
that is my ignorance.
I
right
think
there.
they're in on it. I think the fucking gas station attendants are getting paid off by
Well,
these fucking cartels.
They are
Fucking-
lazy. They don't want to do work.
Well, but they're also, I think they're making some money on it. Why not?
Because when I had my card hacked at the 7-Eleven in Brandon, you called them and spoke with the manager, and he like just blew it off. You're like, I'm calling to let you know that there's a skimmer on one of your pumps.
He's like, what else is
And
new?
he's like, oh, no, there's not. Whatever. You know, he just kind of blew him off.
Yep.
Then I had one of them that got canceled. I discovered it. Somebody had bought a Best Buy in like California or something, or bought an Xbox from Best Buy.
Nice.
So I called Best Buy, canceled that. Called the guy. The guy left his number with Best Buy. So I called the number. He picks up. I said, "Whose card did you use to buy that Xbox?" And he just hung up.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So I
Oh, God.
called. Yeah. So I did reach out to the police, but I don't think anything ever came of it. But at least he didn't get his Xbox. That made me happy.
Dude,
Yeah.
I had that happen probably 10 years ago, and I tracked down like everybody They went to Best Buy, they went to Chili's, they went to fucking all these places, rang up like $8,000 total.
At Chili's?
No, but they were buying. How they do it is they buy the gift cards at Chili's, and then they put the card information.
Well, that molten lava cake is pretty
That's
addictive.
true.
So
Yes.
you have to buy the whole.
Don't forget the fajitas, man. The fajitas. So many fajitas. Sponsor us, Chili. Sponsor us,
Yeah,
Chili.
but I ended up getting video of them, and it was a couple with a baby driving a Porsche. Shopping. They bought like 3 cell phones from Sprint or some shit, and a bunch of crap from Best Buy, and it's like whatever, man.
And now my bank, there's a scam going on where somebody's making calls from their fraud prevention number. Like they're actually using the actual number to call and say your card was hacked or whatever.
Really?
Yeah, and so a guy calls up, he's like, "Yeah, are you traveling?" And I did happen to be traveling at the time. I said, "Yeah." He said, "In California, we had some charges there." I said, "No." He said, "Okay, well, we have to send you to the other line to, or we have to transfer you to have your card blocked so they don't transfer."
So they were.
That's weird.
Oh.
And so I said, whatever. So he transfers me. He said, "Okay, we need you to enter your 16-digit card number." I'm like, wait, you're my bank. Wouldn't you have my
Right.
card number? So I hung up. The guy calls right back.
Mm.
And he says, "Yeah, we didn't get your number, so we can't block transactions yet." And I said, "Shouldn't you have my number? You're my bank." And he hung up.
Ooh.
But I was like, they're gonna get a lot of people with that
Mm-hmm.
because it was the actual number.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know how they do that, but it's scary. A lot of shitty people out there.
Yep.
Yeah, they prey on the elderly too. I know my mom's like been hit up by a bunch of them, like trying to get in on some scams. And I remember a mutual friend of the family, their mom like lost her house for like some stupid loan they took out. Like she didn't. The house was actually paid off. She's in her 80s.
Wow.
The house is paid off. She lost her house.
Wow.
And then she got hooked into something with like owning a car that's in storage, and she's just paying the storage fees or some shit. Yeah, they're putting her on lockdown. But it's
Part of
that's
that. Part of
horrible,
that with
man.
losing your house is that's the what's that? It's like a
Reverse mortgage.
yeah, reverse mortgage loan, and they're doing it through the clerk of courts, and they're just basically going in and putting a lien on your house.
Yeah.
And the clerks are at fault. The fucking clerk's office are the ones that need to be fucking sued for that shit.
That and credit card companies too, because they'll just issue out cards to anybody. I mean, my mom still gets offered. My mom's 89. Why she need a Discover card with no limit?
Right.
Shit.
But my sister gets on that shit. She's pretty
Yeah.
one of the smartest people I know, and she'll just lay into them. It's hilarious. I got her.
My
Freaking
mom
recording
almost
one day.
fell for the. It wasn't the prince from Africa or whatever it is, but she almost
Nigeria.
fell. Nigeria, thank you. Somewhere in Africa.
I'm still waiting on my money.
No, but she fell for an email, and they're like, so of course my last name is my dad's last name, her married name, not her maiden name. And she gets an email saying, "You're the only heir that we can find with this last name." I'm like, "You're not even a freaking heir. You're only by marriage. Like, I'm more of it. Like, why would it?" She was like, "I'm going to write him back. It's me. I'm going to get all this money." Because they're like, "There's millions of dollars in this estate.
Oh,
You're the only one." I'm like, "I can't with you."
I don't
I'm
think
like,
that's how they deliver that news.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no. But she was like, "I'm going to get all this money." I'm like, "No, you're not. No,
Yeah. Your mom's not all there sometimes.
she's not."
And that Princess Zaire is a very generous guy.
Yeah.
He is.
It's
All you have to
short,
do is give him your bank account number, and he's just
Right.
going to deposit millions in there.
Send
man.
him 500 and he'll send you 5 million.
Yep.
If you want to watch YouTube, there's a guy called Scammer Payback, and he's got like hours long of videos where he actually baits the scammers. He hacks them back, deletes all their files. He reads the script directly from their desktop of what they're gonna say to him, and he's got like voice changers and everything. And it's like
Yeah,
it's
I've
not.
seen 'em.
It's kind of boring because it can go on
I
for
was
like
gonna say,
40
that sounds
minutes.
awful.
But like you get so ingrained in listening to it, you're like, come on,
No,
get
it's
him, get
actually
him.
pretty good. I've seen
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
it's,
yeah.
it's like it's so.
He hacked, and
yeah.
not only that, he hacks their whole system. He even gets their cameras.
His name is Pierogi.
God.
And
So
he
he's, like-
calls in. He even calls in like SWAT teams, and he's like, "I got them on the line now. Go and raid the place." He's like, "Yeah," and they delete all their files. He backtracks them and like gets their personal pictures and like blasts them. Like he's like, "This is you, right?" He's like, "That's the guy standing behind you, right?" And he's like, got their photos and everything.
My only question is, Joe, why are you pimping a different YouTube page?
I'm just saying.
Oh.
I'm just saying if you want some content that you want to sit there and just go into like a spiral of why am I watching this?
Drinking with Drew.
Yeah.
Watch
Drinking with Drew. That's all you
what we
just-
do. That's what we
just
do.
go down a
Drinking with
rabbit
Drew.
hole.
Once you
That's all
finish,
You hear
need
the
to
song, bro? Come on, buddy.
once you finished all the Drinking with Drew episodes,
Right.
then
Right.
you can go to this.
do. Right.
I used to fuck with scammers and like keep them on the phone for a while just to kind of fuck with them, but most of them are overseas, and
Get out of this now.
he wants an ice cube.
Interruption. Shout out Joe for the Bush Light peach. I love Bush Light, and I cannot wait to try the peach
It's
variety.
not bad. I mean, if you're a peach fan.
Cheers, guys. Drinking with Drew.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Salute.
It's what we do.
This one goes out to all of you people out there. Cheers to you guys. Thanks for watching.
And his glasses have no prescriptions in them.
They have multiple prescriptions.
They don't
in
even
them,
have
actually.
glasses in them.
It's like
They have
lenses in those,
multiple-
right?
There's no lenses in them.
There's a lot of drugs going into these glasses right now, so y'all better.
They're
understand.
face decor. Leave them alone.
Face Decor. That's a great band name. That's
is
our
right.
next EP title.
There you go.
I do want to give a shout out.
I
to,
want my percentage of the.
Isn't that
That's
like
the name.
referring to beards? Face decor?
You can do whatever
Some people
the hell
say
you
it's
No, because
affectatious.
most of the guys in the
Some
band
people,
all have
some
beards.
Some people call it affectatious, and I call them fancy for using big words.
It's a flavor saver.
I do want to give a shout out to Lisa at B&H
Lisa!
Photo, who helped me out today to help improve the show. So we're going to be able to actually hear
Thank you, Lisa.
the
Thank you, Lisa.
when we play like a YouTube video. We're going to be able to actually hear it.
Whoa, revolutionary.
Yeah. So for example, we got. Can y'all hear this?
We're
guys?
Excited to
Yeah.
share
Yeah.
something new at B&H.
Can we listen
Damn,
to
that's a
that?
Whether
bop.
you're a new
Oh, here's a fucking song. The crowd noise. What's this song about? We should ask Tom when he gets here.
Lick that donut.
So this is Must Not Kill Junk Food Patriotism. The
Right.
crowd noise.
Brad, do you have any commentary for any of the riffs you want to say right now? I got one.
Absolutely not.
So now you guys can hear when we're playing a video on YouTube. Isn't that cool?
I like
And you
it.
said this was Lisa, right? Lisa did this?
Lisa helped me out at B&H Photo.
Shout
'cause,
out, Lisa.
Yeah, she was amazing, and she took the time to help me figure this out. Because before, they couldn't hear the audio when I was playing YouTube videos or any type of computer audio. They couldn't hear it in their. Everybody in here couldn't hear it in their headphones. So I could only hear it from the computer. So
I have some BH photos on my phone if anybody wants to see.
I don't doubt it, Greg.
Can you flip them to the
And
screen
the weird
here?
thing is, the weird thing is, it's Joe's BH.
Exactly.
Whoa.
Why is that weird? You know, you got to lead with your best assets.
Joe's
not
like,
my
I'll
fault.
send you some if you want them, Drew. Like, it's not
Hey,
weird.
we can't judge that stuff anymore. Anything goes. Right?
Joe's furry,
Plus we're in
Joe's
Florida.
furry Italian ass.
Artisan flavored.
You could just hear Van Morrison playing in the background.
Brown Eyed Girl, most overrated song of all time, by the way. That's my hot take of the day. I have been requested it so many times, and I hate playing it every single time.
My favorite thing about that song is that every brown-eyed girl says, that song's about me.
No, it ain't.
Well, dude,
Why were we
Butthole.
talking about Joe's butthole and talking about a
there
brown
it
eye?
is.
Just
There it
saying.
is. That's what it's about.
Just saying.
Dude.
That's how we made the leap.
I
Yeah.
had,
Nice segue.
How nobody did that, I don't know.
I was dating a girl for a while that her dad played that song all the time for her, and I was like, oh god.
Oh, come on.
Now
buddy.
she has a song that I have to.
Was she a brown eyed girl? Did she at least have the
She
brown
was
eyes?
a brown
That'd be
girl,
amazing
but
if
I
she
mean,
wasn't.
Now she's a green eyed girl.
Her dad's
Hey.
colorblind.
all right. So while Will is in studio, we're gonna do the top 10 list because he.
I
can
love
probably
top
help
10
us out.
lists. Top 10 lists are my favorite things, bro.
Okay.
Let's do it.
What are you thinking on the beach?
Top 10 things to think on the beach?
No, what are you thinking about?
Oh, wait, what? Hold up. What?
You're drinking the peach. What do you think?
Oh, I thought you said, what do you think of the beach?
I thought
The
you did.
beach,
I thought he said that.
it's delightful, but I'm experiencing a cognitive dissonance because it's autumn almost, and I'm thinking pumpkin spice, and then I take it, and it's like a lemonade, but peachy, delicious, great. Thank you for
It's
sharing.
like an
Joe.
early summer, not a late summer.
Aren't we late summer? We're late.
We are.
No,
We are
I'm saying
late
it's,
summer.
Please,
it's an
God,
early
let it be
summer
late
drink.
summer. I can't take this heat anymore.
It's a.
I'm from
really?
here. I'm from here, bro. Like,
So
come
I
on
just
now.
got done mowing the yard and I want to have a beer. And okay, I could do that.
Brad, you want to tell your mowing the yard story, or is that not a podcast story?
Absolutely not.
Okay. It gets wild. It gets
That's gonna be
wild.
No, I actually passed out last weekend.
Are you serious?
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
yeah. I was getting overheated, like even doing the front yard, and I was taking breaks, drinking a lot of water, and then I went to the back, and
That's Joe's move,
it
too.
actually started raining. Yeah, with the brown-eyed girl. So it just won't go away, man. But yeah, it started raining. I was feeling cool. I was like, oh, all right. And then all of a sudden, like a wave of heat just came over me, and before I knew it, I was face down on the ground. Luckily, my lawnmower has that shut off.
I was gonna say, is
Right.
it still running?
Yeah.
Wake up, the yard's
Yeah.
done. You're like, shit, I should do this every time.
So
Damn, man. Well, glad you're okay.
That's scary.
yeah, I'm here, man.
You know, manscaping and landscaping. That's
There
what
you go.
Florida's all about.
Yeah.
All
Gotta
right.
clean the hedges.
Yep. All right. So the
Toby
top
areas.
10 list today is the top 10 marijuana strains.
Oh my god.
Oh,
This is more like top 10 cool names list because they don't. The strain names don't.
They just
get it.
make
It's all
shit up.
marketing. It's marketing. Exactly.
Is it?
They're
Shit up
making that
now.
shit up.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't
cake
know anything.
face, Acapulco Gold. It's like, what flavor do you want your
Are we talking
Build a
locally
beat.
or are we talking globally or what? Because
I don't know, Joe.
Alright.
I mean, this
I feel like
is
if
the
I were
list.
to ever buy weed, I'd be like, I'll have 2 of the marijuanas, please, and they'd be like, fuck.
It's like a placebo. When they
Yeah.
name it, it's like a placebo. They're like, oh, go to a tropical island. It's
You
a
got the
tropic
brown
strain.
dirt weed that you smoke at a Bengals concert.
Street weed,
Right,
street
right.
weed, bro. Street weed is my favorite, or ditch weed. That's another
Right.
good
I'll
one.
give-
I call the stinky shit skunk weed. I don't know
Skunk
if that's
weed, there
the
you
official
go.
name or not, but that's what I call it.
All right, I'm going to give you the first. I'll give you the. I think there's 13 here. But,
Yeah.
Oh,
so the
lucky
last
number.
one is lava cake. Does that even ring a bell?
I've heard of that.
You've heard of it?
Yeah.
What
Okay.
is it? Purple? Is it? What's up
It
with it?
doesn't-
Purple haze.
I don't.
There you
That's
go.
got to be top
Purple
five.
haze
That's
is
gotta be
one.
top five.
Yes, purple haze.
Wrong one.
Okay. So Joe, you get one.
I get a point.
Purple haze is number 1. Or is
No, he gets
no,
8
it's
points.
just a
It's one of
what number is it?
like
About
number 5 or
bubblegum.
6.
number
Remember
seven.
bubblegum.
What about that sticky icky?
No, it's 6.
Ganja.
What about Chunky
Are we
Monkey?
talking like
Is that-
nicknames for it? Like
Is that a
or
different?
all
That's
straight?
What about Rocky Road?
What about half baked?
Hang on, y'all. Slow your roll.
Come on,
Okay.
that would have been a great one.
So after
Maui
after,
Wowie.
listen to this, after lava cake was Jaguar XJ13. What the fuck is that?
That's
the car.
the
car.
That's the car.
That was made in the laboratory. The
Like,
aliens
no,
made
that's
it.
a Google ad.
The
Right.
aliens made
Under
it.
your fucking list.
Come to your local Jaguar.
All
retail.
right, so what else did you guys get? You got 6. All you have is 6. Purple haze.
Maui Wowie.
Half baked.
We got lava cake too.
Lava cake. You gave
You did
lava
get
cake.
lava cake.
But I said I heard
if
of it,
everyone
so
can
that
see
counts.
this list, that'd be
About
great.
White
but-
Widow.
That's part of the game.
White
Will, you
Widow?
can't
Oh, I
see
have to
the
guess.
list.
I don't. I'm done.
I remember
Sorry.
that from Amsterdam. It was White Widow and bubblegum. I remember those.
Black Spider.
No.
Those sound like they're like vape flavors.
No. All right, so
None?
the first one on number 1 is Sour Diesel.
Yeah.
The fuck is that?
It's Shaq Diesel. Shaq Diesel. Shaquille O'Neal. That's his preferred brand of weed.
Is that a true story?
It's basically because his nickname is Diesel when he
Right.
raps, and so in rap culture, especially in the '90s,
Well, even
heavily
when he-
favored the marijuana leaf,
Even when he's playing
inhaled,
ball.
and smoked.
Okay. So the second one everybody's gonna know, but it's Kush. Like that's
Oh, Kush.
Oh.
Kush, bro.
Is that even-
Kush, bro?
I thought that was just a
generic
nickname
name
for yeah.
Mhm. Okay, number 3, White Widow.
That's what he said.
Oh, you
Yeah.
said White Widow?
Yeah, yeah,
Is
yeah.
that the
I
white
didn't
weed?
know.
Like
That's
I've seen
what he said.
albino. Is it actually
Yeah,
white?
it's really crystal.
So it's like cocaine weed.
I'll give Brad a point.
Thank you.
All right.
I'm glad
Anybody
I showed
else?
up today.
Life is all about your points on the Drinking with Drew show.
I got 1 point and a theme song for your show.
There you
man.
go.
Bam, winner.
I am rolling.
Your August is fucking it, man. All right. So, any other guesses?
Swedish Chiba.
Nope.
Afghan goo.
What the
No. There was an A in there, but
These
Turkish
names are killing me.
Turkish snow cone.
How about creeper weed? That's still around?
no.
We used to have that back in the day.
Dutch-
We had dirt
Dutch
weed. We
daisy.
had dirt weed. That's still around. probably.
How about
Dutch
duckweed? That's a
daisy.
plant.
Acapulco Gold. Is Acapulco Gold?
Yes.
There we
That's
go.
actually on there.
What's the number? What's the number on
There's
that?
1, 2, 3. These aren't. No, I have to actually count
That's
the numbers.
the-
Every
Okay.
time he has to count 1 to 10.
Remember
Count
that
it,
from
baby.
Cheech
It's
and
number
Chong.
8.
Wisconsin
If he
weed.
gets to 11, he's got to count on his toes.
I do.
Pineapple.
There is a pineapple.
Whoa. Huh?
Pineapple.
She's cheating.
You read off the list.
She's reading the list. She can read my text messages with my phone sideways and upside down. She's like,
Now, when you go into like the
And in Arabic. I got it all.
in the
Read
medical
it all.
dispensary, is this like all on the wall? Like I haven't been to a medical marijuana dispensary here in Florida, but
I haven't either.
is that like what it is? Like you walk in and you're like, oh, these are the
I can only speak to the recreational experience that I had in Seattle and in Vegas and in Los Angeles and in
Can
a
you
couple
try
of
to
other
hold
different
him
places.
over here?
You can walk into these. I went to Sean Kemp's Cannabis in Seattle. Sean Kemp, the basketball player, played against Jordan in the '96 finals. It's a huge store, and
He
there
lost,
were so
right?
many. He did lose to Jordan. And the mural outside, there's like 1,000 pictures of him. There's one of Jordan, one teeny tiny little Jordan on this mural on the side of his business. That's just like, yeah, sell that weed, Sean. And he sell that weed. He does. There's liquid form. You can drink fruit drinks with weed. You can smoke the weed. You can eat the weed. You can do the wax. You can do all sorts. You can inject the weed. You probably can't actually, but the day that comes, sign me out, bro. I'm out of the stoner game if you can inject that shit. They'll find a way to kill you with it because it's really hard to do that right now with weed.
Have you heard of Blue Dream?
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's on there.
Oh, Purple Haze. Have we established
Yeah,
that's
Yeah,
on there?
Purple
All
Haze
right.
was on there.
That
yeah.
was it's Blue Dream and then Purple Haze.
There's got to be a red one too. There's like red some bullshit.
Lemon.
Red licorice.
Red liquor.
There's not a red on this list. but-
Scarlet, nothing scarlet.
No.
So I'm gonna read them out. Okay, we have Sour Diesel, Kush, White Widow, Super Lemon Haze, Blue Dream, Purple Haze, Silver Haze, Acapulco Gold.
Say it one more time.
Acapulco.
It's like
I
acupuncture
can't
and
say
Acapulco.
Yes.
It's a weird word. It's
I won't say
definitely a weird
salmon
word.
or walrus either.
It's actually name checked in a Led Zeppelin song, "Over the Hills and Far, Far Away."
There you go. Lemon, pineapple, and lava cake. And then Jaguar XJ13.
Code name weed.
Fuck,
I still think that was an ad for a car
I'm
at the
pretty
bottom
sure,
of the
yeah.
list. You just wrote it down by mistake.
No, it's literally like
No, it's literally
Oh, you're
there.
reading for. Oh,
right
okay.
there.
There's,
wow.
there's literally a car in the picture.
Yeah, I mean, it could be an ad still. I don't know.
If you guys ever run out of drinks to survey, you could always pivot to smoking with Drew.
Not in the studio. I can't even have a cigar in the studio.
You can't smoke in your own house? Oh, no,
No,
understandable.
do not put
Understandable.
that on me. I said you could.
I hear that.
I said you could.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Actually, I don't even think I had a say. Like, I don't give a shit if you smoke in the house. Just, yeah.
Laura pointed out that this story was from 2017, but I still thought it was interesting. Russian model, topless,
Bang.
killed when she smashes her head into a lamppost. You can't show it yet.
Oh, sorry.
It says Russian model. So
I would-
you
well, I
assume
could-
bang.
Bang,
Right?
bang,
Booter bang?
bang.
Okay.
Well, yeah, that's
let's
kind
see here.
of that kind of ruins it when you throw a model and Russian in
Yeah,
there.
maybe.
It colors it a certain way.
However,
let's see it on the screen. I
We
would
did
love to
have
read it.
Australian last week, and she was
She was
a
horrible.
boot.
Yeah, so, but this
Australian.
doesn't even say model. I think I just threw that in there. It says,
She was an Instagram
Tourist.
model.
She was a
That's what I
tourist.
was looking up.
An
I'm like, he has
influencer.
supermodel.
okay, topless mother is killed when she smashes her head into a lamppost while hanging out of a car window during a holiday in Dominican Republic.
Now she's really topless.
Oh, still too soon.
So I'm just going to leave it at that.
I wonder where she was headed.
Boot or bang? Boot or bang?
Joe.
Are we booting and banging?
Bang.
Well, pre-accident,
What?
bang.
What is
Post-accident, boot.
yeah.
Are you going, based on the story alone, without seeing pictures of her, are you going to boot her out of bed or are you going to bang her?
Oh boy, she's dead. I don't participate in necrophilia. I'm booting her out of that bed right now.
With
bro.
or
Get
without
fuck
the
away.
head.
Yeah, right. Yeah, let's talk.
Just
let's
the
talk.
head-
That's why
just
I
the head
have two
alone.
answers.
Just the head alone.
I'm in.
Yeah.
It's must not kill. What happens after the kill? We're cool with.
Just
apparently.
skull fucker. That's all you need to do.
Okay.
I
Soviet
bang
film.
with all the criteria I've just mentioned.
Okay. Joe,
Boot.
you're booting.
Because she's so fucking stupid.
Good man.
I mean,
Really?
you have.
She
first
doesn't
of all,
have to talk, Joe.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
You're in the Dominican Republic, which is a bad place to be because there's a lot of terrible shit going on there.
Even in 2017?
She's topless and hanging out a window. She's got to be fucking stupid.
But she's crazy in
Yeah,
bed.
it sounds amazing.
I
No,
mean, what are you knocking that for?
She's not defending a thesis.
maybe she should.
Jesus Christ, Joe. I mean,
That's
okay.
awesome.
All right, so go
Can I
ahead
show
and
it?
show it up.
He just wanted to show the censored
Ah.
titties on the...
I stand by my answer.
Yeah. I mean, she's
She's gross.
crazy.
Now this was like seconds before she died,
Yeah, I think it actually shows the sign hitting her head right there.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Wow.
and they like put it online like a snuff film.
Well, I mean, kind of is. So yeah, that's her like
Ugh.
beforehand.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's-
paper bag.
Yeah.
I
Gross.
mean, put a flag over her head and go for glory.
I think the sign did her justice.
Yeah.
Lips look like she got hit by something already.
I
Sorry,
think
you're dead.
it kind of looks like she used to be a man.
A male soccer player.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Garby,
Yeah.
what's your opinion on the male soccer player ordeal? The male coach, he's the president, not even a coach, right? So he
Oh,
was the
kissing,
president
kissing
of,
the Spain.
yeah, kissing
Oh,
the female Spain player.
I think that's just like Spanish. I mean,
She posted up that she had a problem with it, then later recanted and said she didn't have a problem.
I feel like it's probably just kind of a. I mean, it's weird that you pick just that one player.
right.
But I mean, my wife's Spanish. I make out with my in-laws when they show up, so I think
Okay.
it's just part of the
I mean,
culture.
You kind of give him a little tongue.
Yeah. No, I don't. Yeah, it's weird. It's definitely weird.
So I think it's more weird that she.
I think there's something going on between the two of them.
I think it's weird that she recanted because she posted on Twitter that she had a problem with it and she was insulted and then later recanted. So I think she was kind of
No,
maybe
I think
threatened.
I think there's something going on behind the scenes. No, I think they probably had some kind of relationship
Oh,
because she's literally the only one. She didn't score the goal in the game.
Mhm.
She actually missed a penalty kick.
true.
So it's weird. I don't know. I feel like there's something else going on.
Okay.
Or she got heat, and she, someone gave her some crap about it, and then
She lost her lesbian card.
there you go.
Yeah.
Always a possibility.
Yeah, it's weird. Very weird.
It was an issue and then a non-issue when she said, "Oh, just kidding. I really am not offended."
It was almost as gross as when Adrian Brody kissed Halle Berry on the Oscars. Do you remember that?
Mm-mm.
Oh my God!
Can I
went
YouTube it?
hard. Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
It's amazing. Oh, we're watching something and reacting to it.
Okay.
Oh, but that's kind of like
Oh, it's Pat Riley. He plays Pat Riley in the Lakers show. That's hilarious.
So
Does he?
yeah, but that
yeah.
that wasn't
Yeah, he
like
does.
unexpected. She was in on it.
No, she was not.
Well, she
Well-
kind of played along with it.
Has she come
stuck
out? And,
there.
has she come out and sued him for sexual assault? Like, what's going on?
This was pre-Me Too.
Oh.
Because we were talking about the soccer player after the women's World Cup final. the
Oh yeah, I
president
remember that. Yeah, yeah.
Played one-on-one
Weird
with
look.
players. It was
Weird look.
Yeah, it was very weird.
hmm.
She's not even the best looking player, so why pick her?
Well,
It's
she's
all weird.
athletes are great in bed. Let's not not cap here.
Well,
But women hanging out of cars, topless, aren't.
It's a bit morbid, to be honest, and we're not morbid. Angel War must not kill. Nice to be here. Thank you for having us on Drinking with Drew.
Quite the pitch.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'm Will James.
And I'm Wheel James, motherfucker.
deep, that's
So
all,
Garby,
folks.
what's going on in
There you go.
NFL? You have a couple weeks in the preseason. What's your
boy.
take?
The Bucks are gonna suck.
Okay. What else?
Fantastic. Tom Brady's not coming back.
Well,
huh?
we had
Can we write a song about that?
Mayfield is officially the
Mayfield
quarterback.
was named the starter.
Yeah.
Which I think most people probably saw coming
Yeah.
when they signed him.
Yeah.
I hope they don't suck. The defense will be good again. But I just don't know. I'd be happy if they get 9 wins.
Did you get anybody good in your draft? But you didn't have the draft yet.
No, I haven't had any drafts yet. No
Huh?
fantasy drafts yet.
Oh, there you go.
I'm excited to see Drew.
I'm in the draft.
You guys are in a fantasy league?
September 9th.
Yeah,
I'm busy that day.
September
Sorry.
2nd. I think I'm in a fantasy
This is
league
how
with
he
Drew.
double books his
see.
calendar.
Exactly.
We'll see.
I think I'm busy that night.
But,
Sorry.
it's
All right.
it's going to be it's a dynasty league.
Can I ask what you think about the Miami Dolphins? Do you pay attention to the
I think
Dolphins?
they're.
I'm wearing a Miami Heat hat here. I
they're
got to
gonna
ask
be-
about
They're
it.
going to be very good.
Tua, right? And then you got Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek's a man. Jalen Waddle.
Can you rank Tyreek for me, but like in his position, like across?
Oh,
the
I
NFL?
put him probably like top 3.
Top 3. Dolphins are going to win it this year. I'm banking on it. My whole psychological well-being depends on it.
Laces out.
No, they.
It's been a long
Thank
time.
you.
It's been 51 years since Don Shula, man. So let's do it.
No, they're going to be good. I think either they or the Jets are going to win that division.
Jets are looking good with what's his name, Aaron Rodgers,
Aaron
right?
Rodgers.
Yeah. Oh God.
And I don't. Jonathan Taylor. The Dolphins are
Yep.
talking about going
Yep.
after him for that trade.
I like green.
You mean Green Bay?
Greenbacks. I like greenbacks, man. Greenbacks are good. Cold hard cash.
I like
That's exactly how I'm going to show up to the draft. All right. That's exactly
his
how I'm doing
team
it, bro.
name. That's his team name.
Cash
I like green.
considerations. Cash
like-
considerations is the best player of all time. You can trade for cash considerations.
That's
That
true.
means we just send a player and
Yep.
give us money, please.
Yep.
Money, please.
No,
And the best part is Drew has the first pick in our draft. First pick
yeah,
overall.
and I don't know
Is it
any
a
of these
snake
fucking
draft?
players.
Is it a snake style
He's
draft?
going to take Latavius Johnson with his first
I'm
pick.
fucking. I'm player. I'm player retarded. I don't
Wait.
understand any of that shit.
Hold
So.
on, Casey is
Do auto
going
draft
to
then. Let
help
the
you,
computer
right?
do it.
Allegedly.
The computer ranks the players if you do an auto draft, and then it just gets you the best players of all time.
We do.
Or
It's
you-
live. It's a live draft.
You can set it to auto draft though when you're in a live draft.
Yeah.
Depends on your provider.
But you want to get a good quarterback first. Don't
Are you
go with
saying
the
I need
kicker.
to cheat?
You need to
That's all I
get
know.
Tua. Get Tua. Get Tua.
Tua?
Tua.
Okay.
Miami Dolphins represent.
Okay.
You probably don't need to take him first overall.
What's that?
Said you probably don't want to take him first overall, but
Get him.
See,
later.
I don't
He
understand
wouldn't.
any of that. I don't. Why not? What the fuck?
He does get injured. He
It's all about
fucking
value.
passed out on
Value.
the
Value.
So
field.
I have to spend money to get him?
no, you're just picking him.
Picking him, man.
I don't
You need
get
to come Saturday to see what it's about.
That sounds like fun, man.
it. Yeah, Laura always wants me to come on Saturdays.
Does she?
Yes, I do.
Who's trying this Kraken?
I'll try some.
Oh my god. You
Do
Do
guys
we
are
need
mad,
to
man.
mix it with anything?
Yep. So there's.
I brought ginger ale. That
Okay,
helps.
so he has ginger ale.
So I need to get glasses.
Brad, you doing a Kraken?
I'll do a shot of it.
All right.
Oh
so
my god, you mad
So I need
man.
glasses.
Release
are
the
a man.
Kraken.
there's
Nice shades,
chilled
by the way, Brad.
glasses in the freezer.
Laura, can we get a shot of Brad shades real quick? Brad shades are awesome. I want a shot.
Bam.
Look at these shades, dude. Are those Costas or those Oakleys, man?
Those are 7-Eleven. It's my budget. I'm a musician.
That's right.
Pays well.
He's just
Starving artist.
Yeah. They were $5.99.
They
Oh
look
no!
awesome. dude. They
Actually,
look
these
awesome.
are Home Depot. I got these at Home Depot.
Dude, everyone has sunglasses now. This is a conglomerate.
I'm
here.
I'm a junkie with sunglasses, and I actually buy kind of sometimes the expensive kind, and I just cracked a well, not these, but I cracked a pair of my fucking Costas, which
I used
have
to
the
sell
glass
Costas.
fucking.
I used to sell those things. You can get them repaired really easily.
Well, that's what I need to do. I need to get one. Well, you got to buy a pair, I guess, of the lenses, but
Well, no. If they break, are they glass or are they the polycarbonate?
they're glass.
The glass ones they'll replace. If you're within warranty, I think, or something, you just
No,
have to go through the
I-
company. I used to sell them. That's all I'm saying.
But-
I know a thing or two about the Costas. I would never buy them. Fucking
What's the warranty on them?
within a year when I was doing it 10
it's
years
way,
ago.
No,
like,
it's way over that.
Nowadays they're probably cheap about it.
No,
'cause
I was just taking
supply
them off
chain
my head.
issues and shit like that.
I was taking them off my head, and I could just feel them. I missed the grip, and they just whoop, and just
Missed
smashed.
the grip.
Yeah, I missed the grip.
Yeah,
I could feel 'em fall.
polycarbonate is the way to go, man, because they'll never crack. You'll scratch them. It's the plastic lens. People say there's a quality difference, but in my opinion,
I don't know, bro. I love those Costas, man.
They're
Just
good,
when you
undoubtedly.
wear them. They're just like blam. You have alien vision.
but are they as cool as Brad's 7-Elevens?
I mean,
I
they look
say
similar.
no.
They look similar.
I would need to see 'em.
Like me looking at them, if Brad told me he was wearing Costas, I'd be like, cool.
I thought they were cool.
Costas.
But when he walks outside, he's not got the view that a Costa has, because the
Well,
Costa
they-
gives a fucking
Well,
amazing.
they're
view.
polarized lenses, so if you can
These
get
are
polarized,
polarized.
They're
you can-
polarized,
yeah, you can
but
get polarized
they're
for cheap.
glass.
It's-
I have
well-
polarized. I have a lot of I won't buy a non-polarized lens.
You shouldn't
But-
because it helps visibility and it helps with a lot of
Right,
things.
but there's a big difference between polarized Costas and polarized, like even fucking, you know,
Polycarbonate, like plastic.
Oakleys.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you know,
No ways.
like
Those
fucking-
motherfuckers are crazy.
Chill, though.
The colors on the Oakleys, have you seen
Yeah,
some of them?
It's not a fan.
Chilled glasses. We are truly being treated like royalty.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Laura.
What are you doing? Oh, he doesn't want ice.
Okay, nobody gets an option anymore. You get ice.
Getting fucking ice, motherfuckers.
Good lord.
The Drinking with Drew show, always hospitable. You guys bought pizza. You're bringing us chill glasses. Thank you for having us on the podcast. If
Hey,
you guys
Will,
are
what
watching
beers in there,
live,
man?
thank you so much for watching us live, man.
Well,
What's up, brother?
what beers in there?
You want a
We
beer?
have a lot.
Yeah, you got
What kind?
There's
have a
Bud,
selection.
there's Bud, there's
Nothing
Stella.
Bud Light. Bud Light.
We have Bud Light. We have
Am I
Stella.
gonna
we
feel
have,
weird after a Bud Light?
Probably.
Kid Rock said I can drink a Bud Light. Okay, so I'm gonna drink a Bud Light.
Maybe like the locals.
Pass it down. Pass it down the line.
Amaya was watching.
I'm not making
She's
fun
not-
of people with that
she's
accent.
not
I actually
happy.
sing country music in my spare time, so sometimes I throw a little draw on it with the Leonard Skinner.
What
and
am
the,
I say?
The Free Bird.
She was not happy about the brown-eyed girl talk.
What? Who's not happy
We
about
call
the
her
brown eyed
Coffee
girl?
Dyed.
Is this a bourbon or a whiskey or what?
The rum.
It's
It's
a,
a rum.
it's a
Oh.
very heavily spiced rum. It's so heavily spiced that it turns black.
Tell,
Thank you, Laura.
Amaya
Thank you.
has coffeeed eyes.
That's it. That's good. Thank you. Not get carried away. I used to fry maple bacon in this, and it would come out really great because the alcohol would burn off, and then you'd get
Are you
the
putting
flavor of the
Coke in
rum,
there?
Yeah, yeah,
Well, that's what I'm
and then it would
asking.
be very
More than
decadent. It would be like candied
That's
bacon.
fine. I'll do a little bit of that, then I'll put Coke in it. All right, guys, a shot to the Drinking with Drew show and Must Not Kill for fucking putting that awesome theme song together.
Well, the
Drinking with
cameras,
Drew.
too.
Welcome.
Drinking with Drew. That's what we do.
Salute. Cheers.
Lou.
Yep, yep.
Good.
That's pretty smooth.
Yeah,
I'm gonna savor that for a long time.
not too shabby.
Yeah, you can put that
It has a
on ice.
vanilla scent to it. It's very smooth. Cuban cigar.
You guys chose right. I should just
That would go nice with a
You can
cigar.
drink that straight.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
great.
It's not bad.
So you don't need a mixer. Do I need to find you?
I mean,
you don't
I would
sip
almost
on it.
I would almost call it a cordial. It reminds me of Jaeger a little bit, like how Jaeger is meant to be sipped,
Yeah.
chilled.
Well,
not
unless
like
you're making a
Johnson.
fuck by a gator.
Well,
Yeah.
Florida man,
Gator?
Florida man strikes again.
You've
Florida
never
man
had a
strikes
fuck
again.
by a gator?
No.
It's called a sexual alligator technically, but really
Sexual
it's called
alligator.
fuck by a gator.
Well, what does it consist of?
Jaeger,
You
Madeira.
lost me at Jaeger.
Is it Maduro?
They have a coffee Jaeger now.
Doesn't everyone have like a Jaeger story where they're just like, I don't want to touch shit again?
Have
Yeah,
you-
mine
I
was
got a
at
good one.
21.
Raise your hand if you've tried the coffee Jaeger.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
You're a
You've tried
lonely
the-
island.
you have.
You're thinking of
Yeah.
the coffee.
He's waiting for
tequila.
all the watchers,
yeah,
all the
yeah.
viewers to
Oh,
raise
well.
their hand.
Right.
Yeah, I was actually interacting with the viewers there for a sec. So the coffee Jaeger. Here's my review. Is it a top 5 cordial of all time? No. It is to be avoided only if you are a loser, because it is fucking awesome. Try it all the time. It is so, you can take shots of it. It's so smooth. It doesn't give you the Jaeger hangover. I had at least 5 shots and I was fine
Oh my gosh.
for the night. But that's me, William James. Nice to meet you. We're here with Must Not Kill and Drinking with Drew. Signing off once again. On to you,
right.
Brad. Come on, take it, Brad. Take it, Brad.
I really
Absolutely
have nothing
not.
after what you just ramble.
Okay.
I like rambling. It's all good.
We have another booter bang.
It's all right. I'm just here for my good looks.
I have a Jaeger story if you want.
Oh
to hear.
yes, go ahead.
Do it.
My buddy Anthony used to run the Roseland Ballroom in New York City.
New York City. I've been there.
Yeah.
Joe's been everywhere, by the
I've
way.
been there for
Joe
concerts.
has been
Yeah.
everywhere.
It's all Bodos.
I've been there for concerts though.
So he invited me down and to see Pantera, and ended up hanging out all night. And he said, "Don't leave, man. You got to hang out. The band's gonna hang out." And they were with White Zombie, and hanging out. Band comes out, and Dimebag comes running out, runs right up to me and goes, "What are you drinking?" I said, "Whatever you're pouring, man." And he literally hopped behind the bar and started pouring everybody drinks. And he goes, "What do you want?" I'm like, "What are you pouring?" He goes, "You need a black tooth." That
Tooth
was the first
brand.
time I heard of it. Started doing that, shots of Jaeger. And I woke up about 11:30 that morning on my buddy's desk at the Roseland Ballroom. And I had to ask him what the hell happened. He said, "You had a good time."
Yeah, that's right.
So
But
it's-
I remember talking to Dime, just talking about gear and music. And he was really he was a special dude.
how long ago was that?
Oh God, that was 96.
Oh shit.
I mean,
maybe
the place is
97.
closed almost 20 years.
Oh really?
It's bulldozed. It's not even there anymore.
I'm saying it's
Yeah.
gone, but it
Yeah.
closed
The
about
new
20
the
years
new
ago.
Pantera just played what would have been Dimebag's 57th birthday, so they
crazy.
celebrated. They had his girlfriend, his longtime partner, up there, and I think she sang or something. But
Rita.
Dimebag would have been 57, so rest in peace, Dime.
Are you guys opposed to the new Pantera lineup?
What say you, Brad?
I don't know how I feel about it, man. I mean, to me, it kind of looks like a cash grab, and it's kind of, it is what it is. I know Charlie Benani and Zach were good friends with Dime, and
Dime was on a couple of
Yeah.
Anthrax records, so there's
Yeah.
the connection there. And
So
Zach
I could-
was playing with them live too sometimes, so they
Like-
were part of the band basically.
yeah. I mean, I could see why that personnel's playing,
Mhm.
and all that, but is it Pantera? I mean, I'm sure the younger fans are probably really digging it if they never got a chance to see.
Right.
For me,
That's
I
me.
seen.
I never saw them. I never got the chance.
I mean, I saw
You're too young.
Pantera.
Yeah.
That's right. I was too young to see them. So this, for me, I kind of want to see them, but it's like I have to see Metallica to see them. I've already seen Metallica. It's cool, but I would go see Mammoth, who is also playing with the Pantera and the Metallica. Mammoth is coming out
Well,
with their second album right
I
now.
thought that was just also weird as them pairing up with Metallica to begin with. I thought that was just kind of a weird
Cash grab.
kind of.
Well, that's
The industry
I
sucks
mean,
right now. Costs are at
Metallica
an all-time
doesn't
high.
really need anybody
No.
opening up for them. I mean, they sell out everything.
Right.
So, yeah, I agree with you. It's kind of like a whole strange thing, but it might be a mutual respect thing too.
so much
I mean, who
ice
knows?
cubes floating around here in the background.
I heard
Jesus
someone else
Christ.
doing it. I heard someone else doing it, so I started doing it.
I'm gonna check out.
We're musicians. We need
Joe's,
to make
Joe's
noise.
got his microphone right next to his glass, so he's.
Forget about that.
It's also next.
Forget about it.
It's also next to your wiener, so if your wiener starts growing, we're probably gonna hear some stretch marks.
Oh, God.
Nice.
Control that.
Time for another beer.
Anybody going to Alice Cooper on?
But
Saturday?
yeah, well, kind
Yes.
of. I double booked myself.
Yes,
so.
we are.
Oh yeah.
I bought tickets for his birthday like
Where are you
however
sitting?
many months ago. We are like if you're staring at the stage, we're like on the far right hand side.
On like 10 or something? Do you know?
same section
She bought
we're
the
at. It
ticket,
missed
so
it.
I'm not.
He
I don't
wanted a
remember.
section that was like far off, like close to the exit. So we're like on the far right hand side.
Okay.
He's like, there's also concessions and the bathroom right there. So
I think that's where mine are. So I'll see you guys there.
I'm not
Yeah.
sure how late we're going to be able to hang out because I double booked myself for a
I don't want to hear that
birthday
shit.
party.
I don't
for
need it,
Invalid.
right?
that same
Yeah.
night. So
Just
I'm going early. I want to see Ministry.
that's what I want to do
Yeah,
mainly.
yeah.
See, I've never seen Ministry, so I definitely want to see them. When who's playing first, Ministry or
Filter.
Filter's playing first? Good.
I
Fucking
forgot
filters.
Yeah.
Still the,
Like,
wow.
filter.
Hey man, nice shot. Fuck that. I don't really.
Well, they
care
have a
about
lot
that.
of other good songs too. Shout out Filter, man. He was an offshoot of Nine Inch Nails, and then he went and ran with it. That guy's awesome.
Let's
just
Not
never
Kill
got
should
it.
be the opening.
Yeah.
He should be the opener for every
Right?
show ever.
You guys
but,
should just-
Didn't you hear the theme song of
Right.
this fucking show?
Oh, everybody's gonna hear that shit now.
Mm-hmm.
Alice.
shout it from the
Rob.
hilltops. Tell everyone that you know. Tell your family. Tell your loved ones. Must Not Kill. We'll play it anywhere, anytime, any place.
Does Tom?
I let my family hear it. My 2-year-old son said, "Dad, that's a scary monster."
I'm proud
So
of
funny.
that. I'm proud. Thank you for telling us
So
that.
great. I love that.
That's good.
Does Tom notice to come through the front door when he gets here?
Yeah, he doesn't
Somebody
know how to be on
sent me a
time,
text.
unfortunately, but
Hold on.
that's we
I
love
have
him.
I have a question for Will.
What's up?
How's that beer?
Oh, so
Oh, he's drinking it.
remember, check it out, check
You
it
gotta
out.
I
get
just
you,
noticed
you gotta
it.
go get another one for Garby then. Garby, we're
So,
still doing that.
Y'all remember when I said I was drinking the peach beer and I was having the cognitive dissonance? I was like, oh, I'm expecting pumpkin. What the fuck should manifest but a pumpkin beer by Samuel Adams Oktoberfest?
Remember what we said? That we're gonna give you a new one and
Good
an
though.
old one.
It's good though, right?
There was a new one and an old one.
How
there.
old is this? Last October?
I don't know. I have to look
my
at it.
God.
How old does it taste?
It tastes delicious.
Yeah.
But
There
it
you
does
go.
taste a little stale.
Yeah,
It's a
I
little
need to
stale.
do that
little
taste.
stale.
Is that going to be the running thing of the show? You're going to put a random old beer in the
Yeah.
cooler?
Punked beer
Well,
edition.
oh,
Punked
he's
drinking
got
brew.
that
Where's
one.
Ashton
It's
Kutcher?
actually about
Where's
2
Ashton
years
Kutcher,
old.
man?
Oh, God.
There's a
It's
story.
probably
behind
like
it.
3 or 4. Don't lie.
No, it's not that old. There's a
It
story
is. I
behind
bought
it.
it.
Well, we found out. he
Wait,
keeps-
was it before or after you got the table in the garage?
Way before.
Before.
Way before.
Whoa.
Oh, because that's been a while. 'Cause that-
I mean, that's we've been doing
It's
the
been less than a year for the table.
because we've been doing the auctions for less than a year.
Sorry, guys. I had to let that one loose.
We've been doing the auction for a year.
yeah, but our beer consumption has gone up since you got a table in the garage.
Sure.
Yeah, but
And since you started a drinking podcast with the theme
True.
being "Let's get drunk and talk on a
all right.
microphone,"
So we're gonna have Laura. Got to go get see it first off. Peek in there and see if it's a new one or old one, or look at Will's and see if he
Yep.
has a
we
new
can
one. or
call
an old
Aaron,
one.
by the way, if we while we're waiting for Tom. I Aaron's
have
waiting
it
for us
on
to
here.
call.
Oh, is he?
I can get you his number.
he's supposed to call us.
You have it. Should have it.
Give him the number of the show.
Yeah, he's supposed to call in.
877-225
The
Drew.
burden of calling is on the bass player. He can't handle it. He is a fucking awesome dude. Let me give him a call. Let me do it live.
How much time do you have, Garby?
May have drank the other one.
15,
15 minutes.
15, 20 minutes.
Just bring one out of each case.
What's the number of the show, Drew?
877.
Just call my cell phone 813.
He's gonna tell
867.
everybody his cell phone.
Is that Kraken just straight up Kraken? No, like
Yeah.
special reserve?
It's black spice rum, I guess.
Oh.
It's a special.
I like that. It's
That's
actually
not
really
regular.
good.
I'm gonna get up and get some more because I'm kind of like empty and I need. What am I gonna do with this empty glass without rum in it? And I'm normally not a
need-
rum drinker. I
need to
usually
fill
like
it
whiskeys over
immediately.
rums, but it was enjoyable.
Okay. And we have to give Garby the
Taste test.
well, we're giving him the taste test, but he's got to use the
He's got to
Am
blind it.
I going to try one of your 20-year-old eggs too? Or?
Aaron's not picking up, so I might call the recording
you got to
engineer
get
on
the other
the
one out of the
phone.
garage and put the two beers into that.
So he can't tell which one's which.
Right. Yeah, so we're going to do a taste test with Garby. Last week, he said that he wanted to try the Oktoberfest, the Sam Adams Oktoberfest, and I told him that I had beers in there that were about 2.5, 3 years old. And he said he could tell the difference between a new beer and an old beer. So we're going to do a taste test and see if he can tell the difference between the new beer and the old beer. Because I went out and I bought some fucking more.
Now let me ask you a question: were they sitting in the fridge for 3 years,
Yes.
or were they in?
They've
like,
been in the
on
fridge the whole
shelf?
time.
That
No,
could
they've
make
been-
it. That
and
could make
put
it
in
harder.
and out.
That could make it harder.
Because if it stays in the fridge, it stays cold.
They've been in the fridge the whole
Okay.
time. So there's not like been cold, hot, cold, hot, cold, hot. They've been.
This is the.
That's the old one.
Why don't we hire like a full-time beer wench just to like get up and get us
Joe,
drinks?
I like it.
I can't even get a full-time dog sitter.
Oh, yeah, I was supposed to sign him.
Just let him stay. He's good.
Message Katie Morgan. Tell her we gave her 2 cameos.
Yeah, she's got to come out here
Time
and
to
serve
be a
us
beer
drinks. She's got to walk back and forth and
This
serve
one
us
is
drinks.
the-
Okay.
and this
They'll
is
probably
the-
they'll probably bump the viewership.
We should reach out to her for another cameo. Tell her we got 125 subscribers.
I have a
She'll be so
breaking news
proud of us.
development. May I interrupt, please?
Go ahead.
Uh-oh.
Breaking news development. The recording engineer, Preston, on the theme song that we provided to Drinking with Drew, cannot call in right now, but he says, I hate you all. That was his commentary on the
Okay.
song. He loves us all, really, but that's his way of saying it. Aaron,
Well-
our bass player, couldn't reach him. He's
Okay. Well,
he'll
tell
call in
Preston I
whenever.
said
All right.
thank you very much
Feeling
for
is mutual.
his time. Because
Yeah.
definitely appreciate everything
doing
that comes. I don't know what effort that took. I'm guessing a lot because it sounds amazing. Tom said that he kicked it back when he heard it and said it sounded like it came from a trash can the first time and he didn't like it and sent it back to you. Does that make sense?
No.
I've heard that one before.
Normally, I would have a witty response, but I think the Kraken's kicking in on me. I'm kind of lightweight. So,
Tom was a little smashed when I saw him. So yeah.
yeah.
That's that's about
Yeah,
right.
about right.
I've seen that before.
Yep. All right, here we go, Garby. You're gonna
All
have 2 Oktoberfest beers. One is newer than the other.
Does
Oh,
Laura
boy.
remember which is which?
Yep, I do.
Are we not telling you though? We're not telling Garby. So Garby doesn't know. Garby doesn't know. Garby doesn't know.
Don't study them. You just have to look at them by.
Yeah, stop. Just,
Yeah,
I was
stop
just I was
analyzing.
just looking at the koozies.
just drink them, Garby. Yep.
Beer number 1.
Don't be shy on it either.
Well, you told me to stop the last time.
Because I don't normally drink rum, but it was really delicious, and I want
I'm sorry for staring at you, Garby, but I'm
That's
trying to
clever.
gauge your reaction.
That's right.
Okay.
Here goes beer number 2.
This isn't a true fair test because I don't have something to cleanse my palate. So
Just
You
Joe,
want
put
you want
your-
some ginger?
Joe,
You want
push
some
them
shot of
spin around
Kraken?
in there.
Joe, put your wiener in his mouth real quick. Mm.
Oh,
You need to set.
A second
Second
sip.
sip.
A second sip.
He's
I think
going.
I think this is the older one.
Is he right? Is he wrong? Find
Hold
out
on, let him have a final sip. Let's
until we
see.
get a decision first.
after this commercial break.
I think it's this one.
That one's the older, is what you're saying?
I think so.
Which one's better?
Mm.
Drew, what's the answer? I'm gonna just leave it on him.
No,
for
let's
the-
see if he does he like the new one or does he like the old one? Like,
I mean,
is
do you
it-
like
is
that
it
beer?
bad?
Period. Like, is
not
that?
a-
A
Oh, I've
beer?
had Oktoberfest.
I don't know if it's like. It's like which one is the older one? I want to know. Come on, tell me.
I think it's this one.
Okay, sponsored by Peggy's Corral in
Peggy's
Palmetto, Florida.
Corral.
Go ahead and tell him.
I haven't been to Peggy's in it's got to be almost 10 years.
Great in time.
Are they still open?
They
Yep.
are.
They are?
I can't handle the suspense.
Okay.
Just tell me
Are
I'm
you gonna
wrong.
tell
Put
him
me
or
out
am
of
I
my
gonna tell
misery.
him?
I'm gonna tell you. You ready?
Oh, he's
I'm
got
gonna,
a-
I'm gonna leave it on
you got-
him.
Did you
So
say-
get his
we need some
reaction.
we need some
Did you
taste
get?
test
Did you get a?
music.
Did you get a wah wah just for that?
Garby, they are both old beers.
Oh my god. Ultimate troll.
There you go. There you go.
Now here's the
So
question.
technically, I wasn't wrong.
You
But
are.
now here's the question though. Like, would you have known it was an old beer? Had
They're
you
both
not,
terrible. They both don't taste like Oktoberfest.
Would
Yeah.
you have known it was an old
why it was
beer if you
hard.
didn't know that?
I have a question. Is it the same beer I'm drinking? Is it the same
Yes.
Yep,
batch?
exactly.
Yeah, this doesn't
It's
taste
not
great.
good.
You can tell it's old
It's-
beer,
yes,
right? Yeah, it's a
not
little
good.
stale.
Yeah.
The flavor, but you know, I've had some truly evil and putrid concoctions in my life. So this is not bad on my personal scale, which I think was another question
But
Joe
it's
asked.
been in the
How do
fridge
you
for
like
3
it?
years. I mean, it's not.
I've
It
been
is-
trying to
3
get him
years?
to throw it away,
It
but
has
he doesn't
reached-
throw
yeah.
anything away.
It has reached its usefulness.
I don't think so. I mean, it's
If
still.
anyone's been in that fridge, you know there's no food, there's nothing but beer and
Oh,
condiments.
Right.
we're gonna
That's all
do
you
it.
need, bro.
Beer,
No, it looks-
beer and mustard.
Yeah,
Oh,
pretty much.
yeah.
I want to.
I've-
I want to talk about that too.
About your condiments?
Yes.
I've never seen anything.
Can we
like
talk
this.
about my shirt?
Oh well, Joe has a shirt
Every-
on. He has a shirt
Drinking
on.
with Drew, because that's what we do. He's got.
Oh,
that
yeah.
shirt.
Model
Sorry.
it, Joe.
We got to
Get
get
closer
Garby
to
his
the-
shirt.
So, yeah,
Stay
yeah.
low.
Yeah.
Stay squatty.
Do the limbo. Do the limbo.
There
Turn
you go.
around.
There you go.
Model it.
Turn around. There you go.
I wish we
We
could get
don't
that whole
need your
pose
nipple.
on.
Now
camera.
show you. Oh yeah. Look
I like
at
the
that.
red
There you
Yeah,
go.
look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Good job. Good job.
You like that flex?
I did. That was nice.
You like
What,
that
what do you
flex?
need, Garby? A large or a small?
Oh.
Yeah, do I need
Well,
to? Do I
Medium. I need a
Medium.
medium.
For,
Okay.
for comparison, this is a large, by the way.
Yeah.
Can we
Are you
get
going
it?
to play soccer in it?
Can we get hooked up with merch, or do we need to
Yeah,
pay?
no,
I'll
what-
pay
what do you
I
need?
would gladly pay.
No, but what do you need?
What size do you need? That
Definitely
Joe's wearing a large.
XL tall if you have it.
XL? Okay.
Okay.
No, there's no XL tall. It's XL.
Actually,
you get
there is,
fucking
but
XL.
if
Do you
have
want
XL, it's fine.
black, white, or gray?
White.
White, extra
Okay.
large.
That's a
Barbie,
controversial
what
choice
color
in
do you
these
want?
times.
Brad,
This
Gray-
is
I like
great.
the gray one actually.
Gray
Thank you, Joe.
and large. Okay.
What's up?
what type of shirt do you
So,
like?
so in case
Yeah,
you
the-
don't know,
Preferably black.
Okay.
What
black?
size?
Purple. and black?
XL.
Okay.
Black XL. Okay.
Be right back.
Thank you
Nope.
guys
It's
so
all
much.
on you.
man.
he wants
Okay.
the XL
We'll make
black.
sure we wear
I-
them
I
on
think
our
Laura
mini
wanted the
tour
same thing.
here.
What?
We'll
XL
show
black.
the show.
What are the dates for that tour, Brad? Can you tell the audience? I want to tell the audience.
I know they're October.
October 21st, which is a Saturday, we'll be in
When's-
Gainesville, Florida at the Pearl. Saturday or Sunday, October 22nd, we'll be at. Fuck, man. There's so many venues. We'll be
But
in
sorry,
you're
I'm
supposed
busy
to have
that
this stuff
day.
memorized.
All
Gainesville,
the
Georgia.
Gs.
Gainesville, Georgia. We'll be in Gainesville,
We're on
Florida.
the G tour.
Gainesville, Georgia. Then we'll be in Greensville, South Carolina, and then we go home.
Are you all
Great time.
wearing Drinking with Drew shirts at every show?
I'll
We're gonna
wear
bring them
Drinking
with.
Drew
If you
shirt.
want us to sell some, we can talk after the show.
Nah, I don't want to put any pressure on that level. You guys got a lot on your
I mean,
minds, and
Well, I'll
When
tell
you
you if
have
you
a-
you don't
got,
need the extra
When you
I'll
have
stress.
tell you
more
if you got
varied-
stickers or any of that kind of just
We got-
whatever.
We got
Yeah.
tattoos too.
Yeah, you want a temporary
we like-
tattoo?
We
Yeah.
all put on
We'll put
temporary
'em on our
tattoos for
merch
his
table.
birthday.
People can just grab
Yeah,
them for
the more
free.
variety on the table, the more
I want
people
you all to
go
put
the table.
temporary tattoos on your wives and on their butts, so when you're fucking them from behind, you can see my face. Can we do
I
that?
already know you're Laura
think
left
I'm-
and we got all sexual.
I think
Here
I'm
we go.
sexually aroused.
There you go. See?
I already see that when I'm doing
You know?
it.
Sex does indeed sell. It's proven.
Yeah.
It does.
See?
But you can't sell it apparently.
Why
I
not?
did- when
Some people can't do it, man. Sucks for them.
When I walked into Everest and sat across from you, I thought to myself, I'm gonna wear that guy's face one day.
Exactly.
Well, I did it for his birthday. I put the temporary tattoo on, and when he was taking a photo of the table, nobody I just went and I pulled my arm up and showed it in the picture. He didn't notice until like an hour later when he went back to look at the
thank
photo.
you.
I just thought it was funny at the time.
All right, our camera switcher is now
we
back
go.
in the hizzle.
Now, we're
Ah,
gonna
now
wrap.
you can run the cameras and show everybody with their shirts.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Show our
I'm gonna
shirts.
wear your face as my face.
Yeah,
There you go.
How I'm doing the rest of the show.
It's an improvement. It's an improvement.
All right, guys.
Show
We got all the colors,
Sure.
guys.
What the
We got
fuck,
all the
Joe? Come on, buddy.
colors.
Come on, buddy. We'll do
So
that now.
here's if anybody is interested in a shirt, they're $25 and
Shipped.
ship in, nationally anywhere in the United States.
Buy
If you
one.
live locally here in Riverview or Tampa, and you want to meet up and grab one, we can give you one for $15. So that's the difference.
Hey
Hey.
Tampa, it's me, the real Drew. Buy these shirts. Buy these shirts. These shirts are really great. Buy these shirts. If you buy these shirts, women will want to sleep with you. Men will want to sleep with you. Buy these shirts.
More men than women, but it's okay.
Yes,
That's usually the demographic at the metal shows that we attend.
exactly.
We deal with it. We deal with it in our own way. That's why our
And
music is so
for
aggressive.
someone that buys a lot of T-shirts for the band, these are actually good quality
Aren't they?
shirts.
They're really
Yeah.
good quality, right?
Yeah.
You definitely should pick one up.
Yeah, they are good quality. They're nice and comfy, silky smooth.
All right, we're done with that bit.
Now, I'm not saying that he's not paying me because I gave him a free song.
That's true.
And that's
So he
money
gives me
right
a lot of
there.
beer and pizza, so I guess it works out.
That's
That is
true.
money
Hey,
right
shot of
there.
crack.
You should put a link to where they can buy the shirt.
There's not a link, Garby. It's just if you want one, you can
Send us a message.
Send us a message on our
OG
Facebook
style.
page, Drinking with Drew Podcast at gmail.com.
We need to
Sponsored
open
by
up a merch store,
capsflorida.com.
man.
Yep.
Drew,
Yes.
we need to open up a merch store.
I
Do
know.
like a must not kill, drink with
Yeah.
you.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Hell
We
yeah.
need to do that.
Hey, Jason's got his merch out there too.
Yep. Yeah, for sure,
He
man.
invited me onto his podcast.
Metal and beer.
You were on there, weren't you, Brad?
Yeah.
You went on. Yeah. How that was a great. I watched your episode. It was fucking awesome, man. You did
Oh,
a great
thanks.
job on that. You did a great job. Jason Stallworth, badass too.
He is, man.
No,
I don't know,
I like Jason a lot, man. He's a good dude. And
Yeah, we got so drunk the other night.
When you when,
They
Brad,
tried fucking drowning me in the pool.
when you
Yeah.
when you saw the episode you were on, Brad, what did you think of the episode when you saw
I
it?
just I look good. You know, I say I
It's
even
tough
wanna
just
watch,
being eye
like
candy, right?
now, I'm gonna go home later and watch this, and man, those sunglasses, the beard is just amazing.
the upper thigh that's
It's just
showing,
glorious.
you know,
Yeah.
the
Oh, yeah,
shorts.
well,
Yeah, look
wait
at
a
that.
minute,
Look at that.
huh?
Oh, yeah.
You
working
and Joe
out.
actually
They're
have the
working out.
same color of
There-
legs. You know,
There
you're
we
kinda
go.
White
Some lady's
guys.
fantasy. This is
Yeah.
like you guys are on the casting couch.
Yeah.
Drinking with Drew show.
What's the role, Mr. Director?
This is my first time. I've never done
Need you
this
to-
before.
Joe, I need you to lean over and just kind of touch his shoe. No, I said touch.
I know what.
He's like jumping.
Wow.
Lick the bottom
I
of the
said
shoe. Lick
touch
the bottom
his
of the
shoe, Joe, not lick his ass.
Touch the bottom of the shoe
I
with your
just said
tongue.
lick.
Boy, this Bud Light really goes a long way.
I tell you
Not
what.
talking about any kind of
He's trying to
sponsorship.
show his versatility, okay? He's just letting you know he can do it all.
I'm just such a good actor.
If you want any video to jump from like minute 1 to minute 45, just hold the Bud Light on the fucking screen.
We said that the other day. We have I don't know. Do you ever see our death metal logo shirt? I mean, Tom actually came up with the idea, but it's a really unreadable Must Not Kill
Yeah,
shirt.
yeah.
But it was
I think
like
I have that one.
I call it the Florida mandatory death metal shirt, but it's
Mandatory.
in red. But we said, maybe we'll do the new ones in blue. Just do like the limited runs of it. They're like, what blue? I said, let's do a Bud Light blue.
Especially a blue, right?
Kid Rock approves.
Labatt Blue.
Yeah, there you go. Well, I figured with the controversy.
I was actually
with their-
wearing your older shirt today while I was running around at Sam's Club getting locked out of my card. So, yeah.
Which one was that?
It's the,
It's like this. It's the line with like the 3 or 4 images.
yeah, it's the brown and black one.
Well, the black shirt. But.
Well, it's the black shirt, but it's got the brown 3-digit. It's on my, you want to go look in my bathroom.
Oh, Feed Me Violence one?
Yeah, maybe that's
all
it.
right,
Yeah.
yeah.
Man, you're talking 20 years worth of shirts at this point, right? Because you guys started
Oh,
in
God,
2004, right? 2004 is when you started.
I have 2 of
You,
them.
you were in
Yeah.
like
19 years
junior
of
high
Must Not Kill,
at that
ladies
point,
and
right?
gentlemen. I've been in the band 2 years. I was a fan of the band before I joined. I wouldn't even know like your earlier material, but we play through it sometimes, and it's like it blows my fucking mind. Just having to put that out there. We have Must Not Kill music to play, right? We have to play the theme song one more time for
Sure.
Aaron. Let's do it for Aaron. Let's play the theme song one more
Is
time.
Tom
please.
on his way? Did he reach out to you?
Tell him to
It's
come in the
Tom
front
on his
door.
way. Like I would know the answer.
You're his keeper.
He said
man.
he'd be here by like 8 to 8:30, so we're at 7:58 right now. Thank you for tuning into the Drinking with Drew show. Let's pull up that theme song in honor of Aaron. Who
What do you
is
want to play? I
apparently
got Burn All the Flags.
not- Oh, I was going to say the theme song.
He said that.
My theme song?
oh.
No, I'd rather.
Well, that's your theme song now, so you control it whenever
Okay.
you want to play it, bro. That's not up to me.
It's a good Viking chant.
yeah.
It's a shame
It is.
thing. You're supposed to go like this at the bars. And then all of a sudden it's like, what the fuck? And then bang, and like this.
It's badass.
That's what we do.
Yeah, we're going to do a whole video to this.
It might be our new intro song when we play, so we might actually play
That
it.
would be fucking hilarious.
We were talking about it the other night.
It would be like your sound check song.
Yeah, there we go.
Definitely, yeah.
I'm
soundtrack song.
gonna
That's
try to
definitely-
get my son to give his critique again and record it.
Yes.
Just play that right at the end. Just a little. Dada, that's a scary monster.
Can you do the body tattoos again? Put the
Oh
tattoos
yeah.
on them
Throw
again?
that,
while
yeah.
I do it? Yeah.
You got to use Joe's in my head like you did the Photoshop.
Yes.
You're welcome. That was all me.
That's classic. That's very good.
Thank you.
That'd be good segments, man. Just have your kid like critique songs and
Yeah.
be like, just whatever comes out of his mouth, like a 2-second response.
Right.
I don't
Exactly,
know.
yeah.
Yo, there
That'd
you
be
go.
good.
Sounds like Michael Jackson on acid, Daddy.
My older son loved
Whoa.
it. He's only 4. He said, "Dad, I want to hear that again." I said, "Well, okay.
So he likes
He
it.
likes scary monsters. Yeah.
I want Amaya to say it makes me want to fuck.
Well,
Okay.
We'll go back
She's
to
not
the
into.
video.
I mean, but
I mean, the only lyrics are your
I'll,
name.
I'll
so
write it.
it's-
I'll,
it makes
I'll
sense.
see you in 2 weeks. I'll have the song. And then you can thank me.
redo it.
That's called getting fucked up with Drew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the after show.
Anybody
can
else
somebody-
need a theme song for their love lives? You know, we're for hire, you know, by the way.
You're right. Yeah.
Need
Mine
some
would be
for a bar
mine would be a
mitzvah.
lullaby.
Lullaby. Yeah. Go to sleep for Must I Kill music. Yeah.
I've done it. I've actually done it. But that was when I was.
We're going to
very
mellow out right
intoxicated.
now.
No,
Well,
no.
Must I Kill.
Well, when it's something that you do, it's your art, and you're practicing your art. It is meditative in ways, and I definitely, I've had a dream where we were playing a show and everyone in the crowd was naked. It was but it was not erotic. It was like we were playing to cave people. So the concept of clothing had not been invented, but here was Must Not Kill, just jamming it out. You know what I'm saying? And we were playing the song that I wrote it's going to be on the next release, but yeah.
That would be disturbing. I feel like
the
out of
name
every
the song,
10, I feel
They
actually.
were digging it, dude. They were naked and digging it. So
I-
that's all I know.
I feel like out of every 10 people, nine of them
Shelton.
I would want to not see naked.
Was that?
Greg, I'm really.
I feel like out of
I'm a little
every 10
pale and
people-
pasty, but I'm.
I didn't say we were
Goddamn
naked.
sexy.
We were clothed. It
No,
was
I know.
the
I'm
kid.
saying that's what I'm saying. I don't think I'd like that either.
What's the
Well.
ratio in the room, Garby? If you're gonna start throwing out numbers,
100% everybody.
100% no,
No,
nobody.
100% yes, everybody naked.
By the way, Tom says he's 5 minutes away.
Oh, okay.
How many minutes
a good
are we
trade-off.
timing? How long we're on the air?
Oh, we just
Not
keep going all
really.
night.
Yeah, I mean,
All
I
right.
think the last time I was here, we were like 1 o'clock in the morning.
We did it. We
Lord.
actually did a 3 hours and 45 minutes. I think that
Oh,
night.
I
People
was
die
there.
for this kind of content.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
love
because
this kind of
Jason was
stuff.
here too, and then I got bumped into the far corner.
Yeah, we
It
were-
was 3 hours and 45 minutes, like the raw version. And then when he edited it and cleaned it, it was only down to
344.
320. It was down to 320. But yeah, it was a long night.
And we had sports talk. Like, that was great. We could talk more sports if you guys want, because that would be amazing. If we had Aaron here, he would definitely be able to contribute to a sports
I'm
conversation.
gonna have another booter bang.
You guys follow
About
the Rays?
sports?
It's
Is
not
this the
about-
surprise one, or
No.
is this one that didn't I send
Here-
you one
well-
you haven't posted?
Well, we sent them a bunch.
Here's the problem, Joe. You sent me one, but when you sent me one, you didn't give me a story behind it.
Why don't you read the fucking story yourself? Why do I gotta do your homework?
Wow.
Why do I gotta
Wow.
do your work?
You
New
said
York, New York, represent New York
No,
coming in.
there
Why the
wasn't a
fuck
story.
did I do that for you, you fucking asshole.
That's the angriest I've ever heard Joe.
Right?
Why?
that was-
It's
he's sitting
enough. I
that
gotta
was
show
fine.
up. I
Your
gotta
wife
do
has
your
to?
work too.
Oh
Give that
my.
attitude to your wife next
Oh
time.
my.
Joe sent me his link. He said, "Pregnant supermodel booter bang." I'm like,
No.
so are you
That's
gonna?
just sports, dude.
That's not a
sports.
booter bang. That's do you fuck pregnant women or not?
I do not have a thing.
No,
You
it was
can,
Sports Illustrated, and they had a pregnant
cover.
model with the whole photo spread.
I know, but you need a story, Joe. The point of
What?
booter bang is
They crazy bitches.
you need to tell the story, and you're banging or booting based on the story
it's
without the
missing it.
photos. Without the photos. So if I post up a story that says supermodel pregnant booter bang,
Bang. Every time.
you're
Every
gonna bang.
time.
If
That's
you're
all
gonna-
the story that you need.
No, because then you either bang pregnant women or you don't.
Joe is just giving you a story that is a guaranteed bang, so that he can be like, "I'm a banger," and then he can like
It's
go
foreplay.
do his thing.
I've been more
Like
comfortable
getting-
watching people get fired than I was seeing that exchange.
I don't get paid. I
Joe.
can't get fired.
Joe, here's an example of a booter bang. Okay. Here's
Right,
the
I
I
example.
love
I
Gory, dude.
understand the
Gory is
concept.
top fucking
I
power
understand the
for our show.
concept. I got
Funniest
you.
of
But
all
I
time.
feel like you have to, when you say the word teen, you have to clarify she's 19.
Okay. Ohio.
Because when I first thought it, I was like, "Oh my god, some 15-year-old. Why are we doing a booter bang with a 15-year-old?"
All right, when you say bang, does it mean I got to take her to dinner, hang out with her, and then
No.
bang her? Or is
No.
it
it's just
immediate
to
bang?
hit it and quit it.
No.
It's immediate bang.
immediate bang.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Well, yeah. It depends on your preference,
Okay.
man. Depends on-
A
Ohio.
hole in a pulse.
Ohio teen. She's 19.
Two pulses, technically. She's pregnant, right?
Murdered.
No, this is a different story.
Ohio teen murdered boyfriend and his friend by deliberately crashing her car at 100 miles per hour. Okay.
When you
so
say teen, is she legal?
She's
Because I'm not real
19.
comfortable.
She's
with that.
19.
That's what I
19
said,
now,
yeah.
but with
I
7.
told you.
Hold
Should
on.
have said it more clearly.
She's
I saw
19
that
now, but was
story.
at 17 at the time she crashed.
Right.
Psychopath.
So it's a
Psychopath.
picture from when she's 17?
No, the picture
No.
is from when she's
Okay.
19 and getting
She's
sentenced by the
getting
judge,
sentenced last week.
who called her literal hell on wheels.
Yeah.
Yeah. So an Ohio
She
teen
survived.
is facing
Yeah,
life
only
in
her.
But her
prison.
friends didn't.
Right. That's why I want to go get a Corolla.
Let him tell the story.
Okay, I'm putting everybody on mute until I tell the fucking story.
Sorry.
What do you think you are, Laura?
Yes, the master of the show.
Keep
I know.
getting cut off.
An Ohio teen is facing life in prison after being convicted of murdering her boyfriend and his friend by deliberately driving her car into a brick wall at 100 miles an hour. Her name is Mackenzie Shrilla, 19, sobbed in court as she was found guilty of 4 counts of murder for the July 2022 crash that killed her boyfriend, Dominic Russo, 20, as well as fellow passenger Davion Flanagan, also 19. All right, that's all I'm going to give. There's a long story. She's crazy. She's driving a car into a brick wall to kill her boyfriend, subsequently killed her boyfriend's friend.
I know why she did it. I know why she did it.
Why?
She was fucking them both, and they were done with that bitch.
No.
So then
Probably.
she decided to crash the car, and she was like, "If y'all don't want me, y'all can't have nobody." And then she crashed the car. That's my theory. I don't know if I'm right on that.
You're
But
wrong.
She's sobbing in court, sobbing in court because she lived. And
I vote boo.
Got caught. But that's my theory.
You're booting?
I vote boo.
Oh, that's what we're playing? Oh, sorry. I thought we were just analyzing this. Oh, definitely. Boot.
You leaving?
That bitch crazy.
Okay.
See ya.
Show Garby before he leaves.
Bye, Garb.
Takes his shirt and go.
Wait,
Take
bye.
care, Garb.
Garby, look.
Get up.
Boot or bang?
Ready? Go. There you go.
Boot. She's crazy.
Bang.
Boot.
I'd bang.
That's when they were 17 because he's still alive in that photo.
she's
so
crazy.
Look at the girl, not the guy.
in the photo. She's illegal, so she is definitely a
I
boot.
was. The guy's definitely a bang.
Look at those the locks.
Be safe, Garby. Nice seeing you.
I don't know. It's the eyes. She's got big eyes. I like it.
Those are called fucking tarantula eyelashes.
Tom and
That's
Garby
okay.
are gonna high five in the park in the driveway.
Right.
Questions?
Can
Tom's
somebody
5
grab me a
minutes.
Stella?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I saw that story.
you did. Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw her in court. I didn't think she was all that. I was like, ugh.
It's like they tried to ugly them up in court. 'Cause they're
Yeah, we
like,
have no
"You can't
standards.
have
We're
that-
boot-
that's
we're
why
bang
I left
everything."
it there."
I'll tell you, at my age now, when I hear anybody like 19, 20, it's like, I don't know. It's like, what the hell would I even talk to
Oh,
that
I couldn't.
person
Didn't, your,
about?
didn't your
mean,
kid just turn
There's
like 21?
no talking.
Yeah, my son just turned 21.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I mean,
Well,
I don't even
mean,
know how
His
to relate to that
leftovers.
generation.
I can basically, I don't even know how to talk to him. So, I mean, you know,
My cousin is 22, and it's like he talks to me on his terms, and I'm like, I recognize him as a product of the internet age. He's never known a world without the internet, right? So I try and be cool with him, and he's cool with me, but it's like I don't get the younger generation. They're so much faster and crazier. These TikTok dances, I don't endorse TikTok at all, but like they clearly do in mass. Like
For
everyone.
those of you wondering what that weird sound was, that was Joe wiping his mouth with the microphone in his hand at the same time.
Very
Okay.
very phallic in nature.
I don't think they're quick. It's just that.
That's
There
what
it
we
is.
do.
We saved you a seat.
You might have to move Garby's
Beer.
half full beer.
Well, you can finish it. It's an Oktoberfest.
It
We
is
got Bud
actually.
Light for you, Tom. We got Bud Light. Good. You want to talk about Bud Light as your first
What's up?
entrance into the show?
Hey,
Man, that
All you, bud.
you know what's weird? When you sit in that chair, it looks a lot smaller than when Garby's sitting in it.
You may have to move the camera a little bit for him.
my
It's like
ego.
a little kid's chair when he sits in it.
Yeah,
We need to
My
get
ego.
Tom a shot of rum, and we need to play the theme song. Not that I'm in charge here. I'm
true.
just recommending here.
Welcome to the show.
Hello, guys.
welcome, Tom.
How you guys doing?
How you been, brother?
Good.
So we've played the theme song probably
Oh, yeah.
4 times already, but
It's that good,
I mean,
and it's that short.
we're not opposed to playing it again since you just walked in. What do you want to drink? We have our new Kraken Rum over here.
Black
and then we,
spiced rum. Is
Black
the
and spiced
thickest
rum?
spiced
Really
rum.
good.
Just beer for me
Just
tonight.
a beer, okay.
Yeah, I'm atoning for my
I
sins.
got Bud Light for you, Tom. I know you love your Bud Light.
there you go.
Thank you.
So do you remember seeing me at the Brass Mug?
Yeah, that sort of kind of. I'm glad we got a picture.
Yeah, did we? Oh,
Yeah,
we did. You
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
send me a copy.
Yeah, we
It
got
was kind of fuzzy.
got a picture.
or something. I was in the dark, or I had issues with my lighting.
I was 3 sheets to the wind.
You
as
were.
well.
You were a little snappy. You were like, "Brr." Yep.
Cheers, Tom. Cheers,
Oh,
bud. That's
Oh, okay.
cheers to all of you guys. I didn't mean to exclude anybody. Shit.
Cheers.
Cheerios.
Drinking with Drew live.
But yeah,
That's what we do.
so I saw
Preston
Tom.
is tuning in right now.
I saw
by the
Tom
way.
at Brass Mug. I was up there with a few buddies of mine, and yeah, we did take a photo. I completely forgot about that.
Yep, the Head PE show. That was a pretty good show.
It was, man, I was so fucking like tired. I think I stayed for like 4 songs, and I was like, I'm out.
For Head PE.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think when they started playing the Bob Marley covers, I was like, I'm done. I needed more energy than that.
I shot the
I
sheriff.
think I opened for that band one time when I was in love with the planet, and I didn't stick around for them either. Like
I shot him for TBO magazine, or what was it, TBT?
TBT.
TBT.
Tampa Bay Times.
Yeah, back
Nice.
when they played in Ybor,
I mean,
and they've changed a lot since back then. But yeah, I mean they were nothing back when I shot them. I was like 2011 or some shit.
they have that bartender song, right? That's them.
I have no clue.
Yeah,
I don't
right.
follow them. A buddy of mine was like, "Hey, let's go." He had free tickets, so I'm like, "Let's go." I mean,
No one
I don't
else in
know.
the room knew either, so it's like, yeah, sure, they have a bartender song. Why not?
Not a fan.
Hey,
Never
bartender.
listened to it.
I'm just not a huge fan of rap rock.
Oh,
Never
is
liked
that what
it.
Is
is?
Rage-
Never done anything.
Is
for me.
Rage rap rock in your mind, or what is Rage? Rage Against the Machine. That is.
I had a Rage phase. I'm
Yeah.
not going to say I didn't, but it was like, early mid 90s maybe. But
I would submit that Rage Against the Machine and even like Red Hot Chili Peppers were just a little bit before
yeah.
the new metal rap rock
Right.
Yeah.
situation. Like,
But even the bands that were playing before Head PE weren't even. I mean,
Limp Bizkit
I just
comes to
wasn't a
mind.
fan. The first band, which actually is a buddy of mine that gave us the tickets, it was almost borderline like they were almost trying to be slightly Red Hot Chili Peppers, but like rappy. I don't know. I'm metal. Like I told a buddy of mine, I'm like, if I go see a fucking band, I gotta like know them from back in the day. The new music when I go out to a show, it's hard to catch me on something because if I'm gonna flow with it, it's gotta impress me. And being from Tampa, you see so many bands come in and out. It's just really hard to impress me as a fucking artist.
What do you think of these backing tracks? And I'll open the floor to everyone. Wolfgang Van Halen is quoted as saying, if you need 60 tracks running concurrently with your live band, you're probably not doing it right. What do you guys think? You agree? What do you think, guys? What do you think?
Yeah, pretty much.
What do you think, Joe?
I don't know shit about music.
All right, so imagine
I'm just gonna say I agree because you guys said I agree.
well, let me paint it for the layman who might not understand.
Yeah.
So if you're a band, right, it's you and your buddies. It's 3 people, let's say, right? So what are you hearing when you see them live? You're hearing 3 people play the music, right? Mm-hmm. So what is being posited here is that it's not only 3 people with some bands. It's 3 people and then 60 other tracks that are playing along in your ears to a computer, and that's what you're mostly hearing. And in some cases, you're not even hearing the musicians.
Well,
they're pantomiming.
When you're listening to like
Chris Jericho's band comes to mind,
right.
where it's like he's definitely not doing all that.
A lot of bands that are releasing music now, yes, that's what you're hearing. But
if you have 1 track, that's okay. If you have 2 tracks, okay, fine.
But back in the day when you were listening to a fucking Van Halen album that was just released, how many backing tracks and how many tracks of Eddie are you hearing?
The early ones are cut live, and then some of them have overdubs, of course. But when you're hearing them live, you're not hearing an overdub, and you're not hearing a track.
Right, but when you hear fucking, when South of Heaven was released, how many tracks of Kerry King are you hearing? I think that was very
the
basic.
differentiation that's a studio recording is what you're talking about versus a live recording. Like when you come to see Must Not Kill live, we're not running any fucking tracks. We're not even running to a click. Our studio recordings are run to a click as to maximize the efficiency, the clarity, and the maximum awesomeness that we tend to display.
Maybe I'm not
on an
understanding your
basis.
question because I thought you were asking me when I hear a new release, like an album that's
Right.
released, how many backing vocals and backing tracks am I hearing on that album?
I was mainly talking about the live
a
component.
live version. So
Wolfgang,
when I go see somebody live,
if you see them live and it's like 5 dudes on a stage right at a concert, I want to hear the 5 dudes do something amazing on their own. If they have a keyboard player, that's fine. If they're loading samples, that's fine. I want to see the guy hit the sample pad and load that sound. I don't want 60 tracks of pre-recorded stuff going on because that's not real. Wolfgang Van Halen doesn't think it's real. No one
the band that came on before Head PE, they had literally tons of tracks going on. Like that was just
standard today.
Just they literally you could hear them like when they were doing their sound check. They're like, we need all of our tracks going into the live monitors. Not we don't need the vocals going into the monitors.
All that stuff.
So they had tons of different.
Yeah. At that point, what bothered plugging in your guitar?
Yeah, it was just they had so many things.
It has Rattlesnake Militia vibes all over.
Oh man,
that was that a band? You
I'm
tell
just
me.
thinking Milli Vanilli.
It was Milli Vanilli. Yeah.
Oh well, and that was the worst version of it. And everyone in the public eye rejected Milli Vanilli, rightfully so, because they were like blatantly not crediting artists, and they were putting a pretty.
Time.
Well, not everyone. Janet Jackson could sing, Madonna could sing, all these people could sing. They had an actual talent, and they had a visual talent aspect as well. Milli Vanilli, they literally took models and were like, imagine if this unattractive but very talented vocalist was paired with the visual of a very handsome Milli Vanilli looking motherfucker. And then they sold that, got caught for some reason, whatever happened. We as a public like live music. And that's why bands like Must Not Kill, bands like who Nasty Savage did the last song you had on here. We're all doing the same thing. We're all providing a service by providing live music. You're not getting robots, you're not getting programming, you're getting people talking to people.
Yeah. I know Nasty Ronnie was doing kind of a backing vocal, and rightfully so. He has a hard time hitting those high notes these days. What's up, Simon?
You tell him, Simon.
I don't blame him for doing what he's doing, but I think that Ronnie should probably just stop trying to hit the high notes and just fucking go more metal, and instead of screaming the high, just fucking go, and fucking say, hey, I'm fucking 60 years old now. I'm not trying to hit fucking.
I want to hear a whole song with you doing that falsetto.
Well, if I can chime in on this, when it comes down to backing tracks, I mean, if the majority of your sound is backing tracks, I'm not down with it at all. And I mean, there's a band out called Slaughter to Prevail. I don't know if you've checked them out. Really good heavy band out of Russia. But literally, the majority of the sound you see live from them are backing tracks, and it drives me insane because I can hear what's going on. You
Right.
know, I mean, nobody's playing anything; you're hearing music. You know, now if you got a band like Ministry, that is an industrial band that's known for having sampled loops and stuff like that going on.
I mean, they've been doing it since
Yeah,
fucking
since-
mid '80s. So.
You know they're talented musicians behind that.
Yeah,
right?
but you
can
can
stick
hear-
anyone in front of tracks and make it and pantomime it. That's
But-
where the bad side. But go. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but still, they're playing. You can hear them playing. You hear the guitars, you hear the bass, drums, everything. They're
You know,
just
the-
overdriving that those samples that are going on.
The fucking drummer that explained to me how Ministries, like, I remember hearing fucking Ministry, like, thieves, liars.
Yeah.
And I'm fucking, 13 years old. I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing. Like, who the fuck is this drummer? And I went to fucking Ken Carr, fucking the Guff. And I'm like, Ken, man, what the fuck is this? And he's like, dude, that's a track. That's not.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, oh. He's like, yeah.
That was all him in the studio.
He's like, yeah. He goes, that's not fucking a real
That
drummer.
was the Mind is a Terrible Thing to Taste, I
Yeah,
believe.
fucking, I love
But-
that fucking album, and
I love Ministry.
I
can't
hope
wait
they
to
play
see 'em.
that whole
Oh yeah,
fucking
no,
CD
I can't
and-
wait to see Ministry. Like I've seen them once before, and I really can't wait to see them this Saturday. I think
Yeah,
it's gonna be a
I'm
good
stoked.
show. Yeah,
Where?
I'm really stoked. They're playing
Amelie.
Amelie.
Not, is it,
Amphitheater.
no, it's
Amphitheater.
Amphitheater.
Oh,
Amphitheater.
Amphitheater with Alice Cooper,
Yeah.
Oh, and Rob Zombie.
Rob Zombie. They're
All right,
opening.
all
right.
Yeah,
That's cool.
I got.
But yeah, when it comes down to sample tracks, I mean, I'm for it. But if you have to put your own backing vocals and all that
Ministry
crap,
did it right for the reason they did it, because it was just, that was their style of music.
Well,
but
yeah.
To Brad's point, they were also playing to the tracks, and they were playing
Right.
really well. Rush also had a thing where they would cue samples from pre-programmed tracks back in the 80s. There was a story of they had to hire a guy that would keep loading floppy disks into the computer as the set would go on, just
Yeah.
so that they could keep
Right.
loading new
Well-
sounds. But they were still hitting those sounds live while playing an instrument,
Right.
being musicians on
One
stage
other
live.
thing on this, so I mean, for the bands that are touring, and the credit to them, I mean, touring has gotten really, really expensive.
Yeah.
Really expensive. I mean, even bands from overseas trying to come here to ship your stuff over is a pain in the ass.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're charging you fees up the yin yang to get the shit over here. That's why everybody now is trying. Even myself, I'm trying to get a pedal board rig.
Joe's a good roadie.
Yeah,
Need some-
I mean, just in case we ever get the opportunity to go overseas, I want to be able to just have like a pedal board to be able to plug into whatever amplifier I'm going through. And there's a lot of technology out there today to save the money. But still, if you're a bigger band touring and you're using a lot of samples and backing tracks, and that's more than 50% of what you're doing live, then I'm not down with it at all.
Mhm.
So again, let's make that
shit.
distinction. The live performance we want to be live, but studio, I mean, we can even speak to the most recent release by Must Not Kill Junk Food Patriotism.
Yeah.
Even down to the way that you record your vocals, Tom. It's like you're not saying everything all at once. You're staggering the way that you speak it to get the maximum
Can I
amount
correct
of
you
clarity.
on that statement?
Go right
I
ahead.
think the most recent release from Must Not Kill
You're right. You're right.
Yep.
Say it loud. Say it proud.
is the Drinking with Drew theme song.
Yep.
There you go.
I'm giving you a round of
That
applause
was
because
There you
you
go.
inspired that, whole song.
285 tracks
Hey, buddy.
going.
Yeah, we can't play it live without a laptop. Several laptops linked together.
Yeah, but we added acrobatics, so it's okay.
There you go.
You know.
And there's a little bit of fire play, a little bit of craziness.
Simon.
Oh, your dog's so cool.
He
He's a
loves
pain
live
in the
prayer.
ass.
Yeah, he's so friendly. But if you didn't know him, he looks like the wolf that's about to kill Atreyu at the end of Neverland. You know, like, I'm gonna
so
tear you to
I'm
shreds.
so used to my dog. It's like a mini schnauzer. It's like
No.
10 pounds this
Tear me to
big,
shreds.
and then it's
Yeah.
not even like his hind quarter.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I just, my opinion is if you can't play it live, you shouldn't record it in the
Yeah.
studio.
Pretty
So
much.
if
Right.
you're doing something in the studio that's bizarre and it's fucking impressive, at least be able to play it live.
And you know who started this? The motherfucking Beatles. They were so sick of playing live that they did the studio era. And if you listen to those songs, they're all amazing. All the best trippy Beatles songs were studio projects. You literally have to assemble almost like a rock orchestra to play Beatles songs from that period because they gave no regard to how are we going to do this live. It was all about the art of the studio. So they pioneered the art of the studio. When we go into a studio, we know we're going to be playing the shit to like 500 people at a time. That's our usual. So we want to be able to play it. So we play it, and then we just go in the studio and fucking cut it. It's that simple. But not everyone can do that. Some people need click tracks. Some people need 60 tracks, as we've been talking about here.
And to be honest, when I compose, I never go outside the realm of the four of us.
Right.
You know, so it's not like, oh yeah, I got this song, but you know what would be great if we had this keyboard section.
I was about to
and
say,
a
let's
string
play right now.
section.
Let's act that out. Hey, Brad, I came up with this keyboard part. I think it would really
Stop.
accentuate. Exactly. Exactly. That's exactly what would
No.
happen. Because, and I already know that. I'm never gonna be like, I got this keyboard part. Fuck right off. Who's playing it first of all?
Yeah.
If Tom played a keyboard part, I maybe would give credence to that because
You
he's
could Drew come in
Israel.
with his triangle.
There you go.
when we do the live show, right? I mean, bring your triangle.
in there.
Tam-
Bring your wood block.
And the tambourine.
Bring your castanets.
No, I can't play
Well, right,
tambourine.
well,
That's
the next song we do, we'll do something where the breakdown is and it's just a tambourine hit.
That's for Tom.
We
Tom's
do-
been obsessed with my
we'll get
tambourine.
We'll
yeah,
get-
we do have a tambourine.
I brought a tambourine into the studio.
We'll
and
give
you brought
Drew
it.
credit.
Be
Like,
like,
tambourine
bing!
played by Drew.
Yeah, just one little triangle.
It does a lot. It's very underrated, the tambourine. I don't know why there's not a Christopher Walken skit about the tambourine. Enough of the fucking cowbell already. Like, that's no usefulness.
Yep.
And it's ironic because the cowbell is like hard metal, but it has no place in our metal, I don't think. Yeah.
I think you could bring it back. I think you could bring it back.
Challenge accepted.
No.
Or cowbell.
I think you could do like a little.
Actually, I'm getting a hard no from the band leader here. He's saying no, absolutely fucking not. Anthrax did it, bro. Anthrax did it in such a funny way. They were like
No, I think
on
it
the
just
cowbell.
And that's gross.
Just needs to be like
Yep.
just the ending of the song. Doink.
There's
Also-
The last beat of the song. Doink.
Almost
So many
a
metaphors.
broken cowbell is just carved in little pieces.
like my China symbol right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, back
I have a
in-
picture of that.
also,
Here, I'll pull it up for the viewers.
how many band used the fucking the China crash back in the fucking 90s, man? It was like,
Every
Oh,
band.
we still do.
you do?
Oh yeah.
See, and that to me is kind of not a semblance of the
camera see
cowbell,
this?
but it's
I don't know
like
if y'all can see this. I'm gonna walk up to the camera.
you use that as a crash symbol, or do you use it as like a fucking?
So this is what happened to my China symbol.
Yeah, that's just
Aw.
Oh,
trying
it's
to.
cracked.
Man.
But
Oh,
that's not a
beyond
China.
crack.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking that big old.
You're talking about the gong.
gong.
Oh,
The
gong.
big gong.
No,
Yeah.
we don't use gongs, man.
But they
In
did
China
back in-
we use a
yeah.
lot. That just like
Shake that ass.
emphasizes like breakdown beats.
Oh yeah.
Watch yourself. Danger. Watch
No,
yourself.
I'm-
Hate that
Gongs
ass.
went out with Zeppelin, right? When he or
I don't
Van
know,
Halen.
man. I remember hearing them back in the
Remember
day.
Van Halen used to light one on fire.
Yeah.
right?
Van Halen would light the gong on fire. Alex Van Halen is
Yeah.
still around, by the way. He's just involved in so many fucking battles with David Lee Roth over the fucking remasters and shit. He would be a great replacement drummer for Rush. They're thinking about coming back in 2024 for the 50th reunion.
I didn't know they left.
They did. Neil Peart died.
Well, but that doesn't mean day
They
and
might-
age. That doesn't mean the band leaves.
They did the South Park tribute, which was hilarious. If you guys haven't seen that South Park concert, by the way,
Oh, I saw it. Yeah.
Primus showed up, Rush showed up. They did like all the songs from the show. They had all the voice actors. It was great.
That would be
Yeah.
a great replacement for Peart is Brain from Primus.
That guy's in the running. Danny Carey's in the running, and then I know that Josh Freese might be in the running when the Foo Fighters run out. Taylor Hawkins presumably would have been in the running, but rest in peace,
Right.
Taylor Hawkins.
Hey,
I'm gonna say if the drummer doesn't have gray hair, they shouldn't qualify.
Yeah.
Get Bill Bruford out of retirement, the King Crimson and the Yes drummer and the Genesis. Bill Bruford would be a great addition, but he retired like 20 years ago.
What's going on with Phil Collins now? I heard he was in a wheelchair.
His son is the drummer, I think, for Genesis when they go out now or whenever Phil
Is
goes
he in a
out.
wheelchair though?
He drummed so hard, bro. He wasn't just in Genesis. He was in a bunch of bands, but he drummed so
Yeah.
hard when he got to like age 70. He couldn't even wipe his ass. That was what he said in an interview. I can't even wipe my ass anymore. I can't play a kit. I'm a singer only now. So I think his son plays the kit when they're on tour, but Phil's not doing so great.
No.
Happens when you get old, man.
Yeah.
Fate awaits us all.
Yeah. He felt
Death.
it. He felt
Death.
it coming.
Death. Dying.
Joe, is he in your
Those are
death
Metallica
pool?
lyrics. Metallica, shout out.
No,
Hold on.
we have a death pool going on. So
A poll?
a death pool. So it's like
Oh.
Joe's got a few, Laura's got a few, I've got a few.
Oh.
I feel like I comment like, should we take bets on that one? You're like, that's just your Deadpool. And I'm like, okay, I'll try to remember. And I have no clue who I would have even said was on my Deadpool.
Keith Richards is always a good bet, but always a bad bet at the same time. It's weird. Like, he should
No,
die.
the young ones are the ones that you need to have on your
Right.
pool.
Is it
there
rock
you go.
stars or movie stars?
Anybody.
Anybody.
Anybody
Right.
famous. It could be anybody that makes the news.
Hate to say it, but I think Clint Eastwood's going to be.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Ooh,
He's like
Shatner.
nine-
William
I think he's
Shatner's up there too.
95.
I think Shatner's strong, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Shatner went to
Shatner's-
fucking space at age 90, bro. Like he's got another 90 years.
He's good, bro. I don't think he's dying anytime soon. He's probably got some secret juice in him.
I don't know, I saw him last year when he came down.
You saw Will Shatner?
Comic-Con or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
My wife is a big fan, so we had to get like signatures. He did not look good.
No,
I mean, I don't.
Well,
I don't think he was all there
when 90
mentally.
years old you reach, look as good you will. That's all I have to say.
I mean, even his signature didn't
Are
even look
you
like
Yoda?
his signature. You know?
I may have adapted a quote. I may have done a pastiche.
he's Wilda. He's Wilda.
Look
Will
old
do.
you will.
Will, duh. Will does
Oh,
got to
you
take
will
a pee
not.
break. I'm going to take
Oh,
a pee
you
break.
will
Be right
cease.
back.
All right.
Is it be right back or is it pee right back?
Be right back. Tom, what size shirt do you need?
Well, what, large, please.
You probably want an
I'm
extra
gonna
large,
change
bro.
it.
Okay.
Because
Because
I'm-
Well,
maybe even a 2X, bro.
Well, shit.
Because
Well, here's
there's
an XL.
This is a large. I just bought it at the Curiosities and Oddities Expo.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got
look
yours
at Brad.
there, too.
Look at Brad's shirt. That's,
That's
an
an
XL.
XL.
Okay, yeah.
And it's gonna shrink. It's gonna shrink a schmidge.
Yep. Oh, yeah. The second I put it in, they dry.
So you probably need either an XL or 2X.
That looks really good.
Yeah, man.
Who did the art?
He
I did.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's neat.
Yep. So that's XL. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah,
Brian,
XL.
Do you want
XL.
black, white, or gray?
Let's do black.
Okay.
Safe bet for a metal.
Camera's on you. Be right back.
Camera's on me. We'll be right back. Who wants another shot of the Kraken?
Oh no. Oh no. I'm atoning for my sins of last night.
Okay. What time did you get out of the brass mug the other night?
Oh, actually, we left probably just about the same time you did. I was pretty good,
Mm-hmm.
and then just to that point where like, hey, it's time to drive or not drive, and so we hauled ass after about 6 songs.
Yeah.
You know?
I was on the bike,
But-
man, so I was not drinking.
Yeah.
And I had a few of my buddies there, and I was like, man, they were tearing it up. I'm like, I gotta head out. Like, I don't know. I was like, I gotta fucking get home.
It was hotter inside than it was outside.
Man, it was so hot. It was so
And that's
hot.
saying something in Florida in August.
Dude, it was so bad. They told me when I was going there, like, it's an oven in there. I'm like, all right.
Thank you very much.
I think their AC's
Very
been
cool.
down for a while too, hasn't it?
Huh?
Someone told me their AC's been broke for a while.
Oh,
I mean, they had those fans going on. Like, they bought these fans and they were putting them around everywhere, which, I mean, kind of helped. But when you don't have AC,
it's just yeah,
it's like
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
just
yeah.
blowing around fucking hot
yeah.
air. You
you
know?
just have-
Exactly.
it's like having a hair dryer blowing in your
Yeah,
face.
exactly.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it was horrible. But, I
Gross.
mean, I don't know. It would have been better if it was a band that I was 100% into and I could, like, metal out to. But
Yeah. Tear off your
I was
shirt.
actually surprised to see you there. And then when I text Brad, he's like, who's playing? He's like, no response.
I'm glad you know me oh so well.
Yeah.
Well,
I was like, he's not going to be able to do that.
Oh, look at that!
I was
Look at
tempted.
that!
Oh, my God. Look at there.
Put the shirt on backwards too.
Oh,
Yes, he did.
Mike's
Appreciate it.
the tag.
It's all good.
I'm a guy that likes. I like the logo up front. I like to advertise boldly. So that's what I'm doing right now. Drinking with Drew.
I'll
That's
buy,
what we do.
I'll buy you a pair of underwear with the big old
There
logo
you
up
go.
front.
We talked about pasties. last
Give me a
time,
big nose,
as
okay.
long as it's
The one
Speedos.
show.
Is that going to make my nose bigger or smaller?
Always
Nobody,
go big.
nobody got my underwear joke.
Always go big.
Okay.
He meant where your willy's sticking out. His nose is on it.
Yeah, that's all good. Casey wants me to get some drinking with your lingerie, so we'll see how that goes. Can you grab me some ice cubes and pour me another one of those?
Yeah.
Oh, you got them over there. Joe, do you want one?
I already had 2, but yeah, I'll go for a 3rd.
Okay.
It's called drinking with Drew, not abstaining with Drew.
Well, shit,
Tell
I
Tom
am.
that.
Yeah.
After
I know. I'm still
A couple weeks ago.
Drinking your beer. He's drinking beer.
Did you say abstinence?
I'm just sipping on the phone.
Let the lead singer sing for himself.
Absinthe used to be a big drink back in the day, man.
Absinthe.
Absinthe, whatever.
We said abstinence.
Yeah, same thing.
Abstinence.
Same thing, Joe.
Heavy pour.
You guys ever have an abstinence coach come to your high school?
No.
No?
No.
You guys never had that in health
Gotta
class?
take a purity pledge.
I'm younger than all of you. We had an
I went to
abstinence
school in
coach.
the 80s, man.
No,
Joe,
I swear to
Joe
God,
said he wants one.
I'll get up there eventually. Give me a minute.
Okay. All right.
it was hilarious, dude. I usually skipped the class, but it was called health and science or whatever. This guy comes and coaches us up on how cool it is not to have sex. And me and my buddy, who usually skip the class, like I said, were pretty high that day. And we were cracking up. It was a great time.
Yeah.
I want to know what you guys think about abstinence. What do you
Well,
guys think about
I was
abstinence?
part of the generation that had that dare crap.
Yep.
Yeah,
You know,
same,
like the
same.
smoke-free class of 2000. we all like boldly proclaim like, I'm never gonna smoke a cigarette or a marijuana joint ever.
I won't do
What's on
drugs.
Stuff. Yeah, fast forward 20 years
Is
later.
Dare still a thing?
D.
Yeah, well, it's a joke.
You want to hear the
Right.
song?
It's
Do you
like-
want to hear the song they taught me for Dare? I'll sing it to
'Cause
you.
I-
Drinking with Drew.
Yeah.
'Cause I remember Dare back when I was like 10.
We could do a cover of this song. It's pretty catchy, but I don't know if I want to sing it.
I don't know if you got the rights to that.
No,
Yeah.
I'm sure they didn't copyright that bullshit.
I used to have to go in and
probably
teach
did.
dare classes.
They might have, but
Yeah, we
they
didn't.
renew it.
We didn't have the abstinence coach. That's kind of freaky.
It was a
That's
guy.
right.
He was like, I had sex when I was 17, and here's how much I regret it for 45 fucking minutes. I got to hear how this guy's life sucked after he got a girl pregnant the first time he had sex.
I think
And in my mind, the song "Ironic" by Alanis Morissette is playing. Like, oh, the first time you have sex, you knock her up. Sucks for you, buddy. No wonder you're an abstinence
Yeah,
coach.
but if you do it right, I mean, you know, you did
Yeah.
it right.
He did it biologically right.
Exactly.
Socially, we can debate.
we
how-
couldn't have that abstinence guy in our place. 5% of the chicks were pregnant. You know what I mean? Like, in my high school.
You could have had them teach the class.
Yeah, I could put them in the front row of this damn guy.
I only
talking.
wish some of them were in that classroom while he was trying to coach them up. Like, oh, sorry, you
So
got pregnant.
Will
But-
used to be a teacher.
Oh, I did. Did I?
So when I was a deputy,
Was I?
was a deputy. So I had to go in.
I wasn't an English teacher, Joe.
We would have to go in and teach the dare class, and we bring in all the bongs and shit, and be like, "This is what you have to
I
look
wish
out
you were
for.
my dare officer.
This
no
is
one
what
brought
you have to
bongs
look
me.
out for. If you see these, you need to call us." And
What
then-
was the teacher doing the whole time? I'm curious. Well, what
It
would
was-
I? What would I
they-
have been doing
they
if you came into my
taking notes.
classroom?
They went out
Yeah.
to
So what I
smoke.
need to get.
They went out to smoke.
So we were in a dare. We were teaching a dare class one time, and this little girl goes, "My mommy has one of those." That was great.
Was it a bomb?
And you arrested her, didn't you?
No,
You
no.
fascist. No, I'm kidding. That's
Did
a
you
joke,
end
joke,
every
joke,
One
joke.
pulls it out of her backpack.
Did you end every sentence with okay?
Okay.
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 Drugs are bad.
Okay. Since you said that, all I could think was.
I'll tell
South
you
Park.
what. The resource officer we had come into my class was like, it was an anti-cigarette focus that day, I guess. So he was like, yeah, well, cigars were meant for men, right? And then the women came and like, ooh, we want to smoke too. So then cigarettes were invented, and they kill you. Don't smoke cigarettes, kids. End quote. That's what this guy said to a bunch of sixth graders. And he made it a completely gendered conversation for no fucking reason.
Wow.
But the moral was clear: don't smoke cigarettes. I smoke one cigarette a year. It's usually to make fun of a friend of mine who's smoking it. If someone smokes around me, I tend to make fun of them by.
I don't remember. I
Yeah,
think
not for me, and then I throw it
I
away,
think
and they're like, "Oh,
the
give me that
classes that we taught were like from first grade to like fourth or something. Anybody beyond that, you just assume they were already fucking and smoking anyways. So
Yeah.
like whatever, you just let them go.
Yeah.
I just remember the drunk driving class or whatever. It was my science class. They brought in EMTs to tell stories of what they've come across. And the one that always stuck in my head was that there was a car accident, drunk driver, passenger in the back. When they pulled the person out of the back seat, they had no teeth in their mouth. And they're like, what
Ugh.
the hell happened? They
I've
found
seen
all
it.
of their
I've seen
teeth
it.
on the back of the headrest of the seat in front of them. And I was like,
Oh, that was all you
That's
got.
all I need.
The one that I got was the back of the teeth were in the skull of their friend.
that I got too. Yeah, I got
Did
that
they have
one,
teeth
too.
before the accident, though?
They
I mean,
did.
this is Florida.
They
I
did.
mean, there's a lot of meth going on.
They did.
And if she didn't have teeth, was she popular?
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
That's-
Booter bang,
You like
booter
that?
bang.
That's a gummy right there.
That's pretty gummy. You're getting in a gummy situation right now.
Gummy bears.
All right, so let's talk more about this tour you guys are doing. So when are you leaving?
Tell us when we're leaving, Tom.
October.
October 22nd.
October 20th. is
October
actually the-
19th.
Actually, so the tour actually kicks off without us. It starts.
Aw, man.
I don't want to promote the venue that they're playing at, but they're playing in Tampa. Look up the Sorcerer tour. We joined the tour in Gainesville, Florida, on a Saturday, October 20th. Sunday, October 21st, we are playing in Gainesville, Georgia. Monday, October 22nd or 3rd, I've already lost count. We're playing in Greensville, South Carolina. And then you guys are leaving the tour because we couldn't get on to the Tuesday. It was already packed. I'll be the lighting director for that tour. I'll also be a roadie and a stage manager. I'll be doing everything that day. And then I'm going to follow the band to Richmond, at which point I have to turn around because I have a gig Friday, October 27th at the Apollo Beach Wine Bar and Society. You guys might know where that is, right?
What is this?
Yeah.
Oh, and before the same night of that first night of the tour that we can't play, I'm also playing with the Bad Combo, I believe, at Finn's Dockside Bar and Grill.
Okay.
So for me, I'm going to do 7 days straight of a lot of different musical stuff. It's going to be crazy for me. I'm so happy to have these dudes joining me for 3 of those days.
So who
I wish it could be more, honestly.
It's going to be awesome, yeah.
Tom did commit to the Tuesday, but that
Yeah.
gig was already 2 booked, so we couldn't do the Tuesday. But
I'm just glad we got a Monday.
yeah,
Jeez.
we got a Monday.
what
We're
I mean?
going out of state. We're going to spread the word of Must Not Kill with the help of Drinking with
So what's it like when you go out of state? Is it we're gonna pack up at
Brad's the best one to
Brad's?
answer that.
Yeah, what, you
Tell us,
packing
Brad.
up at your place and
Tell us
heading
that
out?
Tell us the Kansas City story if you can.
What's the plan? What's the road trip plan?
Kansas City, Missouri.
I don't know how are we going?
Well, we're heading north, so probably more likely we'll end up meeting at my pad because it's on the way. So usually you guys will pack up with Aaron. You guys will probably meet Aaron, swing by, pick me up, and then we'll head north.
Okay.
So that's usually the way we do it. Yeah, I don't know. This one's a new adventure for me. I mean,
Aaron will have
normally-
to change his clothes at your place. He'll have his baseball clothes on and
Yeah.
swap it
Yeah.
out.
Got his catcher's mitt.
Yep.
Catch
So
those
his mask.
panties that fly onto the stage. They
Yep.
always do. Male
Yep.
panties, that is, not female panties.
But it should be cool. I mean, I'm looking forward to it. You know, be a lot of fun.
It will be. We're gonna have a great time.
Who do y'all bring with you? Just going solo or
We're going
wives
with-
go or
We're going with Sorcerer. That's the shirt I was wearing earlier. Let me get it back on the camera. Promote Sorcerer. The drummer of Sorcerer lives in New York right now. He and Brad have that in common, being New York based. They're a great technical metal band. They are very fantastic. They have the equivalent of Eddie Van Halen on the bass, in my opinion, in Lukas Diaz-Ames is his name. He calls me the Frank Zappa of Tampa. I don't know why the fuck he does that, but
well,
I was telling you guys I did the Frank Zappa karaoke, so I guess that's why. So we're going out on the road with. He organized the whole tour. They're going to go on to Baltimore, and they're trying to go to Rochester after that. That's long after I'm going to have to leave the tour. Long after we leave the tour. So we're just a small part of this whole fucking like East Coast venture that's going on here. And anyone who wants to join in can hit us up on social media. We're Must Not Kill.
did you ask him why they're not actually coming into Tampa?
What's that?
Did you ask him why they're not coming to play in Tampa?
They are. They're starting
Yep.
the tour in Tampa.
Where?
I didn't want to promote the venue.
Oh,
I'm
because y'all aren't.
It's a
oh,
it's a venue
I see.
in Tampa. You can look up Sorcerer if you want to find out where that's being
Okay.
played.
I mean, I'm not going to get into politics of the bands, but y'all
Oh,
should,
man.
I mean, y'all should be in a primary fucking band to play that show. Just saying.
Well, we should have been the primary opener for another show at this undisclosed venue, but that didn't come to play. But
Yeah, we kind of got screwed on that.
we
so.
got very much screwed because we were in pride. We were the ones that let them know that there was an opening that we could fill, and then they went with someone else.
Brad, can you explain to me the politics of music in Tampa?
I don't want to get into
No,
that.
yeah, we're already too far into it.
No
We're already way too
comment.
far into it. Like I said, this is an undisclosed venue. We have not named it, and we shall not name it. What I'm going to say is, any venue that has us is going to pack the house. We're going to make good money as a band selling shirts and merch and whatnot have. And we're going to go out and tour. Catch us out there.
This is
Find us.
almost like this is a good trial run for us too, to do something this small, just to see how we all handle it, because I've never taken this lineup out of state yet. So it'll be kind of cool to see, how everybody reacts
True.
to it, and then we can actually plan forward for a bigger, maybe East Coast tour with more dates that we can actually be the headliner and
Straight
drive
up to
some
the the tri-state and back.
and I want
Yeah,
to
we really hopped on this tour. This was not our tour. I kind of just knew Lucas,
Yeah.
the bass player from Sorcerer, and I was like, hey, we were trying to go. Let's go. And this is actually the first show I've ever booked in this state or otherwise. I booked this Gainesville, Georgia show. So this is the first time I've
I've
ever
seen
done the
quite a
legwork.
few lineups lately in Tampa where I'm like, man, how'd you guys not get on that bill? Because it's just
I don't understand it either, to be honest with you. And be honest, I'm tired of kissing these guys' asses all the time about getting us on shows and all this crap. It's like, I put in the work, we put in the work
Damn right.
to, do what we do, and I think we do it great. And obviously a lot of people think that way too, but when you get down to like promoters and club owners and all this crap, it's a lot of favoritism, and they'll put on someone shittier just because they bought a couple beers at the bar on a Wednesday night or some shit. What I mean? It's not.
I was gritting my teeth that whole Head PE show. I was like, God, we would kill this damn crowd.
I know. Well, to be honest
Yeah.
with you, the Misfit show I went to, I was like, we would have been perfect for the Misfit show.
yeah.
I mean, I could see Must Not Kill on that, and it's not even like I'm being, it's like favoritism because it's my band or anything. But
The best
I'm
people
sitting
believe
there,
in themselves. We believe in ourselves in this
But
band.
with Fear, Megadeth, and Misfits, I mean, I would gladly opened up for Fear because that's one of my biggest influences in the punk scene is Fear. I mean, to open up for them would have been gigantic, and that whole show. Megadeth. I'm a fan of Megadeth, and Misfits. Forget about it. I love Misfits.
And to clarify, we do have some things brewing that we're not allowed to talk about. And they are some fairly big names. That's all I can really say, I believe.
Top secret.
So it's not like we're sitting on our hands not getting gigs. We're very selective with our gigs because I have been in bands. We've all been in bands that try and like play at the same places every week and become a house band. And that is not always a rewarding path. It can be. It can build up your chops, build up your confidence in front of a crowd. But Must Not Kill, I believe, I speak for the band when I say we're in a position where we're picking and choosing the best possible spots. This tour is the next best possible spot. We're also going to be at the Tampa Bay the Death Metal Fest, right?
Yeah.
What is the name of that? Yeah.
Playing with Venom Inc., Ringworm, and Satan.
Satan.
So, if you're not in a metal band, unless you play with Satan,
That's true.
That's all I'm going to say about that. But no, that should be a great show. It's a 3-day fest they're doing over at the Mug. So,
And
it'll be a lot of fun.
And they definitely are not doing they definitely it's a legitimate fest. I think 2 times ago I was complaining about it, like where fests are just called fests, but you have like 10 bands and it's not. But this one actually has
It's legit.
legitimate like headliners that people will come out of city, out of state
And this is at the Mug.
at the
Yeah.
Mug, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and we got the good stuff Saturday.
Joe,
Yeah.
With
I'm going to
Venom.
pee after you, Joe, so hurry up.
Would anyone like
Oh, you're
more?
not peeing? Okay.
Would anyone like more Kraken?
He's going to get some crack. But I'm going to
There
go
you go.
pee, so you guys...
I'll hold on to it for you. We are live here in the Drinking with Drew studio. We got Brad. We got Tom. Tom, would you care to comment on recent developments regarding
A dog sniffing your balls.
Unism?
Oh, Tominism?
Actually, I was talking about Oppenheimer. Have you seen Oppenheimer yet?
No, I haven't. But
Have
I
you
do
seen
wanna see it.
Oppenheimer yet?
No, I
Have you
haven't.
seen Oppenheimer yet? I'm
No,
sorry.
I have not.
Oh my God! Am I the only person who's seen? I've seen it twice already, dude.
I haven't been to the movie theater. We talked about this like a week or two ago. I haven't been to the movie theater since like one of like those Star Wars like 6 movies ago. Like, it's been so long.
wow.
It's been a
Lord.
long time.
Oh, damn.
No judgment. No judgment. I mean, it is what it is. I would recommend seeing Oppenheimer in IMAX. I saw it in IMAX with subtitles. If you're a Christopher Nolan fan, you already know. This
Oh, yeah.
motherfucker, he loves exploring soundscapes, and he loves the audio development of a film, which is rare for a director because they usually work in a visual medium. But sometimes that makes the dialogue a little hard to hear. So when I saw it in theater, IMAX, nuclear explosions with subtitles, God, I was in heaven.
Yeah.
And it's a great movie. I recommend it. Joe, you're in my camera. Here, cheers me. Cheers me. Cheers. Cheers me. Yeah, here we go. Good times. Down the hatch, buddy.
I still got to go see the fucking Barbie movie.
I've seen it. I've seen it. Do you want my thoughts?
Yeah. Pretty
Okay.
Cool. Well, just
With regards to you would love it.
yeah.
I loved it. There were parts that made me laugh. There was some very impassioned dialogue. But then,
Oh man, I got to take a picture in that Barbie setup they
if
have.
we're gonna talk Barbie, we also have to talk Oppenheimer because it's Barbenheimer. That's the name of this
Barbenheimer,
phenomenon.
yeah.
So
Barbenheimer.
if someone else wants to handle Barbie, I'll handle Oppenheimer. True. Cheers me right now. Or take a sip out of my
Barbenheimer.
drink. Do me the honor. On camera. This fucking guy. Look at this fucking guy, bro. Cheers. This is why it's called Drinking with Drew. This guy is fucking awesome.
Hello,
Bladder
sir.
has been relieved at minute 2:13.
Oh my god!
What do we have?
I just wanted to remind
Minute 2 hours and 13 minutes.
That's nothing.
I
You
know
go
she's
before.
going to yell at me because I told her
you. No,
earlier.
I'm not
like,
gonna yell. I'm just gonna kindly remind you.
This
Last
is a
week we had
special.
like
This is a special.
a 2.5
episode.
hour episode, and he's like,
Is that
"These
short
things
or-
take forever to edit."
Is that short or long for you guys? Like,
I told her earlier. I'm like, look, because we did a 2.5 hour show last week, and the problem is when you go to edit a 2.5 hour show, it takes me a shit ton of time.
I hear that.
So
But this is a special show.
it's a special show.
guests.
I told her, I'm like, look, we need to stick to an hour.
You guys listen to the Dan Levitard show?
No,
They break what is essentially, and they take breaks in between. They'll go off air and take actual commercial breaks.
right,
And they'll bust it up into like 4 or 5, 45 to 60-minute segments.
right.
So they're
Yeah, I've
going,
done that,
they're
yeah.
they're going all day, but it's broken up in such a way where you have a set schedule of like, and that's how they divide their topics. I don't know if that would work for you guys, but
Well,
I like what you guys do. I love what you guys do.
We've done it. We've tried it to where, and we're continuing to try this, but it's just you get different topics going on. But typically, what the goal is, we'll talk about a topic, and then the goal is to separate that topic and then put that on like a 30-minute segment later. Yeah. But I've talked to people that are like, man, I like the 3-hour segments because I'm at work and I can just put it on my podcast and listen to it and not worry.
If anything, when it goes to 5 hours, I'm like, fucking, that's my whole day. I don't have to worry about a thing. Now I've got a 5 hour.
Some people love it, man, where it's like a longer deal, you know. But
you guys have heard of this ASMR trend, right? Where it's like the sound of things puts people out, or like it'll be the sound of someone chewing, or people will go onto a podcast. They'll be like, "This is a caramel brownie." And they'll put the sound of them.
The sound of Joe's balls.
My voice is definitely not ASMR or whatever the abbreviation. So, there's nothing soothing about my voice.
Brad, are your headphones working on both sides?
Yeah.
All right, Joe,
mine are cutting in and out. I'm having to wiggle over here.
Yeah, so you've got to wiggle.
I'm used to wiggling, dude. I'm used to wiggling.
Tom, are you?
It's actually the plug. If you wiggle your plug, it'll. Because I usually say
is that what it's called nowadays?
Sometimes you have to put it in and out a few times, and then all of a sudden you have like financial problems.
At that point, you've already finished it.
Well, if you slowly, wiggle in and out.
They say if you pull it out and then don't go back in, you can prevent a lot of financial problems. That's what I've heard.
Or
who's paying it?
Rumors. Great Fleetwood Mac out.
You get
rumors.
2 pumps and an apology.
Are you saying someone here is a 2-pump chump?
I am for sure.
All of us.
There's nothing better than the 2-pump dump because
all of us.
There's nothing better. Your humility is really tested in those moments, and then you have a laugh about it, and then you're like, oh, next time it'll be 3 pumps next time
until she fucking claws you.
I just got a text from Aaron.
Is he gonna call in or what?
No, he just got to where he was supposed to be. Right now,
he's in Atlanta right now.
He left at 2:30 this morning. He's been traveling all day.
These delays, dude.
Yeah.
So he's not with the kids doing baseball right now.
No. He's on business. But he was. I said, hey, you can call into the show if you want. We're still on. And he goes, I got a shit. May pass out the jod.
Okay.
But he said he'll take a 3XL if you have it. So.
Okay.
What color?
For sure.
Get him a black one.
Black one.
We're a metal band.
Yeah.
I'm the outlier with this Hawaiian fucking shirt.
I don't know. I think
I
might need a black one as well.
I'm a Miami Heat fan, damn it.
He's been in the air since 2:30 this morning.
2:30 this morning.
I would just call up and scream into the phone.
Tell you, I just went to New York, man. I mean, you want to talk about like an industry that needs people. Like anybody needs a freaking job. Go to the freaking airport. You can make a decent living, you get benefits,
and you can look at X-rays of people through the TSA, man.
I'm telling you right now,
an airplane engine.
Yeah, I mean it's ridiculous, like trying to get anywhere, man.
Bang.
I refuse to fly. I don't do it.
Here's a hot take. All right, I need an elaboration on this. Hold on, pause, guys.
Have you ever flown?
You've never flown.
Oh, I have flown.
But so when did you decide to refuse, and why did you decide?
So first off, I'm not a fan. I've never been a fan of flying. So the first time I flown, but not counting the time I was an infant, my parents flew me somewhere. As an adult, I flew to Mexico for a prepaid fucking
all expenses
paid
trip.
Blah blah blah.
Oh, Publishers Clearinghouse.
This is gonna be your honeymoon. I'm like, okay, I'll go.
Awesome.
Hated it. Okay.
It's because it was Mexico.
Turbulence?
No, it's the fucking plane.
Was it the
fucking?
Did you encounter turbulence?
No, but I'm sitting there with fucking 100 people that I don't know, and they're all fucking.
Have you ever ridden a Greyhound?
I wouldn't mind that.
No.
I wouldn't mind that.
If your complaint is you were cramped in with people, a Greyhound
I can tell the driver to pull the fuck over and let me off the goddamn bus.
The Greyhound has much lower standards when it comes to who laid on that bus.
I can tell the driver to let me off the fucking bus.
Yeah.
All right. When you're flying, you're fucked. If something happens, you're fucked. It doesn't matter.
Right.
If you're next to a screaming child, infant, motherfucker, you're fucked. I don't give a shit. You're screwed no matter what you do. When you get on that flight and it takes off, you're screwed and you're fucked.
You just feel trapped.
Well, if the plane is going down, just kill the kid.
I don't even care about that.
Brought to you by Must Not Kill.
I don't care about dying,
just
bro.
Go out in silence.
I don't care about crashing and none of that. I care about the motherfuckers around me making me miserable, and I hate people. And that just pisses me off when I'm on a fucking
Well, you're in
plane.
a weird profession for people who hate people, man. You're having people over your house right now.
He also claims he's an introvert.
I am an introvert. So the second time I've flown was when I had to go to Dominican Republic. When I had another
second
ordeal
marriage.
with my second marriage, I had to go meet her
That's why
fucking
he hates
family.
it. He connects flying with marriage. That's why he hates
Oh,
flying.
there you go.
So the third
plot
time I-
It's all
thickens.
coming
Here
out,
we
people.
go.
It's all coming
No,
out.
You
Underlying.
can't commit to one situation. You gotta be able to get off the bus. You can't be locked into
the
a
third
flight.
time,
Oh no!
The third time I had to fly was to Chicago, and I had to go to New York and do like a transfer, and then go to Chicago, and it was raining cats and dogs going into New York. I couldn't see shit. Couldn't even see the Statue of Liberty. Flown into JFK and then went
Overrated.
to fucking Chicago. I don't even know what O'Hara is. That the right?
Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
shit.
LaGuardia. Actually,
And-
Joe would know. You're from New York.
But that
He's
was
asking about Chicago.
But that was
Oh,
work,
sorry.
and I was making good money, and I was like, okay, well, I'm going to deal with this shit. Still hated it. Hate the airport. Hate fucking everything.
That's
about
when you
it.
decided, and you haven't flown since.
Yeah,
Wow.
and that was
Yeah.
like that
Well,
was
maybe
like
because
that
of
was
your
like
experiences
2008.
and and your destinations. Maybe you need to go to like better places.
It has nothing to do with that, Joe. It has
Sounds
to
like
do
it was
with
a plane
the fucking
thing.
being in the plane next to weirdos I don't know that piss
You
me
should
off.
do like an Amtrak train where you get your own
I would-
little
but
like
still
You can't get off the
room
train.
You
and-
can't-
Yeah, but you
can't
close
get
your
off the
eyes,
train.
you go
I
to
could jump
sleep.
off.
and-
I could jump off a train.
All
you
right,
could
Drew,
also
you let me
close
know how that
yourself
goes on your
off in your
bones
own
and your joints,
room,
buddy.
and you don't
You
have to
gotta
worry
jump
about
off.
people in your space. They have little beds in there,
Yeah.
depending
So you
on like
never-
where you're going.
You never
Like,
took an
you get
international
little
flight?
suites.
No, I could never.
But you
No,
just
fuck
close your
that.
eyes, you
No.
take a nap, and by
It's
the time you
awesome,
wake up, you're
man.
there.
Fuck that. I would never do an
Uh,
international
And I have to
flight.
drug him.
Andrew, I
I'm
love
doing-
you, but we're going to disagree.
No,
Yeah.
fuck that.
That's
I'm
fine.
I'm going to a 2-week food and wine tour in Italy in October.
There you
Tell you
go.
what.
So
Yeah.
the flight
I will
the
take
flight
it.
to Italy is about 10
Phenomenal.
hours.
Yeah. Put me in the luggage rack. I'll be. You want to fucking? I'll fly. Put me down below with all the fucking dogs and the birds and shit, away from all the weirdos, and I'll fly. Can we do that?
Yeah.
You
wanna-
can
wanna
always
go with
charter
cargo?
private flights. You can
I will
always charter
definitely
a
put you in
private
a
flight.
crate and shove you underneath the plane.
But private flights get rocked around more by turbulence. You're on a
Turbulence.
smaller
I'm not
plane?
scared of turbulence.
Oh,
I'm not
the
scared of
international
crashing.
You've never been in a plane that like
Yeah.
had that weird air pressure where the
It's
plane
not
just
the-
like drops.
Sometimes they
Yeah,
get
you
struck
just-
by
That's
lightning.
terrifying.
Bro,
Sometimes
I
they
don't
get
just.
struck by lightning and they survive.
I don't give a shit about
You,
that. I
you,
don't-
you've just unfortunately had the bad experience of riding with some, probably pretty.
Whining child.
Yeah,
Children.
Some guy sits next to you.
Wives.
Y'all,
Sorry if I smell like piss.
can
you
I
know how it
pivot?
is.
Can I pivot? Do y'all just ever listen to kids crying sometimes?
But-
and you're like, why? Like, what is
ASMR.
this noise?
But do you see?
that would be one
literally
hell of an
nails on a
ASMR.
chalkboard
That would be
to me.
one hell. Fall
No,
asleep
No.
to children crying.
When I was
No
going
way.
when I was going to fucking Dominican Republic, there was a fucking child on the way back that had some ear infection because the turbulence, like the
Yeah.
yes,
It's the
because you're going.
pressure.
Well, it's a
Yeah,
pressurized
yeah,
cabin.
infection.
Wouldn't stop
Pressure.
crying the whole
Yeah,
fucking
no,
time.
no. It's a pressurized cabin. All
And when
kids
anyone with
freak
basic
out over that shit.
anyone with basic empathy hears a child crying and they feel bad. That's why we don't like
I
being
don't.
around.
No,
I'm like, shut up, kid.
I'm like, keep
That's
your kid
what.
at
But
home
I'm
until it
saying
doesn't
the
cry in
reason why you
public.
do that is because internally, whether you acknowledge it or not, most people feel the empathy of, oh, I can understand the pain, but you don't want to feel that pain, so you're just like, fuck you, kid, get out of here. I don't want to listen to you. That's what psychology teaches us, anyways.
I'm telling you right now, if you can get on an international flight, go overseas, and you get first class, and you have your own
That's
like
true.
little
First
cell
class is
thing.
different.
It's amazing, dude.
Okay, but
literally
first
the
class,
chairs-
you're chilling by yourself.
yeah.
Yeah, you have
Yeah.
a little pod.
Well,
Where,
the
where are you
chairs-
going for first class? It's not like $8,000.
Oh shit!
Where am I going?
Like that's an expensive trip.
Well,
You
I
went to
can go-
Spain, didn't you?
Yeah, I went to Spain.
In first class?
Yeah,
Okay. What'd that cost?
nothing.
What a baller! What a baller! This is the
Goes
lead
by
guitarist
points.
of Must Not Kill, guys.
True. My wife works for Delta.
Oh, lucky bastard.
You just got to pay the taxes. That's all.
Give it up for
me.
Brad
Okay.
using his connections to
Can
better
you adopt
himself.
me so that I can be on like your family list, and then I could be on the
Sure.
the list that way.
I
you know?
see. Oh,
I'm in a
Yeah,
band with
we
you.
need it
I'm in a
family,
band with you.
too.
I deserve it before anyone else. I deserve it
I
more.
asked first.
You're not in the band.
But
Sorry.
It's like
Sorry.
our neighbors.
Sorry. So-
When I
Our
did
neighbor's
that-
daughter works for some airline, so they're constantly flying wherever the hell they want to go, and they're just on the what do they call like a standby? Like they're
Yeah.
just
Stop
standby
looking at
employees.
them.
Yep.
Look at their.
Son,
Every time she looks at you, her volume drops.
Sorry.
I tell her this all
Volume.
the time.
Voluminous.
So, who's our neighbor? What are you talking about?
Joe's
My neighbor.
Joe's immediate neighbor.
Hey,
Their daughter
their
works
son.
for the airlines.
their son.
Oh, son, sorry.
You guys milking
one of
that or
their
what?
kids.
What are you doing
He's,
with that?
he's a flight
The
steward.
bread maker.
You guys get free tickets or what?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You guys talk about it
So
more than
he
me.
goes to Italy, he goes everywhere, but he's always got to fly standby.
Right.
Yep.
So sometimes he has to, put in and maybe you don't get on. And so,
I put in a lot and I don't get on.
well,
Relatable,
get on, not get
relatable
off.
material to the average American man.
Can
possibly
somebody give
the
me a
European
Stella
man, too.
out of that cooler?
I got you, brother.
But yeah, he's gone to Italy like in the last 2 years. I'd probably say like 4 times, and all he's got to pay is the taxes for like $100.
That's really nice.
I mean, I would fly if I could just stay in the shitter the whole time.
God, no.
Join the Mile High Club. It's worth it.
If you save up,
Solo?
get first class, you'll love it.
Solo, duo, trio. I even do quartets.
I like
but you
driving,
can't fit
bro.
more than that
I like
in
the I
airplane.
like the road trips.
The
I
new
love road trips.
the new thing that's going to happen with planes and the
Plane, trains,
I
and
think like
automobiles.
27
Great
or
movie.
28 is that they have to be handicap accessible bathrooms.
Okay.
Bigger
So,
bathroom.
so they're going to be huge.
So then I will be able to have an orgy
So like
in the
Donald
bathroom,
Trump.
and no
Well,
one's
you
going to
said you
judge.
could fit 4 people in there. I don't know how
Oh,
you.
Nowadays, you can, but if what you say is true, they will expand.
Yeah, it has
And
to
we'll be able to hold a concert in there. We'll
It
be able
has
to
to
get
be
like a
handicap
fake drum
accessible.
set. We'll do a whole fucking set in the bathroom on an
Or a
airplane.
foursome, whatever.
That, well, let's just do our music.
Now I gotta apologize to 3 people.
It's sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
You have enough trouble pleasing one. You got to please the
Yeah.
rest of them too.
Yeah,
Well, it's sex, drugs, and rock and roll. So sex is first on the to-do list.
I need 2 chicks,
And
so when I
drugs.
fall asleep, they got each other to talk to.
There you go.
Oh, look at you. And then comes the rock and roll. Then
That's
comes
where you
the
get the
rock and roll.
apology first.
Yes. No, I don't know, man.
Listen, I've flown a lot, and I was like you. I was nervous at first because you're not in control. For me, it's not about like I can do 100 on a car and have no problem. But if someone else is driving 100 and I'm not in control, I'm nervous because I'm not in
I
control.
know. That's why when I drive
when I'm
with
in a
you,
car-
when I drive with you, I'm nervous because you're driving 20 miles an hour in a 50 miles an hour zone.
And you're
What?
nervous
Joe
because
drives like a New Yorker.
He drives like a little.
Yeah.
Yeah, you drive slow.
I drive 20 miles in a 50.
You drive
Where?
slow.
here's the thing, man. New Yorkers don't drive; they take the subway. Right? Am I right?
For
Like,
the most
No,
part, yeah.
there's a style. There's like a style.
You
Well, you
don't-
see,
yeah.
see,
Like
Florida
cabbies
people
and-
drive absent-mindedly because they're stupid. New Yorkers come down to Florida and they drive aggressively because they know what they're doing.
I have a theory though.
Yeah.
Florida drivers suck because we get everyone else's old people that retire here. So
Yeah.
we are literally America's old people confined to one state. That's why Florida drivers are awful.
Yeah.
It's everyone's
Because
shitty drivers
it averages
coming here.
out.
But still, they all come here and then they inflate our statistics and make us look like we always get into accidents, which does affect insurance rates, which sucks.
Yeah.
But we're not here to talk math and numbers. We're here to talk.
When I
drinking.
moved from New York for the first 3 years, with 2.5 years, my wife was still in my apartment in New York. I actually flew back. I think it was 39 times within the first 3 years. I was
13 times a year.
every month
Every month
for
yeah.
something, and it was a birthday or an anniversary or when my parents retired, my parents turned 60, 65, so, like there was always something. My brother was having kids, my sister was having kids. I was there at least once a month, if not sometimes twice a month. And that doesn't count my wife also coming down to visit me, the opposite direction. So me personally, I had 39 round trip flights in 3 years. And so once you're past the first like 4 or 5, then it's you just completely get used to it. So I used to be like,
Have you ever seen
nervous.
a fight on a plane?
no, but I have seen some people get like rowdy with a stewardess and be like,
Hey,
start
We're not
complaining
talking
or
about
whatnot.
you. We're talking about the people on the plane.
No, I haven't seen an actual physical fight.
People
getting there.
they're real quiet on planes, man. People are real timid on planes.
But I've
no
done-
one's trying to get 9/11. No one's trying to be that
Yeah.
guy that says,
Dude,
bombing
that's
an
not the
airplane.
videos you
No,
see
I mean
online.
it's like people don't know how to behave anymore in public.
Seems like it's
Whether
crazy
it's-
now. Like you
whether
see
it's
all
airplanes or
types.
movie theaters, nobody knows how to behave in public anymore.
Right. And that would just totally drive me nuts if I got on a plane and that fucking door shut and that plane took off and fucking Shakitra fucking went crazy and started
shit hit
fucking
the
going
fence.
crazy.
Fucking
And-
Shakitra,
Why
man.
that
It's always
Shakitra?
it's always
Fucking
Shakitra.
Shakitras.
And then they they duct tape you to the seat.
Bro, I would
Or
be like
Karen.
I would
Or
go
Karen.
yeah, I'd be
Karen-
like, bro,
Karen.
we're going to go head to toe because I'm not dealing with this shit. I'll grab a parachute and jump.
Well, you got those crazy guys try to open the door too. you
Yeah,
know?
But
stupid
that's why they have
shit.
air marshals in all the flights. So you
Well,
don't
no,
have to
they
worry
don't.
about that.
They have an air marshal on like one out of every 20
yeah,
flights.
It's so yeah.
Is that
It
it?
is. It
I've
is
been lying
seriously.
my whole life.
It is like one out of every 20 or maybe one out of
So-
every 30 flights. You don't
Sorry,
know
guys.
it,
Budget
but-
constraints had to cut back on the safety thing. Hope we don't
That
have
was
another
always a
9/11.
myth. That was always a myth.
Yeah.
Air marshals.
Bro, you-
Oh, yeah,
Always
there
a
are
fucking
some,
myth.
but there's not as many as you think there are.
And when was the last time you heard of an air marshal making
No.
a fucking arrest on something? They
I've
don't
never
do
seen
shit.
one.
They fucking
Yeah.
don't do shit.
No.
Anybody that fucking causes a problem on a plane, banned for life. Never fly a fucking again.
You remember when they made Kevin
Fuck you.
Smith get off a plane because he was taking up too many seats and he didn't buy like enough seats for his fat ass? Kevin Smith is a great turnaround story because now he's skinny, now he's healthy. He's done a whole video on mental health. But they literally kicked him off a plane one time because he was too big.
He's an amazing.
And he got rowdy. He got rowdy with the stewardess, so they kicked him off a plane. It was a whole news story,
That's
man.
his issue. I don't give a
He had a problem with the clerks. That's all I can say.
I'm not supposed to be here today.
Yeah.
He definitely got kicked out of that plane that day.
no.
I'm a big Kevin Smith
If
fan.
you're
I don't
fucking
care.
around at fucking 2,000 feet, fuck you.
2,000
Yeah.
feet.
What did you think of Clerks 3, Joe?
30.
I haven't
think
seen the
2,000
third one
feet
You
yet.
haven't
all they
seen the
go
third
up?
one yet?
No,
Oh, it's so
I'm
good.
saying that's
So
the-
good.
It's on my list.
If you're
It's so
fucking
good.
around at
So good.
2,000,
There's nothing at 2,000.
you got it. That's
You're
that-
cruising at 30,000 feet.
That's-
I know that's not my point, Joe. If you're fucking around at 2,000, obviously you're gonna fuck around at 30,000. Who gives a fuck? I'm saying if you're doing it here, that's the threshold. You're done. You're done. I don't give a fuck.
Anyways,
Get off.
I've done probably at least over a dozen like cross Atlantic flights. And so once you get to those long flights, you just put on your headphones, you take a nap, you wake up after 3 hours, you have a snack, you go back to sleep, you wake up after 3 hours, go back to sleep, and then you're
That's
there.
the normal
Yeah.
fucking
No, that's
passenger,
it.
Joe. That's great.
Yeah.
If you're with the normal passenger.
And just
But the problem
tune,
is,
tune everything
you
out.
don't get the normal passenger these
Hey
days.
Drew, be honest with you, man. I've flown a ton. You know, I've
Yeah.
toured Europe a bunch of times and flown with my wife all over the world. You know, been on crazy vacations. I never once. I think out of all those flights, maybe there was one time that someone had an issue with my wife. And if you ever met my wife, she's probably one of the sweetest people ever. So this woman was obviously screwed up and drunk, and they dealt with it accordingly. But literally, out of all those flights,
So
and I
when,
did the same thing he did, because when I first came down to Florida, I was flying down from New York, a bunch of times before I even moved here. So, my wife
That
was like,
JetBlue flight on Friday night.
yeah,
you know?
while I was doing Delta, like back and forth, like a bunch of times, I would come down a couple times a month just to hang out and see if I liked the area. I was looking for a job and all that stuff before I even decided to pack up my stuff and come down here. But he's absolutely right. I mean, when you start flying that much, it becomes the norm. And literally, out of all those flights, I think there was one time there was.
now, when you're flying, though, is your wife working? Or is she
No,
just
no.
she's
No.
just a passenger help like
yeah,
you?
right.
So you're not
Exactly.
having to hitch a ride when she's working and you have to like.
Well, I've done. Yeah, I can fly. Like right now, I could go to the airport right now and jump on a flight if I want to. But
That's privilege. I like that.
Yeah,
I
I
like
mean,
that a lot.
It's called Brad
I like
privilege.
that. Yeah.
Well, hide in one of your
a
suitcases.
lot of people want to be me.
It's true.
Laura,
It's true.
you want to get a job at Greyhound?
There you go.
Do they have
No,
Greyhound in Florida?
I don't want to ride. No, you're not
Because
getting
Greyhound was a New York
bus
thing.
rides.
You don't want to be on the van. I'm sorry, the bus.
What's wrong with the bus?
The Greyhound is
Greyhound's
gnarly,
still
bro.
going.
It's
If
gnarly.
anything, it's gonna be the trains where they have the nice like little
The trains are
Amtrak.
nice.
Yeah,
You
so
can
you
sleep
can
on
have
the
like your own
trains.
little rooms, and you can
sleep
like
on the trains.
Oh,
shut
yeah.
everybody out. It's
She
like,
wants. She wants the Amtrak that goes from Orlando up to DC.
That's right.
Are they going to approve the fast track, the electric cars?
The Sunline.
Sunline,
or,
yeah.
That would be really cool. If
Yeah.
you can get a bullet train or something.
Yeah,
like that.
bullet
Let's do
train.
it.
That's
Yeah.
what they need to do, man.
I would love that, man. I mean, I was in Japan touring, and
Oh, they're
I
fucking
mean,
crazy with their
uh,
trains out there.
yeah, we toured with the bullet train the whole time, and it was amazing, man. I mean, you're cruising like 200 miles an hour in a bullet train going across Tokyo. It's like, yeah, man, it's pretty
I've-
wild.
I've taken
Tokyo's
the one.
amazing.
I've taken the Eurostar
Yeah.
from London to Paris, and let me tell you, the smoothest fucking ride you've ever
yeah.
had. It's better
At
than
that
riding in
speed.
like a Cadillac
At
on
that
like a
speed,
smooth road.
It's like you're floating.
Exactly.
faster
you
you
feel like
go.
you're floating on
Yeah.
a cloud.
They don't have
It's how
homeless
smooth
people
it
like
is.
sleeping on the tracks yet?
And it, and
That's
he's, and
not
he's
for
right.
long.
That's
And
the
he's right.
Greyhound.
You're doing 190 miles an hour, and it is smooth as shit.
Yeah, you don't even
Like, you wouldn't believe it.
If you try to look out the window, you get like a little discombobulated because it's just
You're
like
going
a
super
blur.
fast.
I mean, you can't even see. Like I was sitting there, and when we started slowing down, I was like seen this thing. Then I realized it was the telephone poles. Like when it slowed down enough where I could actually see them. But like for me, I couldn't even look out the windows because it would just throw me off so bad. But yeah, I wish they had that from here to New York.
Oh,
and
yeah.
New
Yeah,
York
they
to
should.
California.
We could if we didn't have oil barons
Now-
lobbying Congress.
Now we have Amtrak, but like it takes you like 26 hours to get from like New York to Florida.
Right.
Yeah.
So because it stops in all different places. Now, if you go to Europe, it is commonplace for them to like, just jump on the train and go to Spain and go
It's
to
smarter.
Germany and
Like
go
Celsius.
to Italy and like
Yeah.
and
And Japan, too.
they just circle it like Europe all over
Yeah.
just on a train pass.
Like the metric system, like Celsius.
Within hours.
Europe is doing it better than America. Big surprise.
But also Europe,
It's all good.
Europe's about
America's
as
still
big.
cool.
The whole of Europe is about as big as Texas. You know
Yeah,
what
it's
I mean?
true.
A little bit
Let's
bigger.
go Alaska.
Yeah.
We'll go Alaska.
But-
Yeah, as big as Alaska. Let's say.
But
That's
the
a better
train
comp.
system over there is just, I mean, it is efficient, it is smooth, it doesn't compare to what we have here.
Joe, we're talking about the train systems,
Yeah.
not my balls.
I'm talking about the train systems.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, your balls don't even compare. For
They're
sure.
very smooth, though.
I
Y'all
mean,
wanna talk
we all
train
know they
systems.
can't compare.
Y'all want to talk train
They are as
systems?
fast as a bullet train, maybe not as smooth.
What happened with those chemical spills of last year? I feel like that was a very 2022 thing where like all these
All
trains
about
the
kept
chemical
crashing.
spills.
And then
Yeah.
I haven't heard anything about it recently, right? So I guess that
Not in,
no
like,
one
2
died
months, yeah.
too badly.
We'll
so
see.
we haven't
I
heard
don't
about
know.
it.
What's going on?
Yeah, the kids are in that town have a hand growing out of their head.
Right.
3 eyes.
We haven't
4
heard anything about it.
arms.
my name's Billy.
Upside down face.
They have to name new kinds of cancer after what they get. So it's like,
Yeah,
oh,
seriously.
poor kids.
Yeah,
Well, they have to develop new cancers because we almost cured all the ones we have now.
It never stops. It never stops.
They are very close to curing like a lot of the tumors and stuff that we have now.
that's good.
Yeah,
So-
I heard that AI is now on the case. Like the
Yeah.
collective AI is now on the case of curing cancer, which is so bizarre to me. It's like, what does it think it's doing? AI can't get cancer.
Yeah, he
so
has
what
to pee,
does
but hold
AI
that
think it's
topic.
doing? I'm just solving this genetic code and solving this problem of infinite growth in cells, and I'm going to help humanity destroy cancer. When AI becomes self-aware, what are you going to do?
We're not going to do anything.
Are you going to appease it? Are you going to be friends with it? I'll be friends with it.
We're going to be screwed.
We're gonna be their bitch.
I'm going to make an
This is-
impassioned
this is
plea
the
to be
Matrix
friends
right
with
now.
the AI.
Yeah, man.
The computers are taking over. This
Yeah.
is the Matrix.
Look, the computer is already here.
Yeah.
So did
So-
Drew and the rest of the crew dig the intro or what? Preston's asking about the reception of the
Oh,
theme
it's-
song.
it's freaking
Laura,
awesome.
tell us, Laura and Joe.
Fucking amazing.
It's
It
awesome.
was so good.
Tell him to
Like
put
I
on.
didn't know what to expect.
Other than the
but it was
recording
so-
and the engineer behind
Tell
it.
Preston he should be watching live right now, so we
Right.
can
I'm
talk
going to call
to
him one more time. And
So
I'm
we
gonna,
can talk to him live.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have
Tell
the.
me on the phone.
No, I'm going to let
yeah.
Laura just have it on me, and then I'm going to relay his answers.
877-225 Drew.
We're going to do this live. And if he doesn't want to do it,
Is
he's
it
going to
225
he's going
or
to say something
255?
very acerbic. Give me a sec here.
225.
225.
Just
Right?
tell him to do it.
They're watching.
Is it?
He
Yeah.
talks
I
a
don't
lot
see
when
it.
he's drunk. Tell him to do his
He's
shot.
not drunk yet. I might go over to his studio after this if I can get out of here in time. 'Cause he's working with Lance right now.
Drink it with Drew, because that's what we do.
Drew's not here right now, y'all.
He's in the pisser.
He's on my shirt.
It's on the pisser.
Am I literally getting his voicemail? Okay, guys, leave him a voicemail. I'm going to put the speaker of the phone in here. Go.
It was
Drink it with
fucking
Drew.
amazing.
Because
Leaving
that's
a
what we
voicemail.
do.
Leaving a voicemail for a fuckface who didn't answer his phone on the Drinking with Drew show podcast.
Only losers don't answer their phones.
Tom, do you want to talk about Tommyism? Or
I
do we
want to
not
know.
wanna-
I want to know who wrote the
No, we
lyrics
don't
to
wanna
the
talk
song.
Well, it took me upwards of 30 seconds.
Oh, Preston says he's going to call me. So talk about Tommyism while he waits.
Oh, Tommy is good, but we're biding our time.
Laura, what's the
We're
number?
waiting.
877-225 Drew.
Say, give me all the numbers slowly, please. Thank you.
877-225 DREW.
The numbers, please.
I don't know the fucking numbers.
Hold on, let me do it.
I don't have a
It's-
Nokia brick here.
It's 3739.
Yep. Okay, I'm going to send that, but he's also calling. Here we go.
Who we
Preston, you are now live on the Drinking with Drew show. As the viewers may not be aware, you are the recording engineer responsible for recording the new Drinking with Drew
Fuck
theme
yeah.
song. What do you have to say about your involvement with the Drinking with Drew show theme song?
He's got to be on speakerphone.
Oh, hold on. Don't answer yet, please. Now you're on speakerphone. Say what you think about being involved with Drinking with Drew.
Oh, those guys are awesome. When you initially asked me about the band, I I was going to say, sorry, the band wasn't better.
Obligatorily, fuck you, but also obligatorily, I love you. So
I've actually been listening to it like in my playlist pretty regularly.
Cool, man. That's awesome. I don't know if he can hear us.
Come on, and I'm like, oh, and then it's like 30 seconds later, it's over. I forget it's in the playlist.
it's a 50-second song. That's right. So no one, you can't hear anyone but me right now. So I'm going to conduct this. Sorry, guys. You tried to get onto the Drinking with Drew live experience. So what happened? Why couldn't you get onto the live experience?
Well, you see, I'm old and not very smart, and I couldn't find a live stream.
His penis doesn't work.
Everyone's saying your penis stopped working, so we're going to go with that as the explanation. Thank you, Preston, for recording the theme song. Thank you for being part of the Must Not Kill mythos. Thank you for being our lead sound guy on the tour, and we're going to segue away from this segment now that we can't hear you. I'll call him back later, and I'll actually be at his studio later. So, Drinking with Drew, that's
Perfect.
what we do. That's what we do.
That's how we do.
Yeah, it's great.
Good night, Preston.
Thank you, Preston. I appreciate his effort. I mean,
He was like trying to talk, and you're like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna do it."
This is my show.
He's still talking. He's still like
He doesn't even know that I've hung up
He's
yet.
like,
I guarantee you.
my penis doesn't not work.
Actually, it's funny. If we're gonna wrap up soon, I'm gonna go over to his studio after this, and we're
No,
gonna
we've
record
got
some
another
music.
hour or so to go.
Oh, cool.
no, we got
Well, I'll take a bathroom break then. I'll be right
1 a.m.
back.
Yeah,
Take
go
it,
take
Tom.
a bath-
Everybody
Take
gets
it,
a pee
Tom.
break in between.
Yeah.
no, I'm good.
So when I was going to the bathroom, you guys were talking about cancers and AIs. Did we end that conversation or what happened?
Well, it just
Go
he
for
was
it.
calling Preston, so kind of segued away. But go back. Bring
We
it
were
back.
talking about what happens when AI takes over one day, which it already pretty much has already.
Oh,
I
You
love
know what I mean?
machines. The machines, I love you. Please don't kill me.
Well, my opinion is that AI is going back several years and going to be pulling up a lot of information on people and things and facts and whatnot. And they're going to start, it's going to start pulling up information that a lot of people necessarily is not going to want to be revealed. So
Yeah.
you're going to see a lot of, I think, revelations come up here in the next couple years.
You're talking about things that happened but kind of flew under the radar and no
things
one
that
really picked up on
they
it.
tried to hide.
And now that's gonna like be raised to the surface.
Yeah, because AI is going to dig it
Well-
up and crawl it and find it.
A lot of lawyer work is just straight discovery, like
Right.
just batches and batches and batches of crap on your table that you have to sift through
Mhm.
to find one thing that's out of place, and that's bot work now.
I do that all the time. Me and her both.
Is that
we
gonna
work
put
for
you
a
out
law
of work
firm,
now?
so-
Yeah,
Discovery is one of my least favorite words
well,
that
there's
come with my work.
there's people writing algorithms that are just going to replace whole sections of
Well-
white collar workers.
No,
You know
but
what I
the
mean?
problem with that is AI. I don't see is going to. And I saw a story that said AI and how is AI going to affect the new world paralegal? And I don't think it will, because the problem is with and Laura, you can kind of chime in on this, because with paralegal work, Laura's a paralegal.
Oh, cool.
You have to. Every case is unique to its case, and I don't think AI is just going to be able to jump in and be like, okay, I'm gonna write these documents for this case based on
Yeah.
previous cases. You can't do that, because every case is specific to what you're dealing with. Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of clients too, like they prefer to have like a warm body almost. So you know what I mean? So they don't like just email. They want to have somebody to come in and talk to, or drop their documents off, or be able to pick up the phone and call and speak to somebody. And if it's AI and everything is automated, they're not going to have that same experience. So
Not only that though, but you're
but yes, you're right. The details. Every case is different.
right. So
And
you're
that's what we tell
typing
people all the
typing out
time.
a petition, a complaint, a summons, all that shit.
Yeah.
It has to be specific to the case.
Right.
So
And a lot of people will be like, "Oh, well, my friend, this happened in their divorce," or "My friend said this," and we're like, "That's great," and that was their experience. But every single case runs different, because no two cases have the same exact details, and I think that's probably what's going to be an issue with AI trying to step in or to do what we do, and
yeah,
you
And
aren't
I
able
just-
to.
And with AI, I just see the issue being, with you're talking about diseases and cancers and shit. I think you're going to see a lot of revelations coming in, because I think AI will dig up a lot of past facts that have been buried. And that's why you're going to see cures coming out, because the cures have existed for years.
Because there's no
Yeah.
money in a cure. There's money in a treatment.
Right.
Yeah.
But AI is going to show you that the cure has existed for many years.
I
Let
think
me-
I think
oh.
AI, well, I think AI is going to actually be the biggest impact is going to be jobs. Like now, and I'm not just talking the self checkout at Publix. I'm talking semi trucks that can drive themselves, taxi cabs that can drive themselves, Ubers that can
Well,
drive
did you
themselves.
watch? Did you listen to last week's show?
No, actually, I didn't.
You
Sorry.
see, you missed out on
Damn.
last week's show. We talked about the taxi cabs in California that drive themselves, and people just sit in the taxi cab and
And
have
then-
sex.
Oh, that was going to happen right from the get go.
The last drinking
But
with
you're
Drew
th-
show.
but
All
you're-
goes down to sex and wrestling.
You're
right?
talking just
See, you got to watch the Drinking with Drew show.
transportation alone is going to be like completely floored. There's going to be thousands of people. They aren't lazy. They're just unemployable now.
You can
know what I mean?
solve all that. We just don't need the people to move.
Yeah,
We just don't need the people at all.
and so it's
Just eliminate the people.
with these and with a lot of jobs, the only reason they hired me is because it wasn't automated yet. You know what I mean? So like
No one can automate you, Tom.
yeah
Yet.
yet
Oh,
yet
most,
they,
most jobs
but-
at banks and completely replaceable.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let me
Automated
ask you
Tom
this.
is like drinking with Drew.
Ah.
That's what we do. Drinking with Drew because that's what we do. Drinking with Drew.
Well, let me ask you this: like in a paralegal sense, if all that information's actually documented about the case that you're working on, and AI takes it over and finds the discoveries that you guys are actually looking for, wouldn't that be a problem with what you do as well? I mean,
You mean like the documents that have to be turned over if they don't get turned over?
well, if they're actually like inputted into a computer, you know what I mean? Like all those because everybody uses a laptop and types
Right.
up all these documents. So now you're typing up all these documents for this divorce case and blah, 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 blah. And maybe AI takes it over and finds
Yeah,
all
but you're
the...
talking about things like a financial affidavit, which is
There's difference
somebody
between,
has to fill that out.
but
and
there's difference
enter
between
specific
applying the
information.
law and interpreting the law, and I think that's the difference. Is that if everything was cut and dry and just a fixed set of rules, then AI no problem. But what Laura is saying is everything's different, and it depends on the case, and then you interpret things
Well-
differently depending on certain regulations and certain rules and certain situations. It's applying the law and not interpreting, or interpreting and not applying.
Yeah, but
Because if it was fixed, then AI could replace everything.
Right. But if AI...
It's either you passed or you failed.
Right. But if AI already understands the parameters of the law and you're entering these documents, then AI takes it over and finds new discoveries in the case for either your case or against
Well,
your case.
for example, I think what you're saying is okay. If she has a client and there's co-counsel and their clients are I'm stating this and that and this and that in my legal documents, and then AI client crawls and finds counter
Right.
documents or
That's what I'm saying,
information that
Just
is
because
against
you
them.
weren't smart enough to find it yourself.
It could be,
Exactly.
but bro, I mean,
But my
that
thing
could
is...
be pros and cons for the legal field,
Yeah,
but
legit.
Right. But my thing is with that is like now if you're working for your client to have him or her to be the victor in this outcome, but you entered your documents and all of a sudden AI pops up and says, no, you
just fucked them.
you just fucked your client and it's already to the judge.
It becomes.
Yeah, I
it-
mean-
You see what I'm
becomes
saying?
discoverable.
That's what I'm saying about it.
but I understand what you're saying, but there's already kind of a assumption in the legal field that when your client's filling out documents, they're being truthful. And a
I
client,
think he's thinking more on the
No,
criminal
no,
side
no,
too,
well,
as opposed
either
to
way.
like the family law side.
well, criminal, civil, whatever. But when my criminal clients, like I work criminal defense cases, when they bring a client in, they're like, hey, be honest with me, what the fuck happened?
Yeah.
And they're like, XYZ happened, this happens. 6 months later, they get discovery in, they start getting information. They're like, dude, you didn't tell me that, you had
Well,
XYZ
Right.
with you, or you didn't tell us
Well,
that
that's
you
what I
had
was kind
this.
of getting
It's like,
at. Like if both sides are entering their information, and all of a
I
sudden
just-
AI takes it over and saes, "No, he's guilty," and you're fighting over. There's no like.
So So you're saying like AI almost turns into the,
the
jury
judge.
and
To
the judge.
jury.
I don't see it getting to
Exactly.
that point.
Yeah.
Well,
That's what I'm
if
getting
you
at.
think about it, when you bring it up to a higher level, like say the Supreme Court level, now you're talking about things where people try to interpret what did the original founders of the Constitution mean. Like, and obviously you get half the country thinks that, one thing, and half the country thinks another.
This sounds like
What
religion
AI
and the interpretations of the Bible.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's
I-
interpretation of it. It's not actually the application of the law. It's an interpretation of the law.
To that point, Joe, I have a point to add.
Because
to
then the AI is only going to answer based on what it was trained on.
the founding fathers. What do we consider the year? 1776, right? So we
Exactly.
consider that roughly 250 years ago. There was a man. There were a couple of guys: Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle, Greek philosophers.
Yep.
I forget which one was the first, but the first one of those dudes did not believe in writing. They didn't believe in writing anything. How does this relate to what y'all are talking about? AI is built on what we wrote down and inputted into a machine. We taught a machine to speak this. And with the first one, I think it might have been Plato, might have been the first one, but it might have been Aristotle. One of these fucking guys was like, you shouldn't write shit down. Communication is most efficient when it's mouth to mouth or mouth to ear, right? Human to human, word of mouth, all this stuff. So when we decided to write stuff down, we made a decision to defy that train of thought, write things down, and program things to be executed outside of us actively speaking it. This leads to AI. Now we have
Hold
this
on, let me
program
write this
that
down real quick.
we can generate. We can generate anything. This whole podcast could be faked right now, easily. All we would have to
I'm
do.
a deep fake. You didn't know that?
Yeah. All we would have to do is feed every episode of your show into like some firm's fucking program, and we would get a fairly accurate representation of this show. Fairly
Absolutely.
accurate. And you would be able to spot the tells. Like you would know you're.
I would be
that's not
so
you.
interested to know
Yeah.
what
This
AI
is Will, the NPC.
interprets me as.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, man. When they
No one
make
knows what an
when they make
NPC
like your
is anyway.
favorite characters into medieval characters, online. Have you seen that? The AI do that.
Yeah.
They could
Like,
they could do us in Spanish. Like they could change our language, but keep us like the same inflections and whatever. Like they could put us in any.
Muy
language.
bueno, let's drink it to Juju.
Our bases.
I just saw.
Cheerios.
I just saw a
and
I saw a
Juju.
BuzzFeed article that said that AI created images of what Europeans think of Americans based on the state they're from. Oh my god, it is so good. Of
That's
course,
gotta be
California, they're
hilarious.
like cute, blonde, got a small dog. New York is all about like monies flying around, and then Florida and all those states that are like country bumpkins.
It's like-
Oh my god, they all look like they're from backwoods West Virginia.
It's
No
in-
offense, West Virginia, but it is so funny. I'll like put the link on. The
It's
Drinking
just
with
an
Drew website, but
alligator
it's just
smoking
hilarious.
meth. Like,
Pretty much.
That's got to be funny.
And someone having sex with a manatee.
They just ruled that AI content is not copyrightable. And so that they're actually pausing on, like, if they used AI to create movie scripts or any or
They're already
songs,
doing it.
it's not copyrightable because it's not created by a human.
Well, there's a conversation about that, and I have a friend who's a filmmaker with Tyler Perry's Atlanta studio,
Porn doesn't count, Will.
and what he said was we should stop calling it AI because it's not AI, it's not artificial intelligence. It's what we should be calling it in the filmmaker's
It's an
view.
algorithm.
Intelligence,
It's
intelligence.
programmed algorithms.
Wrong, y'all wrong. No one's saying it. I'll wait. Someone can bet.
Go ahead,
Yes.
tell
I'm gonna
us.
call it
Plagiarism
created
software. It's plagiarism software.
It is, 'cause
because
it's
what it
trained
does,
on something else.
it reads everything else and it literally takes from everything else. Now that's not too different from what an artist does, right? But this is a computer doing it without the nuance that a human does to know not to directly plagiarize something. So you might, if you're
Be
writing a college,
inspired
if
by-
you're writing a college paper, right? You might give the AI the prompt, the AI in this case. You might give the plagiarism software the prompt. It will take sometimes large chunks of things from something else, and that is the definition of plagiarism. If it's a word for word take, that's plagiarism. It's plagiarism
Did you
software.
say tank?
Take.
Oh, sorry.
Excuse me.
No, now
It's drinking with new, not drinking with new.
Now
It's
Bill-
Drinking with the
Drew.
slur.
Drinking with taint.
slurring with Drew.
It's drinking with Drew, not enunciating with Drew.
Now building on that, when they were talking about AI generated art, everyone in the art community was like, "Oh, well, they can't win awards because people didn't create that art. An AI created that art." So the artists were complaining about. Now AI was creating some really fantastic art because it mixes like the best aspects of all different arts and puts it together. But now AI that's trained on the generated art, they call it like second generation art, is actually trained on that, and it's actually coming out really crappy. and people are very upset about it. It's like a copy of a copy,
People are
and
upset.
it's not coming out very good.
People are upset that
Joe.
their cheating program didn't work for them.
I'm just telling you the stuff that I read. I'm not saying
But why do
agree
you
or not.
why do you have an upside down skeleton trying to give you a blowjob?
Where is this happening? Oh, it's the pillow.
The pillow.
If anything, dude, he's trying to get some of that butt stuff action. Oh, well, now he's trying to get fellatio.
That's just
I mean,
uncalled for, Joe.
It kept falling off the couch, so I put it off to the side.
some of our
over
guests
here.
might need to crash on this couch later. It's not only drinking with Drew; it's sleeping with Drew.
See, all these things I
Hopefully,
didn't know.
we don't all have to be subjected to that.
You'd be surprised, Joe. There are some fans that like that part of the show.
I would like to ask Brad a question on the air, on the record, as it were.
okay.
Brad, I noticed when we wrote the Drinking with Drew theme song, we did not include what would typically be known as a traditional guitar solo. Why do you think we didn't do that?
Simply, I just wanted to be an intro for this show. I didn't think it was a time for me to jerk off over something that
Right.
was, and I didn't want to overthink it.
Right.
You know, that was the whole thing. And literally, I was thinking drinking with Drew, and that's how the whole intro part
Literally
started.
just knocking on wood,
Yeah.
drinking with Drew.
And
That's it.
that's how I did it. I was doing this.
There,
I'm like,
in my view, there was one spot where you could have done like a whammy bar dive bomb, but you chose not to. You
Nah,
exercised restraint, and that's what I appreciate about it. It's
nah,
very straightforward.
I didn't want to overplay it. I thought two things: that either Drew would take it and make a montage for the beginning of the show, so he would show all these clips of me with my hands, but just a simple montage that would not take away from the montage of like soloing and stuff. Original idea, I was actually thinking about Aaron and I both doing some kind of soloing during it, but after this the song came together, I just said, you know what, I think that simpler is better for this, and I think it'll work best for this show. That's literally, I didn't want to overplay it.
And you've said you liked it, right?
Oh, I love it.
You liked it,
So
all right.
good.
I
I
hope
was also
the audience
thinking-
liked
I-
it. I hope the audience loved it.
I know what
and-
Drew likes musically, and I was like, I want to do something heavy, and I have some, little death metal, a little hardcore, and
As soon as Tom told me when I was at the Brass Mug that
You're the one that broke it, Tom.
he let the cat out of the bag. He's like, "Oh yeah, he made a song for you, but it sounded like shit."
Tom, can you tell us what was going on that night?
And
Where you just wanted to
we're
spill the
redoing
beans
it.
preemptively there. What
Yeah,
was
I
going
don't-
on that night, man?
I don't remember. I'm glad we got a picture. But yeah, I think I totally spilled the beans.
Yeah, he's like, "Did you get the song?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "Oh, okay, it'll be to you. I think we're gonna redo it because it sounded like shit the first time." I'm like, "Okay."
it was done. No, it was done.
No, it was done. No,
was all in the
Tom's
can.
his own worst critic.
we
so,
sent it. You sent it to us,
Mhm.
and you sent it through Messenger.
Yeah, and
and-
they compressed it, so it
and,
sounded
Look at Joe, man.
Yeah.
Joe's a trooper, brother.
Yeah.
Guy crawling on
Joe,
the
you've
floor.
been in the cameras all
No,
night long.
grab me a
Dude,
Stella,
we
Joe.
want your ass in the camera. The camera needs to be on your ass. Don't avoid.
Grab me a Stella.
Yes. Oh yeah, you need a bottle opener for those. You can't just twist those off, bro. They're Stellas.
Yeah, so
We're
so
fond of Bud Lights and Mustang Kill.
Tom told me that when he got it,
Yeah,
it didn't sound right. And
yeah, because when you send it over Facebook, it sounds like it was
Yeah.
recorded
It
in the
gets
inside of a
compressed.
trash can
It
2
gets
blocks
compressed.
away.
Yeah,
So-
it totally gets squished. So yeah, it sounded like crap, but I knew it sounded all right because I had the copy and
no, it sounds amazing.
I
I want
sent-
to play it again right now. I like how it just starts out immediately with
You have no doubt on what's going on here.
that was the other thing because you actually said that to me. It was like, I never can play your stuff because you never have like an intro part with music. And I said,
Tom, can you sing along to this when it comes back in?
This microphone ain't right for it.
All right, well, try, man. No, so 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, drinking with Drew, because that's what we do. So interested.
Yep, a good hook.
One another round drinking with Drew. Drinking.
Yep.
it's amazing.
That's what we do.
Yeah. What's a pirate's favorite part of the song? The hook.
Take what you can, give nothing back.
Dear
awesome.
God, bro, that was great. What a great hook. Oh,
good,
shit.
good.
But enjoy it. I'm
Bro.
glad to do it for you. And
It's amazing.
Oh yeah.
Is this going to be on every episode now?
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. I just want to make
Until we do another one.
I just got to get a video.
Multiple times per episode.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, you still muted Joe.
Multiple times per episode.
Honestly, when you enter the podcast world, there's one that the actors of Scrubs do. They have multiple theme songs for multiple segments. So this can be the opening of the podcast, but you guys might want to seek out other friends and other bands that can give you other theme songs for other segments and stuff. Like the Boot or Bang, is that what it is?
Mm-hmm, Boot or Bang.
Yeah, dude, you could do a theme song for that. Like have Nasty Savage do that, or we could do that. Like anyone could do that.
I feel like that should be like the theme song sounding to like Gilligan's Island for some reason. I don't know why.
Boot or Bang on an island tour. Would you
Just
fuck
sit
her
right
or
back.
would you throw her out of shore? Something
See? Perfect.
We're
Throw an
sure.
I'm a
idea out
musician.
there.
We're
I'm a
sure
musician.
Joe would bang it because he bangs anything. Boot or bang.
Sit right back when you
Boot
hear
or
a
bang.
tale of hell of a
There, all you need
Yeah.
is, I mean, you know Bob Noxious. You know Bob.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
You know Pigpen, bro. You gotta know Pigpen. If you're listening and you are curious about what Tampa means, Pigpen is a good representation of what Tampa is. And they have a studio
Myers?
where they record.
Did you say Ben Myers?
Ben
I
Myers.
said Bob Noxious
Oh, Bob. No, I'm sorry.
of Pigpen fame, which I'm now
Oh,
promoting
different.
freely, by the
Okay.
way, without provocation.
I'm just gonna start throwing out a bunch of names that nobody knows.
Uh,
Billy Boo Boo.
Deicide? No, people
So
know
I start
Deicide.
changing the cameras.
Oh,
I know Ben
I'll
Myers.
get. I'll get.
What about Iced Earth? What do we think about that whole thing?
I
With,
played with Ice Earth back in fucking 1988.
Oh, were you at the Capitol on January 6th with Iced Earth?
No, I was at the fucking
No.
Masquerade with Ice Earth back in 1988.
It's not as good of a show.
Ooh.
That was a much better show on
Masquerade,
January
They're
6th.
a bunch of dicks.
January 6th was a much better show. It was a much better
Tell
show.
us how you really feel.
They were. They were a bunch of dicks. They can kiss my ass.
Makes sense.
I played with them at the New England Metal Fest. With
Were they dicks back then?
Yep,
Oh, wow. Big surprise.
with Sepultura.
Yep. They were.
They was that Sepultura with the Cavaleras or no?
No, that was That was the original lineup.
Oh, wow.
That was a Rise. During the Rise.
They were dicks.
I've seen the Cavaleras with Soulfly, and then I've also mixed, or I A2'd for a Sepultura show without the Cavaleras. So I've seen every like version of the band, and they're all good too. Like even without the Cavaleras,
Iced
Sepultura is
Earth.
still pretty good.
Iced Earth was the first band that we played with that had like a big keyboard with guys with spray. Like they were very. I don't know, man. They were just very like.
All I know
Owned
is
their hair
all I
straight.
know-
They
all
had
I know-
hairspray, and it was like very like I don't know, man.
Their
They're-
guitarist was at the riots, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. He was
Like-
at the Capitol on January 6th.
Like black
2021.
metal guys or something?
No, they're
it
rainbow.
was-
Like I'm like they're just
It was like death metal, but not
no,
really.
they're
as
not.
good.
They're they're theatrical metal.
Yeah.
Is what I would describe them as. They weren't metal, and honestly, the band that I was with at the time, we weren't metal either. We were like Madonna on acid,
Cool.
but we were
It's a good band name.
Yeah, but we played with them.
They have to pay her royalties for that.
Well, yeah.
We opened up for them, and they were just like very like cocksucky. I don't know.
Your
Cocksucky.
B&H ladies.
I feel like that's
commenting.
a gendered term.
Who?
Man. I hung out
Lisa
with
did.
good old-
Lisa's amazing because let me tell you something. Lisa has helped me, and she helped me today, but she's helped me several times. Like when you go into the B&H chat.
Is she local?
No, they're in New York, but she's helped me so many times. Like she probably doesn't remember because they probably get a billion chats, requests per day. But like when you send in a chat, sometimes you get her, sometimes you get somebody else because it's like depending on what subject line you take. But she's always awesome, and today, yeah, she helped me out immensely. So Lisa fucking rocks.
Lisa rocks.
So because of Lisa, we can watch YouTube videos live on the show, right?
Yep, and we can also hear them.
Can I self promote a little bit? I just uploaded something I did in our recording space. Would you guys like to hear it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
Nope.
Look up William James
Oh.
Temper. Drew,
Skip
come on,
button.
buddy. Come on, buddy.
Jesus.
Turn it up. Turn it up. Come on.
That's a nice flying V.
The lead singer of Farmer Sawdust now
How
owns
is
it. I
this
sold
the
it to
skip
him.
button?
It's the skip button. It's not the play button. That pause is the play button.
That looks like a play button.
That's me at age 16, by the way.
Yeah?
Now,
without a beard.
Now I'm an old fuck.
I was listening to this in the shower earlier when you sent it.
And you jerked off to it?
I did.
Yep. That was what it was intended for.
Good stuff.
There's the solo.
He kept the beat too.
We're so engaged right now. Oh, look at all that metric.
Yeah,
Oh,
can I-
so many views. Oh,
Got
so
it
many
there.
views.
Make
I'll
Oh,
look
especially
out
with this
there.
guy in the Hawaiian shirt. Look at this fucking ass wife.
Look at
He's
those
got
glasses.
Miami Heat on his hat. Like, we're in Tampa. Why is he wearing a Miami hat?
Where'd
He's
it
a fucking
go?
dick face. That's why.
It's in your YouTube. Like on the
William
internet.
James
Right.
Sound. You can find me at William James Sound, at William James Sound. I'm the drummer of Must Not Kill, but I also do recordings like this that sound like they do. I did this in our practice space. I used our board to record it. That's a lie. I used my board. We have a board, though, for Tom to sing.
Really good.
I didn't sing.
Is that a Van Halen t-shirt?
Yeah, it's 5150. The first album with Sammy Hagar. Now, listen to this time change. Oh, look at that. Now it's visually appealing as well.
I'm kind of turned on right now. I might have a seizure though.
I hope no one has a seizure because of this. I have seizures sometimes, but I hope no one else does.
I don't think it's flashy. Like it's like the white flash.
I toned the lighting down so the colors would be there, but the lighting would not be too intense.
Now, does the change in colors
It represents.
correspond to the music?
Yes. Now watch when they slow down. Time change. This is my Metallica
So,
influence.
we're getting a call in.
Preston, pause
Preston's calling in.
it. Pause it.
All right,
Perfect timing. No one wants to hear my Metallica cover.
No, that was pretty fucking dope.
Thanks, man.
Preston.
Extension 0.
What's up, Preston? Are you? Can you hear us here?
Listen, what's up? What's up with that? Yeah, what's up with that answering service? You guys hanging out in a dentist's office?
Well, you know, we
We're
have to
professionals.
we have to take some professional calls during the day, so that's how it works. You know, we
You
can.
are live on the Drinking with Drew show.
Oh, how's it going over there?
Yeah, we're good. We got Will James in the house. We got Brad in the house. We got Tom in the house.
We spent 2 hours talking about you.
We got Joe in the house.
Oh, that's terrible. I'm so sorry. Why would you do that?
We have Laura in the house. Say hello, Laura.
Hello.
Not very interesting.
So, Preston, tell us what happened. You got stuck with this Drinking with Drew fucking song. So, how did that work for you?
Same way it always works. They're like, hey, we got to do this tune. I said, yep, come on.
I heard he wants royalties and he
That was
wants
actually
7 cents
relatively
every time you
easy.
play it.
They didn't. Brad never has to play stuff a million times. Tom, I've literally had Tom write a song in like 6 or 7 minutes and lay it down in another 10, so I never worry about him. Aaron's always super solid. Will is very overcritical of himself, but he always kills it. I love working with those guys, and it was actually a real surprise and honor to be able to work on that tune for you guys.
Aaron did it separate, right?
Yes, he did. He flew his tracks into me. He just slides DIs in, and I went ahead and I processed them all with the rest of the band during the mix.
And Preston, Joe asked earlier if we filmed the sessions, and I said no. And the reason I said no was because there was explicit drug use. Would you care to comment on that?
In a
no, I don't know what
non-FBI
you're
kind
talking
of way.
You don't know what I'm talking about. Naturally, of course. I denied the
No,
claims
I'm
after I
sorry,
made
we're
the
talking about
claims.
next
So
person.
He made
It
the
wasn't-
claim.
There was
wasn't
no-
about eating a bunch of mushrooms, was it?
There was no
yeah,
drug.
something like that.
There was no drug use during the making of this video. Or
There was
audio.
dirt. There was dirt on the track.
There were no animals harmed either.
Any of our work,
Okay.
except for what everybody else is doing. I don't know. I prefer to stay out of the affairs with it.
So, where are you located at, Preston?
Right now, I'm in the middle of figuring out this build. I just moved. I'm out at I'm near MOK and 75 out in Brandon, Tampa.
That's mango.
I know that area.
I have a temporary. I have a temporary studio going on inside one of the garages at the property. Right now, I'm working on converting another one, but there's a little bit of construction still left to do, and I have to get some of this junk hauled out of here too. But I got everything moving. I got some bands coming in to record next month, and staying pretty busy through Christmas.
Cool, man. What's your website? Do you have anything you want to promote?
No, I'm still working on getting all that stuff fleshed out. Really, I'm not like a public guy. Like, bands come to me. I don't really advertise a whole lot. Like, I'll tell bands, because I'm also a front of house engineer live.
At
which
the
is kinda
Orpheum,
weird
right?
For a studio guy. Yeah. and other places. I spent all day out there rebuilding the outside festival stage because we have a big tour coming in tomorrow.
When you're that good,
tell
you don't
Jerry
need to
we said
advertise.
hello.
I absolutely will. You guys should come down. I think we have Hatebreed and Terror on the 24th of September.
We were trying to get on that shit, but it didn't work out for us. But
thanks,
I mean, I'll probably be working it with you anyway.
In human condition,
Lee got on
human
that.
condition got you guys edged out on that one.
Yeah, but
Which was
Lee's
disappointing.
Lee's
I really
awesome,
wanted
and
you guys to get that.
Inhuman's pretty good.
They
so.
are pretty good. They're more than pretty
And
good.
I like-
Inhuman is awesome. Those guys are my boys, and so I'm happy either way. But it would have been really cool.
Preston,
to have all of you guys.
Preston, can you see if my drinking with Drew sticker is still on the urinal at the Orpheum?
They take them down, Drew. I'll tell you that right now. I'm going to interrupt Preston. I put
scrape
Must
all
Not
that
Kill
stuff
stickers
off
up, and they
because
took the
a bunch
Must
of
Not Kill
bands
stickers down
just
too.
Yeah, but
vandalized
don't you
everything.
want to pee on his face?
I put it where you could pee on his
No,
face, and
that's
they took it down. Someone took it down.
It's not cool. Oh my.
So give Will some more, and we'll put in places that BC can't reach.
There you go.
Yeah. I'm the tallest guy, right? Yeah.
Put them on the ceiling.
Bring up a story about Tom when you were in Bleeding
No,
with
I was
Bleeding
trying to
Money,
think-
Bleeding
I was
Money,
trying to
Bleeding
think of
Money.
the worst Will story I had,
Tom,
but
you were
always
in a
pretty
band
well
with Preston called Bleeding Money, right?
Yeah, for a while. Yeah.
Tell me the craziest Bleeding Money story
Oh,
if you
what's up,
can.
Tom?
Hey man, how you doing? Yeah.
I forgot that they mentioned that you were there. I just assumed that you would be in bed.
Yeah. I was.
And his fantasies.
Yeah, my fantasies. Yeah. No. We've had a few nights. Well, nights you can't remember with friends you can't forget. Pretty much.
That is a great quote.
Yeah.
I use that daily.
Actually, that would be a really good album title.
Yeah.
Nights you can't remember with friends you can't forget.
I usually forget the friends I was with and wake up somewhere unfamiliar.
I'm sorry, I don't know your name.
Speaking of that, you're
Yeah, then-
coming on the road with us, right?
Yeah, he's going to be on that October tour. Tell us about that, P.
Yeah, I'm bringing gear because I don't trust any of the venues to have good front of house stuff. So I'm gonna bring us a nice.
You know,
little,
we're sleeping in the same
well,
car that
big
we're going
box
to keep the
mic
gear in,
back.
so you can't bring too much gear, bro. You can't bring. We're sleeping in my car, so, and we're going to be staying in Walmart parking lots the whole time. So it's like you can't bring a whole board.
Yeah. My physical imprint fits in a book bag. I can
Perfect.
run it through it
That's
from,
your pillow.
like,
That's what you're
beautiful
going
book
to lay
bag.
your head on while we're in the Walmart parking lot in Greensville, South Carolina.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing, dude. Is just putting my head on sharp, uncomfortable things and trying to sleep.
Oh my god.
Are you guys gonna be sleeping at truck stops?
Speaking of Will's
Walmart's.
Walmart's.
Can you get me a truck stop hat though if you do stop at a?
You gotta
Preston's-
go to
Preston's got a good one.
Bucky's, a
Bucky's.
hat.
Yeah, you can do like a Bucky's or something.
Well, we're
Buc-ee's-
not. I don't.
I'll keep an eye out for it.
Are there any Bucky's in the Atlanta area?
Yeah.
Like if we
I
have
think
one
so, yeah.
Buc-ee's, like I got to go to one Bucky's out on there.
There's one in
I
like
guess
right
they're gonna
outside of
open one
Florida.
out in,
There's one in
they
Daytona.
just got like
Yeah.
52 acres out in Ocala, and they're going to build a big old Bucky's out there.
Yep.
That's cool. And once you get out of Florida, you got to get a 40-ounce beer somewhere.
True.
Get some
I
O-
almost
get
came
some
in here with
OE.
32
That's the
ounces,
first
but I
thing
was
we're
like,
doing as
nah,
soon as we
fuck
cross
that.
the state line.
Do they still have 40s of OE?
Actually,
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
But
Well, in New York.
Anyway,
So
not in
when
Florida.
when I was in high school, it was old English.
Yeah, they got
That's what
40s
we
and
used to
everything
have to
back
have.
home.
Well, you're old,
Yeah.
Joe.
Did you
Oh,
do
yeah,
40 hands?
I'm still a huge proponent
No.
of oldies.
They used
Those
to,
Oldies, baby.
before,
we used, they
With
used to
the
take
old
the
human,
old
put it in
English and they
plastic
used to
bottles
duct
and
tape
just
it to your
stick it in
hands.
glass.
Oh,
And
yeah.
you couldn't take it off until both bottles were finished.
Edward 40 hands. I'm a
40
champion.
hands.
That's right, Edward 40 Hands. I love that game.
Yeah.
I won that game so many times.
We used to duct tape it to your hands. You couldn't take them off
I used
until
to
they
be
were
good
empty.
at it. I feel like I probably wouldn't be now.
Well, you're old now, so it's okay, man. But you mixed this song so well.
Yeah.
Drew loved it.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
we
Laura
all
loved
love it. We
Everyone
all
loved
do.
the song,
Yeah.
Preston. You did a great
It's
job.
amazing.
I'm,
man.
I'm glad you guys liked it.
Beautiful fucking
Cool.
mix of
Cool.
what makes this show, man.
Oh, by the way, Preston, did we tell everyone that you and I are now on Hulu because one of the songs we did for David Ellison's library went on to a Hulu show? We didn't tell anyone about that, did we?
That's all you, buddy. You
No,
did that.
no. You recorded
I
the
just pushed
song.
the
You
button.
set up the deal. We both did that, so now we're gonna brag about it, and I would like you to talk about it.
Good. I want $26.
Just for
Fucking
mentioning it.
royalties, bitch.
For those
Where's
you
my
not,
royalty?
for those of you not in the
No,
know, that's about 50% of everything I got from that placement. But
I
we
know
are
it's
on Hulu
I know
now.
it's a streaming service, but I'm pretty sure if it gets syndicated, that royalty setup travels with you and doesn't get renegotiated through distribution. And if it goes to syndication, you get paid whatever that agreement is every time it's shown.
It's gonna be great. It's great now, but it's going to be even better. But I couldn't have done it without you,
Yeah.
buddy, and that's why I'm
It's gonna be on
dropping it now
streaming
for
forever
you.
at $50, and the
Why don't
show's
you-
name is Penis. Will I don't know
The
what
show's
you want.
name is Pen 15. It's Pen 15, but that's a middle school euphemism for penis. It is a show about two middle schoolers. They're played by like
I
two
mean,
middle-aged
that meant
women.
penis when I was a kid.
It's eternal. Every
Just write
kid
it on
knows.
your hand.
Every child knows that for some reason. Even if they don't know what the penis does, they know Pen 15. So we're all good there.
No, Drew does not know what Pen 15 is by just looking at it, because when you posted it on your Facebook page, I go, oh my gosh,
It took me a
look
minute.
at
It's a
the
Hulu
show
It's a Hulu show.
that Will got his song on.
It
And
took
he
me a
goes,
minute.
what's Pen 15? I go, oh my God, if the numbers are letters, what is it?
It took me a minute.
Penis.
So-
It says penis, basically.
So did they
It's
just
penis.
play you in the background,
That's what I mean.
or
When I found out, when I got the quarterly report that showed me my royalties, I had no idea. I had no collaboration with the directors or anything. So I went and watched the episode. My music is at the very end of the episode, so you have to sit through at least 3 commercial breaks. And my music is so low in a scene, and I would have used it differently, honestly, if I had been consulted. I wasn't. My music was licensed. But it was there. You could hear it, and I couldn't have done it without Preston. I couldn't have done it without David Ellison. So these are the people we're talking about, people that are very invested in the Tampa metal scene. We're bringing Preston out on tour with us. We are hopefully going to involve David Ellison in some kind of shenanigans, but he's sober, so we're not. This is drinking with Drew, not sober with Drew, right?
yeah?
Right.
I mean, we can be
We're
so
definitely
we
not
can
sober.
we can do
Will,
a
did you say
sober
that
with
we gotta
David
sit through
Ellison
3
episode.
commercial breaks before we hear the music? In
Yes,
that
yes,
show?
I did say that, and guess what? I made me and my girlfriend. We
Then
both sat
fuck
through
Hulu
it,
for showing
and that
commercials. Get with the
well,
program.
you can pay for a version of Hulu without commercials, but if you're Mr. Fancy Pants Moneybags, maybe you don't appreciate
Why don't
things
you
like
send
that.
an email and ask what the advertising budget for that show was, minus the fucking music?
I've
budget.
IMBD'd them, and I know who to talk to now, and I know who to thank for putting our
Tell
music.
them I'm gonna need a
on-
raise.
It's my music. I'm just.
So they played your music in the background of a show.
It was a scene where these middle school girls had their hamster die, and then my music started playing as they were getting picked up by their older brother.
They already aired
That's what
it.
it was.
I
Okay.
thought it was like
It
for
was
a future
aired in
release
March.
or
This was
something. don't know if they do
I made a
so fast.
profit in Q1 of 2023, so this aired in about March, so 5 months ago.
So
And
you
I
got your
just-
12 cents.
I just got. I'm not going to disclose the amount, but it was greater than 12 cents.
Oh man, we got
My
we're
first,
gonna send
my
an email about
first, my
communications.
first royalty
If it
check was 9
aired
cents,
in
but my
March, and we
second
just
one was
found
way
out.
more than that. And it's gonna exponentially grow. Hopefully,
Wait
the
until they
show.
get wind that you're on our show. It's gonna
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
skyrocket.
I'm trying.
Boom.
The
For
only
sure.
reason I'm talking
Wow.
about this is to elevate all of us. I'm not
Wow.
trying to brag.
As soon as they
All
find
of
out
our
you're-
I'm
viewers
trying
are gonna
brag.
watch that Hulu show now.
As soon as you're on the
10-15.
Drink with Drew show, that fucking shit's
Yeah.
gonna skyrocket.
game over.
bro.
You're gonna
Joe,
get 126
hey,
viewers
Will,
now.
Pause.
this is why
Matter
Will
of
needs
fact.
management, because I can't. I'm like handling management shit, and I can't even manage to walk in a straight line without busting my legs in a week.
Well,
So-
I need
He doesn't
everybody
even
on the
walk
show tonight to sign model releases because
You already have the sign of
shit's
Drew.
going.
I've seen the sign. The sign takes care of that.
I know, right?
If you are entering this room, you agree to be filmed and audio
And
recorded.
document-
Fine,
yeah.
of course I do.
I used
I've been in
to
the
work
studio.
radio for
Regardless
a short
of the
time.
state
I
of
did
inebriation
the
you're
live
in.
sound mixing for Bubba when they would shoot the bands if they sucked.
Mm-hmm.
Only if you ask nicely.
We might have some.
Yeah, they had to sign a bunch of goofy
Well,
shit
Preston,
for
we might have some people in
everything.
common then because
You definitely do.
I reached back in that day as well.
We all suck.
Preston, can I get you to answer one more question before we go?
Sure.
Will you ever commit to an in-person appearance on the Drinking with Drew podcast?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. When I have the free time, I would absolutely love to come hang.
He will
All right.
be here next Tuesday.
Well,
You ain't-
maybe
I know
not.
you guys
Maybe
can't
not.
And the
see it, but
Tuesday
I have,
after
I have a
that,
tall
and so-
boy, a Bud Light over here.
I would
but
like to
He's
schedule.
like Stacy.
I would like to
So
schedule.
I'm
If Drew's
drinking
cool
with
with
you
it.
guys in spirit.
He ain't
Yeah.
far from you
Preston.
either, dude.
You're missing a
No,
bottle
he's
of
a mango.
Kraken and
Yes, sir.
a lot of beer right now.
We don't need McCracken here.
Preston,
McCracken does not belong here.
can you commit to talking Jerry into getting into the studio?
Dufresne?
Yeah,
No
I mean,
way.
Probably I can talk to him tomorrow after the show.
let's do it, man. That'd be a great fucking time.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Jerry's
I
son.
still got to grill him about a lot of this pro wrestling shit because he knows that I'm a huge wrestling fan, but I didn't know he's like one of the owners of Shine and all this other crazy shit that I just found out.
You know it's
So
fake, right?
I got a lot to do to him. I'd love to do that on the air.
Joe, don't ruin
Joe?
it. Don't ruin it before we get it fucking done, dude. What the fuck, man?
He knows it's fake, right?
No, I think you're
Shut
right
your
with
mouth,
John.
Joe.
Preston, you know wrestling's fake, right? Joe wants to make sure you know that.
I want to get Nasty Ronnie, Jerry, and Preston in the studio.
I remember when I was a kid, I thought it was real.
I know the Nasty Savage guys pretty well.
No, let's do it. We can do a duo call in a Nasty Ronnie. Like we can get Preston, Jerry, and Nasty Ronnie in the fucking studio, bro.
I'll be a guest
Oh
correspondent.
man, that's a motley crew right there.
Yeah, wouldn't that be a cool show?
Yeah, that'd be fun.
All right, man. Let's set it up, bro. Thank you for your time and thank you for the fucking work you did on the fucking the
Yeah,
tune,
my
man.
pleasure. Thank you guys for allowing me to be a part of it, and thanks for having me call in, man.
Yeah.
I'll hit you guys up and send you an email or give you guys a call and powwow with you about Ronnie and Jerry. Let me pitch it over and see what schedules look like, and they're down. Let's do it.
Sounds good, brother.
Preston, can you put Lance on for 1 second? Just have Lance say hey.
Nope, he's outside.
Oh, well, that sucks for me then. I'll see you guys in a bit then.
All right, give me a call when you guys are done. Have a good one, guys.
Later.
All right, bro.
dude.
Thank you, bro.
Cheers to Preston.
Yeah.
Cheers.
See ya.
Cheers all around.
It would be cool when you wire the soundtrack into the garage door opener. So every time the garage door opens, like the music just plays in the neighborhood.
It should.
It's like
It should. It
like
should.
bum 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 bum.
Should.
bum.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Me too.
What's not kill needs to be everywhere.
No, you guys did a great job.
I
Again,
think that's pretty fucking cool.
there's a lot of people that make this fucking program awesome. Must Not Kill. You guys are definitely fucking one of those people that
Top of the
make
list.
this fucking program awesome. So I want to help you and anything I can do. Let me know.
That's it. I'm taking the song back. Fuck that. You get fucking sentimental. You've been drinking too
He
much.
needs his
Fuck
royalties.
God damn it.
Okay.
Oh my God, dude.
Let me go back to thanking B&H Photo
Brad, you're pretty quiet.
and Lisa. Lisa, thank you. Because
Thank you,
Thank you,
Lisa.
Thank you, Lisa.
Lisa.
We
Lisa.
love you, Lisa.
She's amazing and she's awesome. She's always there when we need her.
Did she subscribe to the show?
Yes, she's a subscriber.
Yes.
She's a listener, and she
And
helps.
she's a commenter now.
I am also a subscriber officially. My account is subscribed. I do watch you guys.
Oh.
I prefer the audio experience, although the video experience is awesome. So good
Are you
for guys.
127?
I'm on Spotify.
No, I'm just saying because
We had a 127
we have a new,
today.
unless
Alright.
that was
Maybe it's
I
Lisa.
like-
maybe it was Lisa. She
Maybe it was
subscribed, yeah.
Lisa.
I like
Whenever
being
I
on this
might.
show and getting free beer.
Yeah.
and free pizza afterwards.
free
There's
Free
pizza waiting for you out
pizza.
there.
I like a dog to attack me for no
Lisa
reason.
says,
Well, we left Simon outside because he was waiting to come in.
He was.
When I went out to pee, he was waiting to come in.
Oh, he was out there before when
He's
I
like, why
came
can't I
outside."
come inside?
Lisa says she
wants
is
to hump
now.
you.
She's a
So she's number
subscriber.
127.
Hi, Lisa.
There you go.
We
We
love
know
you.
who number 127 is.
Welcome to the show.
Lisa, call in.
Well, I mean, that's asking a lot, Joe.
I can
Yeah.
ask a lot of people to call
I mean,
in right
if
now.
she wants to call in, she
We
can.
can get Lucas from Sorcerer if we wanted to. I told him he might be a call-in victim, so I might. Let me text.
Lisa, who's your favorite on the show?
Am I the one that called
You,
in the
Joe.
most, by the
You.
way? I
Joe,
called
the
in
Joe
a few
Cam is
times.
legend.
Probably, yeah.
Well, now you guys have Joe Cam on you right now, so
We're
you guys are
sharing.
sharing.
We're sharing on a camera.
Yeah. Well, it's a casting couch now.
I'm
Yeah.
a Joe too.
Couch.
It's the casting couch.
I have to hold my own microphone.
You can't see my mouth.
Well,
There it is.
At least you had a mic stand. I have to hold my own.
Wait. I look great.
This is not a flattering position. Normally,
7-Eleven glasses.
normally the
Walmart
camera gets me from
bandana.
here up.
An overpriced hat.
And a free drink. Who drew a
What does
t-shirt?
overpriced mean? How much was that hat, Brad? Spill the beans.
My beer is
Spill the
empty.
beans. Spill the beans, you motherfucker.
Oh.
How much is overpriced?
It was
Put
30
this on the
bucks.
table.
$30 is not overpriced. You know what it is
For a
overpriced?
must not
35.
kill-
35 is overpriced.
Must not kill embroidered hat.
Wait, it says must not kill. Show it to the
Let's see
camera.
that.
Show it to
Yeah.
the camera.
Let's
Show
see
it to
that.
the camera.
Well, it's black
to the
on
camera.
black. You can't really see it.
You black on black.
is that a,
That's
is that
a crime, man.
Is that a currently?
Yeah.
Black can't get a
My
break.
fucking hat is racist. Shit.
Is that for sale currently? Is that a hat you guys have on the market?
Nope. Nope.
What?
I've got Lucas.
I've been trying to get hats done forever, and it's just a pain in the
They're
ass.
expensive,
and they're
bro.
expensive
Like a Will's
as
ass.
shit. Yeah.
You make
And they
like
don't-
$5 off the each hat.
You gotta back
And
up a
you don't-
little bit.
If that.
Yeah, that's crazy,
will
man.
Get,
Will's ass.
something will get up that fucking crammed ass. I was looking for something fucking deadly.
The only thing here, the only thing here is my empty
I was
glass.
like, I know Drew's got a knife around here somewhere. Where the,
You get some knives, some
Here's
guns.
Simon's outside the door crying.
Yeah.
what's up, my
Look,
rectum?
I'll put my nose up there.
So Tom, how you been, bro?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing really good.
We got pizza in the garage still.
You want some pizza?
yeah,
Yeah,
in a
let's
bit.
do a slice.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
could bring the pizza into the studio.
Let's wrap this shindig up.
We're gonna
I
wrap
gotta,
it up.
I gotta head out.
Yeah.
We're gonna have some pizza and chill. So, guys, thank everybody for hanging out. Seriously, it's been
Don't
cool.
Don't end until Will comes back.
I don't know who this is calling me right now.
Probably Lisa.
Hey,
Hello, who is this?
Lisa.
This is Lisa.
Lisa.
Oh my God,
We
it's
love
Lisa.
you, Lisa.
This is
We
Lisa.
love you.
Lisa, this is Lisa from B&H Photo. Am I not fucking joking right now?
I
Hello,
thought I'd call and say hi.
Oh my God, it's Lisa.
Lisa. Where are you from?
She's from New York. She's
Where?
from New York and B&H Photo. I'm totally shocked right now, and I'm kind of in awe. Lisa has helped me so many times, and to hear her voice, because usually it's like a chat box when you're talking to Lisa, and I can't even imagine. Lisa, how many people do you deal with per day?
A lot.
I can imagine, and you probably have
A whole lot.
the craziest ordeals that you have to deal with. Am I not? I mean, people calling for stupid issues, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Are they all as needy as Drew?
I'm needy. I'm a needy bitch.
No, Drew's polite.
Has he tried to send you nudes?
Joe,
Joe just takes it there.
But at
and
least we
he's-
were able to resolve the issue today, so
we did.
that
And
was good.
I've actually, and I don't know if you remember, Lisa, I've spoken with you a couple times, or maybe even 10 times, because I have many problems because I'm dumb. But we have dealt with some issues in the past where sometimes you enter the chat box and you get different people, but when I see fucking your name, I'm like, I have Lisa, and I feel happy. So you resolve a lot of issues, but today you made me like a miraculous fucking response to. We play YouTube videos, and I couldn't get the response. I couldn't get people with their headphones on, and you helped me with that. So you are awesome.
Poor Lisa.
I know, Lisa. We're drunk right.
Lisa, I would promise if you had called
Like
before 8 o'clock, it wouldn't have been so bad.
I know,
Lisa.
Lisa. We're all
Sorry.
Lisa.
We love Lisa.
Hold
we
on.
love Lisa.
Here's the
Lisa,
deal.
this is Brad from Must Not Kill. We take full responsibility for Andrew's vocabulary.
Drunkenness. I'm so drunk right now.
And that's what happens when we come in the house. So I
I
know
know.
you don't know us, but we have that reputation.
Drinking.
But true. So Lisa, I
what we do.
apologize. I'm a little drunk right now. But you did ask what was the drink for the night. I said it was a secret. Do you remember that?
Release the Kraken.
Yeah, I asked you what we were drinking tonight.
Yep. And I said I said it was a secret. So actually, what we ended up drinking is a rum called the
Black
Kraken,
spiced rum.
and so that's what we're drinking, and we're a little drunk. Oh, Jesus Christ! God damn!
Can't take them anywhere.
Can't take it.
So
you
you guys are based out of Tampa?
Yes.
Some of us are originally from New York, but not all of us.
Some of us.
Some of us.
Can you tell by the Joe's little accent? He's from New
You
York.
see, we don't have accents. It's all you fucking Southerners that
Yeah,
have
that's
accents.
what
We're not letting Lisa talk, guys.
I only
Don't
get
let
my
Lisa
accent
talk.
when I go back home.
We don't have an accent though. It's all these Southern people that have
Uh,
accents.
I don't know. I feel
Fuck
it when
them.
I go back home. What part of New York are you at?
Oh, New York City.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Cool.
She's Seinfeld.
I'm from Shaolin.
I lived up in the
Exactly.
Catskills.
Catskills.
sister's
I have
in
a place in the
Brooklyn.
Catskills too.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, cool, man.
Hancock.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a little further down from that, but like Milltown.
That the
Newburgh
place
area.
that has one traffic light, right?
No, little south of that, but I know what you're talking about. That's Blumenberg.
Lisa, Lisa, do you see what I'm talking about when I said I have 6 people in my studio and I have a huge ordeal with all these headphones?
Yeah, we don't pay attention to you. We just keep talking.
Lisa's a master.
Yeah, and really, guitar tech, but
Oh,
Whoa!
Ooh.
All right.
Whoa. Tell us
Well, you
about
got
it.
you got the right day to call
You
in
piqued-
because we
you
got a
piqued
couple of
their
guitarists
interest.
here today.
Who are you guitar tech
just
for?
play an audio specialist at B&H.
You actually
Well,
guitar
awesome.
tech
you
for
solved
somebody?
my problem.
Yeah, and if you have any guitar problems, I can help with that.
Okay, Lisa, let me ask you a question. Is that okay?
Sure.
What do you prefer setting up? 6, 7, 8, or 9-string guitars? What's your preference?
It depends on the guitar itself.
All right, so if it's an Ibanez, they offer every one of those varieties. What Ibanez are you preferring to set up on any given night? I imagine the more strings, the more
Not a
pain in the butt.
9-string with a Floyd.
Oh, God, no, right? Do they even make 9 strings with Floyds now? Oh, my God.
I don't know.
That would be
That
insane,
just
though,
be-
right? It would be insane.
That would be scary.
See, we in Must Not Kill, we use a 6-string guitar. Brad uses it, but he tunes it down. So all you, as a guitar tech, would have to do was adjust the tension and the springs, right?
Yeah.
I am coming to you as an idiot, so if you say yeah, it means I'm not the idiot I thought I was. So thank you for confirming that. Brad uses a Floyd. Talk about the Floyd, Brad.
Oh, I could set mine up pretty easy, but I've been using my Floyds ever since day one. I mean, any guitar I have it pretty much has a Floyd Rose on it. So
Brad,
I know
you work for Ding Guitars, so you're not allowed to.
Well, even before Dean Guitars, I was my own guitar tech touring. So I mean,
okay,
that's badass.
Don't put me in the corner. Don't put baby in the corner.
You're already sitting in the
Don't
corner.
put baby in the
my
corner.
first guitar with a Floyd was a Kramer.
Ooh. The Eddie Van Halen special.
I never seen too many Kramer. I know Kramer back in the day had a lot of Kahlers.
Kramer used to be the shit.
No, they adopted Floyd early on, but they
Did
did
they?
have some other ones in there before Floyd, like the Rocking.
Well, they
era.
were the first company that had Floyd.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I just remember Kahlers being on Kramer's a lot, and the old Charvels too. I have a Charvel with a Kahler on it.
Really?
I'm not really fond of it, but
Well,
it's
the
a
Kahler,
USA.
it's weird because
Oh, I had one.
Yeah.
Mine locks. I have the hybrid that
I
locks
have
down.
two Charvels, two old Charvels, the pre-Jackson Charvels. One had a stock Floyd, and the other had that original, like non-locking tremolo.
Yeah, does they have the Charvel
took it off
Jackson?
and
I
put a
have.
Floyd on it.
Mine has the Charvel Jackson logo on it on the headstock. So that was like when they were still in bed together. It's an '88 USA.
Did he say head in bed?
Mm-hmm. I did.
Lisa, it's pretty badass that you know all this shit, man.
Dude, I
Very
love
good for
Lisa
you.
right now. She's the fucking killer mother. Like, never in my life would I expect a B&H fucking rep to call the show. Like, this is amazing. I'm telling you guys right now, you cannot, like, to me, B&H is awesome, but to have Lisa call this fucking show right now is amazing. Lisa, how'd you get employed and like hooked up with B&H and what? That's amazing to me. What's going on?
Well, I was originally a photo customer, and I used to do a lot of photography, like concept photography.
She's like your twin.
And I used to buy tons of film there. And then I was looking for a job, and I was not really interested in working in another guitar store. So I applied as a writer. They hired me as a copy editor, and then I moved over to live chat.
That's cool. Wow. I mean, you know your shit. Like,
Really cool.
To me, man, you've helped me like so many times, so you know your shit. And that's like, to me, it's weird. Like when you go into live chat and I see your name, and I've had issues like so many times, and it's like, okay, it's cool. You work it out. Tonight,
And you go, oh no, it's the girl.
no,
no, not at all. Not
No,
at all.
I swear to God, when I see your name, I'm like, oh, it's Lisa. Okay,
You know you're gonna get
gonna get
the
it.
answers,
Yeah.
and shit's
You're
gonna
get
get
an
resolved.
education.
Yeah.
Education.
Lisa's gonna
A
go
ray
back
of-
into
a
all
ray
the
of
old
sunshine.
episodes and watch all of our older shows
Yeah.
and catch up on the Drinking with Drew show.
No, but what's funny is that when I was chatting with Lisa earlier today, I'm like, we were ending the chat. She's like, "Is there anything I can help you with today?" And I'm like, "No, but thank you for helping me." And we're gonna have the live show tonight, Drinking with Drew. I said, search it on YouTube, and she's like, "I'm like, we're going live at 6:30 p.m." She's like, "Okay, it's about time I get off. I'll do it." And I'm like, I never thought she would do it. Now she's here.
It's been
She
awesome.
Literally
so far.
did it. Like
awesome.
She like is a representative of B&H that went on our live show and checked it out. So that's amazing.
She's probably gonna start like
Yeah, I got
watching.
home late.
Yeah, it was amazing. I never honestly thought you were going to do it, but to me, I was, this is a long episode. Like,
We do have another caller too, by the way. I don't mean to interrupt Lisa. I think Lisa's awesome. We do have Lucas waiting to call in. He's touring with us in October. He's the bass player of Sorcerer. He's the Eddie Van Halen of Sorcerer.
Okay. All right. Well,
I gotta head out soon.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I would love for you to stay with Lucas, but
Yeah.
let's get Lucas on.
Tell Lucas I said hello.
There we go.
But unfortunately, I gotta work really early in the morning.
Tom, we have
Wah,
pizza.
wah, wah,
We have
wah,
pizza
wah.
out there too, Tom.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to just dart out of here, unfortunately.
All right.
We'll make
But-
many
but
jokes at
thank
your
you very
expense.
much. Yeah, there you go.
I can put something to go for you.
No, that's fine.
We have a lot. We have
Pizza
a
in
lot.
a Ziploc bag.
Lisa,
much.
hey, Lisa, thank
you,
you
Lisa.
so much for calling.
Thank you,
in and
Lisa.
being a part of the show.
Lisa's awesome.
Hang out. Let us know if you want. Like, you can still
If-
comment live.
Hold on, I just have. If you do watch prior episodes, please don't cringe too bad in the beginnings when we're trying to work out all the kinks and the bugs and the mics
Well,
and stuff like
tell
that.
tell us what your
She's-
professional opinion is. So we
Right,
know
she's
how to
probably going to
improve.
be like, if he just did this, this is all he has to do. So just don't cringe too bad. That's all I ask.
Well,
Just enjoy the rest of the show.
we're working on a Zoom L8, and we have like 8 fucking cameras in here, and that's all we're doing. We got OBS. Like, that's what I tell her when I'm chatting. I'm like, this is what we're doing. We got Behringer sound boards and DBX 26 fucking thingies. Like, we got all kinds of shit going on here. Sorry,
Thank you,
Now
Lisa.
you just scared her away.
I may have. You still there, Lisa?
No.
No, she's
No, but thanks for inviting me. I appreciate it.
Dude, Lisa, thank you so much. Call in. Seriously, call
Anytime,
in.
any Tuesday.
Anytime.
Tuesdays starting at 6:30 until we get tired of each
Yeah,
other.
and we may start doing a new show on Thursday. We'll see. I just got
Okay, cool.
got cringed
Well,
at.
let me know.
Yeah,
Enjoy the
so-
rest of your night.
But thank you so much, Lisa.
Good
You
night,
rock,
Lisa.
and
You
you
too.
are a fucking awesome rep for
Rockstar.
B&H Photo. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you. Have a good night.
We'll talk to you soon.
Good night, Lisa. And good night, Tom. If you're
Yep,
leaving,
yep.
Lucas is about to call. Do you not want to stay for Lucas?
No, I'm,
Tell him I said hello, but
He's
yeah,
calling right now. He's
got-
calling right now. Stay.
Lucas.
We got Lucas coming on. He's the bass player of Sorcerer. We're going on tour with Sorcerer.
Lucas, what's going on?
Hello, we've been trying to get in touch with you about your car's extended warranty.
Okay. That makes perfect sense.
I'm drinking with you, Drew. I'm drinking with you guys. Cheers, good sirs.
Where are you at drinking, Lucas?
Will, I'm on my back porch.
Yeah, brother. Drink to the back porch. Cheers to the back porch.
Am I out of a beer already?
Welcome to Florida.
Do you need another one, Drew?
I
I
do.
got you. Lucas, tell us about this tour while I get you a beer.
I've been really enjoying these. Modelo's got these flavors. I got the mango chili Modelo gelato.
That's a good one.
But I usually have better taste than that. I was just at a brewery down here in Tampa, Southern Brewery. Drew, you're from Tampa.
Yep.
Southern Brewery is an awesome place.
The Southern Brewery over on Nebraska and MLK.
Yep. That's where you just recently played, right?
No, this is they don't really do shows there, but they have a cool Tuesday thing where you get a buy one get one on Tuesday if you're in like the surrounding area codes. And they're kind of all over the place. They got good light beers. I usually judge a brewery by how they do light beers, like lagers, pilsners. That's some good. They do really good IPAs. They got a good variety, and then they're kind of all over the place. They even have wine.
You know, on Drinking with Drew, they critique beers weekly. I'm sure that's what you guys do, right? Like, so let's throw some names out here. What craft beers are you sampling?
Cigar
Yeah,
City.
they'll let you try it. It's,
Hey, Lucas.
yes,
Hey, I got to get out of here, but I'll see you in a little bit, man.
you're heading out.
Yeah, I got to head out. I got to
Tom's
work in the
leaving the
morning.
podcast,
But
but
I-
Tom, ask one question of Lucas before you go.
I waited until you.
Oh yeah, well, what's
No, I just waited until you called in before I headed out. But I just wanted to say what's up.
yeah,
I just want to say what's
Oh, yeah,
up, and I
yeah.
can't wait to
Yeah,
get on
man.
tour.
yeah, man. It's gonna be cool.
Yeah, it will. It'll be fun. All right, dude. I'll talk to you guys later. Hey, everybody.
Peace out, Tom.
Have a
Good
very
night.
good night,
Drive
everybody.
safe, Tom.
Have a good night.
Lucas?
Yes.
All right, you're still on the show. Tom's leaving,
Yeah.
you're not. So
See.
I wanted to clarify something for the audience because I went on record saying you, Lucas, have called me, William James, the quote-unquote Frank Zappa of Tampa. Now,
Oh yeah. You remind me.
well, you and I just went out to karaoke last night at the Legion, and I did a Frank Zappa song, so I solidified your opinion. What would you think, in turn, if I told everyone on the internet right now that you are the Eddie Van Halen of Tampa?
Me?
It's complicated.
You.
No, I don't even have a whammy bar. I'm actually a bass player though.
But what I'm saying is, you on the bass are just as much Eddie Van Halen as Eddie Van Halen was on the guitar. That's my opinion. If you're going to call me Frank Zappa, I'm going to call you Eddie Van Halen, and I think that that's a fair comp for all the Tampa people or international people listening right now. You are the Eddie Van Halen of Tampa. You run around the stage, you jump around, you're crazy on stage just like he was, man. You are the Eddie Van Halen on bass.
All right. I mean, that's pretty cool, dude. I take it, man. Yeah, that was cool last night, man. You had and my name was Bobby Brown.
I did sing Bobby Brown by Frank
good.
Zappa. You
That
can
was
look
good,
it up.
dude.
I sang the whole thing in its entirety. I didn't realize you could do Frank Zappa on karaoke. Brad, do you have a karaoke story that you'd like to share with the crowd? Like what was the most outrageous karaoke song you've ever sang?
I never did karaoke ever.
Actually,
in my
last
life.
night.
Last night, Lucas is saying,
Never did it.
Brad's saying you've never done karaoke.
Never did. Nope.
What the fuck?
Country
I've never
Boner,
been that hammered.
I've seen Drew doing Billy Joel.
I've done Billy Joel.
Is that right?
He did Billy Joel Big Shot.
That's
actually,
a great
I saw
one to
it.
do. It's not
Apparently
a chart
his-
topper, but it's a great song.
Apparently, his favorite is the B-52's Love Shack. That's Drew's favorite on karaoke. Love Shack.
Lucas likes it.
And Laura can attest to that one.
And
Brad's still here.
by
Killing it.
I'm a fan. Yeah.
what's the
I know.
Love Shack. Love
Okay,
Shack,
so I
baby.
usually
So Lucas, I'm sorry to interrupt you. Let's talk about the tour. Tell me how you organized this tour and how Must Not Kill kind of hopped on, and how now it's a doubleheader for 3 dates.
it's only a couple days up until about Richmond. Then we're trying to get 2 more. I mean, it's really only like
You're trying to do Rochester
7 days
too,
on
right?
the
You're trying to go
road.
to New York.
No, I'm going to New York tomorrow. So we're going to record tomorrow for the next 6 days after that in Rochester, and we do have a show over there. It's some weird barbecue thing, but it's cool. I mean, it's they'll have like 4-wheelers and pigs on the spit and barbecue and.
Where in New York is this? Brad is looking at me like he doesn't know where this is happening, and Brad is from New York.
Rochester.
He's saying it's Rochester. What do you know about Rochester, Brad?
That's not even fucking New York. That's like out there.
That's out there though, right?
That's like out. That's fucking
Yeah,
Canada.
Like even for me, I was up in the Catskills, but that's even out in the freaking sticks.
So when Lucas tells you guys he's playing a fucking barbecue in Rochester, it's like basically a redneck fucking Florida town.
That's not even New York
Probably.
City. Like
No.
that's out there.
That's out there in the woods, right?
Yeah.
It's
No,
like
it's
6
not in the
hours from
city.
New York.
Lucas, tell us about it.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I ended up talking to this band, Order of the Dead, and they're part of it. It's been something that they've been doing for the last couple of years, and I was lucky enough to hit them up because this is like I was probably hitting them up like last month, so pretty much just a month's notice on the fact that we're going up there and recording. We'll be in the area. I would like to get in a show. And this is just what he had going on, and it happened to be, something that he's been doing for the last couple of years. Might, who knows how much longer he'll be doing it.
How many people do you think?
Kind of like rural Rochester. And
How many people do you think?
according to what he said, I mean, he said it was like 300 people last time. So, I don't know. We'll see. Like, for me, it's just, why not go play a show over there when we're already up there,
Rochester, New York.
Yeah, I mean, there's some cool bands up there. It's just hard to really, like, land something cool.
So let's talk about this
Win,
tour
like, a
to
good
wrap it
show.
up. Let's wrap up by talking about this tour that Must Not Kill is going on with. We're playing Gainesville, Florida on the Saturday. We're playing Gainesville, Georgia on the Sunday. We're playing Greensville, South Carolina on the Monday. Those are the 3 dates that we're both of our bands. Yeah, we're playing the G-Spot tour is what we called it earlier. I don't know if anyone can relate to that. But
I sometimes can.
G-Spot.
I've never found it, by the way.
It's going to satisfy.
it does satisfy
The mystery tour.
the G-Spot mystery tour. We were gonna call it the punch
I like
punch
that.
that G-Spot tour because they have a song called Punch That, comma, Girl. So we could punch that, comma, G Spot tour. That could be a thing, but in today's day and age, I don't know. What do you think, Luke? What should we call this tour, in your opinion?
Must not Sorcerer.
Those are two of the bands involved. Those are two of the bands involved. So yeah.
Sorcerer, not kill.
Must not East Coast. It's basically an East Coast excursion that we're taking here. And thank you, Drew, for letting us promote this shit on your podcast.
For sure.
It's going to be a great time. If anyone wants to follow us, you're welcome to park next to me in the Walmart parking lot in South Carolina, where I'm going to be sleeping for about 8 hours.
Well, yeah, thanks for having me on.
Definitely.
Yeah, thanks for having me on, y'all.
Yeah, Lucas, take care, buddy, and thank you for coming on.
We got a Tampa show. Must not kill. Will's not going to be. Will and company is not going to be part of the Tampa show, but they are going to be part of the Gainesville show.
Right.
That's going to be a cool. That's going to be a cool one.
And then another Gainesville show, but a different Gainesville. That's the second show. It's a different Gainesville. So
Gainesville, Florida.
It's two Gainesvilles in a row. It's the Florida Gainesville, then the Georgia Gainesville.
How dare they have two cities with the same name?
Bro, it makes it a nightmare for our advertising department because we have to put Gainesville twice, and then we have to put Greensville as the third date. So that's why we're calling it the G-ville or the G-spot tour, because we're hitting a bunch of G spots on this tour, and we can't help it. We're just that good.
Yeah, the Greenville one's at an art gallery. The Gainesville, Florida, though, a little bit more accessible to probably y'all and more of the listeners. Obviously, playing the Mug on the 20th, Friday the 20th. Unfortunately, without Must Not Kill, I learned that Will tripped over a Lego set that day and won't be able to make it. So, kind of sucks, but I hope you get better. I'm glad he's better the next day so that we could play. But that's gonna be at the Brass Mug Friday, October 20th. The following day, where Will has recovered from his Lego trauma, is Gainesville. It's gonna be the Old Atlantic, but now it's called the Pearl. It's gonna be two black metal bands, Ritual Hammer and Vorn. That's gonna be a lot of fun. Kind of accessible to probably y'all and most of the listeners, but still a little bit of a hike. Then we get to grow it out once more. South Carolina, Greensville. This is an art gallery over there. Nice little spot. And then after that, we got a part with the Must Not Kill guys. I'm already sad about it.
I'll still be there, dude. I'll be your lighting director. So I'll
that's
still
why I'm
be
drinking
there.
with Drew.
Yeah. Well, Drinking with Drew is going to promote the show, so let's do it. And I appreciate you coming on the show. And fucking hey, man. I mean, I love the Brass Mug. It sucks that they're not, that Will tripped and broke a Lego.
That's not actually what happened. I actually had a show that's paying me more than the Mug ever would, so I can't be at the Mug that night because another venue outbid them. So my talents are needed elsewhere.
Will stepped on his Lego set and he fucked his foot up and he can't join us.
Yep.
But he's going to be there the next day in Gainesville.
Right.
Okay.
And we wish him all the best, speedy recovery.
Do you need a stand-in? Because I'll show up and just sing Drinking with Drew.
He's not the singer, he's the drummer.
Honestly, we
need
already,
a drummer.
We already booked it out because, we were like, it's kind of a bitch move, but we already bitched it out. I mean, booked it out.
No, I'm just going to stand in the parking lot next to the food trucks. I'm just going to stand in the parking lot next to the food trucks and yell, Drinking with Drew.
And passing out
Because that's
stickers.
what we do while we eat Cheetos.
Drink for Will, though, because We'll need his thoughts and prayers for the next day. Drink sympathies.
I'm on the camera right now with a confused look on my face.
Come back with a
what
vengeance.
the fuck are you talking about? I invited you on this podcast.
We're the drunk ones, not him.
Now, all of a sudden, I'm tripping over Legos and shit. This motherfucker is inventing a narrative, and I love him for it because he's such a songwriter. He can't help but make up stories, even as he's being interviewed publicly. So, Lucas, I love you to death, brother. I can't wait to tour with you guys. The Must Not Kill Sorcerer Tour starts October 21st. Be there. Or be
20th.
Square, you fucking rubes.
All right, well.
All right.
Well, it's been real. Speedy recovery, brother. Catch y'all later.
Later, Lucas. See you on tour, man.
All right, brother. Later, bro.
Dude, you have no glasses in your glasses.
You don't know that. Let's pan to me. All right.
Just
Audience.
poke your eye.
Audience.
Poke your eye out.
No, well, we're not going to play that game. The audience is looking at me, and They are going to decide whether or not.
The only thing reflective about your glasses are the rims.
And all 7 of them are watching you right now.
That's more than we get at. Well, no, we get more than that at our shows. So this is actually. I wouldn't call this a charity gig. This is Drew's doing us a favor. We're doing Drew a favor. We did the theme song. It's all good. If there's only 7 of you, fine. I'll take 9. I'll take 11. 13 would be optimal. But drinking with Drew, that's where it's at. Thank you all for tuning in. I think this might be the end of the show. I'm not the one to dictate such terms, but the host here.
This was a great show.
It was a pretty good one.
I think this was a great show.
It's a very good show.
I hope everyone enjoyed.
We still have stuff with the pamphlet, but we'll just do it next week.
Well,
and there's pizza in the garage, in the green
there
room,
is.
so I'm going to do some of that shit.
Yes, there is. Thank you all so much. Good night.
No, thank you guys.
Cue the outro.